just got new footage today from Resident Evil Requiem. We had the little teaser last night at Opening Night Live, and today a demo went out live. Everyone got to play it early, or play a demo of it early, and now that I post footage, and we can finally get to see what the creature looks like from the first teaser trailer. So I don't know if you ever seen this YouTube channel. It's called Residents of Evil. These guys are fucking awesome for all your horror game news, and they live stream all the time, and they constantly playing Resident Evil games. Big fan of this channel, so if you get a chance, check them out. But we'll watch their video. They got the creature reveal, first and third person. We'll check this out, and then we'll jump over to Xbox. And I'm going to call it off the bat. I definitely think it's Alyssa.
Hey guys, JJ here, and I recently got a look at brand new gameplay from the upcoming Resident Evil 9 Requiem, featuring the large pursuer monster, the sanitarium location, key items, the first and third person gameplay, and much more. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Resident Evil 9 Requiem is just around the corner, and the demo is slowly rolling out to the public with play sessions at Gamescom and
we saw the teaser trailer last night. Very quick teaser trailer too.
The full hands-on demo opens with Grace strapped to a gurney inside a sanitarium. The first thing that stands out is the level of detail in Grace's face and
graphically
hair.
It looks
you can
amazing.
actually see her head red and irritated from being hung upside down, and the strands of hair look incredibly lifelike. Capcom spent a big chunk of their developer message talking about the hair, and honestly, I can see why. After freeing herself from the gurney, she quickly gathers her bearings. It's revealed that they were draining her blood, and she's already lost quite a bit of it. Something I noticed when comparing the third person and first person gameplay is that they actually feel a little different. In third person, Grace stumbles around as she's running from the monster. She'll even fall to the ground occasionally while being stalked. To balance this, the creature moves slower and doesn't attack quite as aggressively. In first person, Grace doesn't fumble at all, likely to avoid motion sickness. But the trade-off is the creature is much more relentless, keeping the pressure on the player.
I don't think my
Speaking of
PC
the
can handle it
creature,
either.
this thing is terrifying. It feels like a twisted hybrid of the giant baby from Donna Beneviento's section of Resident Evil Village. Some people are speculating it could be Lisa Trevor, but personally, I don't think that's the case. This section doesn't seem to take place in or around Raccoon City. I've floated around the theory that it could actually be an infected version of Alyssa Ashcroft. Looking closer at the gameplay, the monster clearly has Alyssa's light blonde hair. How dark would it be if Grace, believing her mother has been dead all these years, discovers she's actually been experimented on and turned into this creature and is now forced to kill her? The monster itself is massive, around 10 feet with pale blonde hair, bulging blind eyes, likely relying on sound like the Lickers, and a long medical gown. Its legs are bent and goat-like in shape, but instead of hooves, it has large human feet, making its movements all the more unsettling.
Yeah, I think it's definitely
What makes
Alyssa
this pursuer so
Ashcroft.
effective is how unpredictably she stalks Grace. At times she's silent, and at other times she's violently aggressive. For example, when Grace enters the fuse room, the monster suddenly slides down from the ceiling through a hole, creating a very tense jump scare. She can smash through walls, similar to Mr. X or Jack Baker
like
from
Nemesis.
Resident Evil 7, and when she attacks, she either bites into Grace's shoulder or hurdles her straight through a wall. The game also punishes predictable hiding. If you try to hide in the same spot too often, she'll eventually find you, as shown in one clip where she destroys the table Grace is hiding under. And there are even more subtle moments, like in this third-person footage where we can see her silently stalking just outside the room, keeping the player on edge at all times. The sanatorium location itself looks like an old building
I'll definitely
that is
be playing this
still
on
eerily
PS5 Pro. I don't know if my PC can
It's tough to
handle
place
it.
exactly where this section fits into the full game.
I'm not a big PC guy either, so I'll have to go over my specs, but I'm more of a console guy.
This area is
I basically got a
heavily
PC
focused on
down here
being
just to
pursued
stream,
and
but
not
basically that's why I
combat,
got it.
Similar to Outlast or Alien Isolation. From clips and other gameplay and concept art, we know Grace will eventually have a gun. so I'd guess this section is more of an opening designed to set the tone. The rest of the game will likely play closer to what we've seen in the other RE Engine titles. In particular, it feels very reminiscent of Resident Evil 7, which makes sense since Koshi Nakanishi, the director of Resident Evil 7, is also leading Requiem. Even without combat against the creature,
7, if you haven't played 7, that game
feels very similar
basically
to
saved the
longtime
franchise.
Resident Evil fans. The main objective here is restoring the power to the sanitarium, but to do that you'll need to track down key items. You'll be searching for things like keys to unlock doors, a screwdriver to access the fuse, and of course healing items. Instead of traditional first aid spray cans,
I know some of you guys like
injectors,
captions. I can't stand them, but I'll put them on for some
but
people.
now only to restore a small portion of health, just like they did in previous games. Glass bottles from Resident Evil 7 are also back, but this time they're empty and serve as a distraction tool to draw the creature's attention away while
like
you
Last
sneak
of Us.
around. You could
There was rumors that it would have like
though.
Last of Us style
Another interesting discovery
gameplay.
is an empty ink ribbon case. It's safe to assume this will be a functional when the final game is released, and you'll have a save system similar to classic Resident Evil games. Overall, this demo sets the tone of what Capcom is aiming for with Requiem.
This is my most anticipated game of the year, or next year.
You're forced to explore, solve puzzles, and push forward through a beautifully detailed and ominous sanitarium.
The best part is
Grace
coming
feels
early
similar
next
to
year,
Ethan in
February
the sense that she's
27th.
an ordinary person thrown into an unimaginable nightmare, but with the difference that she shows more personality in her reactions and presence, something that really stands out in the gameplay. I'm very much looking forward to the full game when it releases, and I can't wait to
I got
get
a
hands-on with the
PS5
demo
Pro. I got a
myself
Switch
later
2
this week
here,
at
right here next to
Gamescom.
me.
I'll have another video
Pro
coming
over there. I
soon
used to have
with
a
my
Series
full
X,
thoughts on the gameplay, so stay
but I
tuned for
traded it
that.
in
We will
to get the
keep you
PS5
updated
Pro,
on all the
since
latest
Xbox is
Resident
basically
Evil 9
third party
news,
now.
So be sure to leave a like and
And
subscribe.
the PC
But now, I
below
wanna
me,
hear
like I
your
mainly got
thoughts.
that
What
just
did
to
you think
stream
of the
games.
gameplay we discussed? What are your thoughts on Alyssa Ashcroft potentially being the large infected pursuer? And are you excited for Resident Evil 9? Let us know down below in the comments, and let's have a discussion about it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and for all the latest Resident Evil 9 Requiem news, make sure to subscribe. The Residents of
Yeah, these
Evil
guys,
is a
if you ever
Patreon
check out their
supported
channel, dude,
and
these
also
guys
supported
I
by our
love these
YouTube
guys
members.
so much.
So if you'd like to
They
become a
stream,
member
I think,
and
on
unlock access to
Fridays
custom
and
badges, emojis,
Sundays.
and exclusive live streams, click that join button down
Yeah,
below. You
they're
can join
fucking
our survival
great,
horror
dude.
community
They live
on
stream all the
Discord,
Resident
link
Evil
will be in the
games.
description, and I have the Duke
They're
here to
actually
tell
making
you
a
little
short
about our
film right
sponsor,
now.
G Fuel.
Do you have
forget what it's
need
called.
of anything for the road ahead? The
There's a
Residents
dude.
of Evil has
They're actually making
expanded
a
its
short
service.
film right now. Their team,
Perhaps
Residents
you're
of
in need
Evil,
of a little
with
pick-me-up.
all the original
I
cast members
recommend
from the
G
first
Fuel.
Resident Evil game.
You could even get a
If you
fair
played it back in
discount
like
if you
96,
go to
97,
ROE upon
the opening
purchase.
scene was with real
And as
professional, well, not
always,
professional,
we thank you for
amateur
your
actors living
patronage.
in Japan. They got all of them
As always,
together
thank you
to
guys
film
so
up
much
like
for
a
watching, and we hope to see you back
4-part,
at
12-minute
Resident
series.
of Evil.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. I can't wait for this game. This is my most anticipated game of the year, or next year. Yeah, everyone's, just like I said, everyone's predicting that this is definitely Alyssa Ashcroft. They probably killed her and reanimated her corpse into something between a mixture of Nemesis, Mr. X, you know, the stalker type creature. And I got a feeling she won't be in the whole game. She'll just be in that opening section. And when you kill her, I guarantee she says something like, starts speaking to her like in English, like it's her mom, and she realizes it's her mom, and she's still got to kill her though. And that's what fucks her up in the beginning of the game when you see she's in the FBI building. Yeah, I don't know if you can still play them today with the physical game. I know there's ways of playing them today through. I only seen it on the PC though. I forget how they do it, but there's like a certain way you can play them still today. There's guys that we just watched before, Residents of Evil. They play them a couple times. It's all on PC. They do it some weird way.
Years, Cologne, Germany has hosted the world's definitive celebration of gaming. From stunning opening night live reveals and gameplay breakdowns to the biggest news from the industry's best, join hundreds of thousands of fans on the ground and millions of gamers worldwide for the ultimate games convention. Welcome to Xbox at Gamescom.
So I'm really don't really know what to expect to see from these guys today. You saw last night that they're just porting all their games, aren't they? We got Indiana Jones coming to Switch 2, and we got Age of Empires coming to the PS5. The only thing they have left is Halo for now.
In her glorious entirety.
And that's just a ticking time bomb before. So there is rumors that they are working on a remaster of the first Halo game, just like they did with Gears of War. They did Gears of Reloaded, a remake of the first one. It's coming to PS5, and they're doing the same thing with Halo.
I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure.
As long as I keep walking, there will always be hope.
You are responsible for more than just your own life now.
This battle is but the first step on the path Lord Serenoa has laid before us. Let us take this first step together and rejoice.
Nothing. You are free of sin. Now behold my power.
To victory!
Not another step.
A battle to prove.
I think this might be the Octopath Traveler game, the new one. I think it's a
new
prequel.
Future is before us, but first, we must carve our way through to it.
Triangle Strategy, yeah.
Hello Xbox fans and welcome to Gamescom. You just saw a trailer for Triangle Strategy from Square Enix, which you can actually play today. And that is just the tip of the iceberg because this is a huge year.
It sucks. This is the only big
like great reveals,
games
in-depth interviews,
convention we get nowadays with E3 going.
I'm Benny.
You got a bunch of these little
and we're gonna make sure that you're getting
they pace them out over the year. I think there's supposed to be there's rumors there's a state of play coming in September for PlayStation.
But first, let's head inside.
But lately they've just been fucking boring. That was great about E3. You're guaranteed to get at least a few big giant game announcements.
I'm thrilled to be in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom 2025, holding out on the Xbox booth at the biggest gaming convention in the world. There is a ton of amazing stuff packed.
Anywhere is a great place to play. Yeah, dude. If you're an Xbox console guy, like fanboy, I feel sorry for you, man. There's just no reason to have an Xbox anymore.
Surprise drops.
I mean, just today, Charlie, we've got a full demo of Dying Like the Beast, tons of new info on Keeper from Double Fine, a custom controller giveaway, what's next for World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, and a brand new adventure starring a certain roguish archaeologist with a whip. And that's just some of the stuff I was allowed to tease after I signed like 5,000 NDAs.
Got a main spec shirt on right here.
On with
and
the
7
ROG
shirt.
Xbox Ally and the Ally X, the very first Xbox handhelds, and explore the wide world of Xbox Play Anywhere. Now,
Xbox is going so third party that even now their hardware is third party now.
It across PC and Xbox consoles, including the Xbox Ally and Ally X. Even better, your progress travels with you, so you can bring all your saves, your add-ons, your friends, and all those delicious achievements along. So whether you're online on the convention
they're playing them down here right now.
Favorite game, posted up here at the Xbox booth with your
just the basic ROG Ally.
Team, visiting our battle-ready neighbors at a very impressive Call of Duty Black Ops 7 booth, chilling with the Warcraft team over on the World Warcraft Midnight booth, hanging with Asus at the ROG Ally all the way over in Hall 8, or looking at the latest tech offerings from Samsung this year at Gamescom. Anywhere kind of truly is the best place to play. But right now what we're going to do, Bex, is quickly recap what Xbox revealed last night at the opening night live celebrations. Are you ready?
Let's get into
Let's do it.
I mean, we got a brand new and very charming Companions trailer for the Outer Worlds 2 that revealed 6 new friends to travel the stars and zap things with.
Zap-a-zap! The Dynasties of the East expansion for Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition
now
also
on
got
PlayStation
announced,
5.
and they also revealed a release date, so you can start organizing your troops on November 4th.
Market. We also found out about the massive new Indiana Jones and
Yeah, I
the
got
Great
the
Circle
DLC announcement.
expansion, continuing Indy's investigation of the Ancient Order of Giants. Ancient Rome's biggest secret awakens September 4th.
Excited for that one. After decades of supporting the Hayabusa clan, Raven
This
Clan
game
is
looks fucking
finally
awesome.
taking
Ninja Gaiden
center
4.
stage in Ninja Gaiden 4, which we saw an awesome new trailer for as well. And according to Team Ninja Bags,
Yeah, that's what gamers want, man. Big giant swords are cutting things up.
That will really shake up the story when it drops on October 21st.
How very sneaky. As anticipated, we got a truly immersive look at Call of Duty Black Ops 7 releasing November 14th.
Yes.
The new game's got twisted environments, a campaign that supports 4-player co-op, zombies, Dead Ops Arcade, and even a new mode called Endgame to keep your squad busy for years to come. Really impressive stuff, that.
So good. We also saw Blizzard storm through with the gorgeous and never-before-seen cinematic intro.
Black
to the
Ops is going to
World
have
of
actually,
Warcraft
I think they're going to have,
the ancient home
like
of the
Battlefield
Blood
6
Elves
coming
is
out
under
this
threat,
year, and
and
looking
they'll need
amazing.
to
I played the
tap into
beta, that
power
was
of
so
the Secrets
fun.
Unwell to keep those shadows at
Black
bay
Ops is a
in
lot of
2026.
competition this year from
Plus today
Battlefield.
we'll have even deeper looks
Now
at
EA
titles
wants
that
to
were shown
structure
at
them too,
Opening
like
Night
Call of
Live,
Duty, where they
like
have
Keeper, Dying Light,
continuous
The Beast,
rollouts of
and
Battlefield
Lego
games.
Voyagers. And in a few hours, this very broadcast will play host to a special edition
And I believe
of
right
the
now who's
official
running
Call of Duty
Battlefield
podcast.
6,
But to get the party started, here
like
comes
the
all
Battlefield
latest
brand right now,
details
is Vincent
on
Pella, the guy who
Xbox Ally,
basically
which has
made
been
Call of Duty
so
what it
hotly
is.
anticipated ever since it was announced
He runs
at the
Respawn
Xbox
Entertainment.
Games Showcase.
The vision
The
around
guys who made
Xbox
Apex
has really
and Titanfall.
transformed over the
He
years
left
of people playing on
Activision
multiple
to
devices, people playing
go with
anywhere.
EA, and now he's running Battlefield.
What players want. They want a game on their own terms.
This was a #1 request from our fans. We're working in close partnership with Asus on a brand new handheld
called the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X.
The best game library on the go basically changes everything.
It feels like we're finally hitting an inflection point now where I'm able to take the game that I'm playing on my beefy home PC gaming rig and take it with me on a portable device.
It's crazy how
the question a lot of players have
we can just
is
take these
how are
games with us
PC
now.
Games going to play on a handheld?
How great they look portable now.
The games are largely going to play like they do on PC.
Yeah.
The Xbox Ally targets 720p, while the Xbox Ally X targets 1080p. Most titles will perform between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, but certain games have the potential to hit up to 120 frames per second. As frame rates rise and fall, variable refresh rate, or VRR, will deliver a consistent and fluid visual experience. Players can further fine-tune
crazy
a
of all these
variety of device
giant,
settings in the command center,
beefy,
from
powerful,
optimizing battery
portable
life to
PCs
remapping
now.
buttons.
Steam Deck, ROG Ally.
Settings that are really great.
I think
There's
Lenovo
the
has
silent mode,
one.
there's dark gaming sessions you will have.
I just went
There's
with
a
the
performance
fucking.
mode, so your battery life is optimized. And then of course for the top performance factor, you would use.
We love that monkey game.
When we talk about optimizing for handheld, it's less about stripping games down and more about ensuring playing the game on a handheld is as easy and effortless as possible. Games that run at 30 frames per second or above will get a should perform well on this device tag. Games that hit 60 frames per second or above will carry a should perform great on this device tag. Games that haven't been tested yet will have a performance check not available yet label. As more games are tested, updated, and optimized for handheld, these labels will evolve over time.
This is about giving players a device with no obstacles to fun. So one example is making sure that it's going to work seamlessly with a controller. Are all menus and prompts working as intended? And are those UI elements properly sized for the smaller screen? Another example of an essential compatibility feature is having a gamepad keyboard. If a game passes all these checks, they're considered handheld optimized and will be labeled as such. On the Xbox home screen, you'll find a new handheld optimized channel that will curate these titles for players.
We test on the Ally all the time as we're building Roblox. For a player, that means more immersion, better graphics, smoother animation. You get to play games the way they were built.
If you're playing Doom the Dark Ages on the PC or the console, you expect an ultra-responsive, fast action FPS experience.
On your Xbox Ally, Doom the Dark Ages will be every bit as fast and responsive as you'd expect.
One of the awesome things about PC is that there are so many places to get your games.
We think about having this unified game library and how it can bring your entire game collection together.
Any recently downloaded and played games from other PC game stores, from Battle.net, the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft, Steam, GOG, or EA, the Xbox app automatically finds them and will show them in your game library. And right on the Xbox home screen, under Most Recently Played.
My most recently used game should be something that sticks with me everywhere I go, creating a unified user experience.
You're going to see games you've played on Xbox. If it's a PC native game, you're going to be able to play it right there. If it's a console-only game, you're going to be able to stream it from the cloud. If you're down in your basement and you want to stream direct from your console that you've got upstairs, you're going to be able to do it.
I'm able to continue to experience the worlds and characters that I love anywhere that I want to play. This is going to be awesome. Now we literally have a device that could go with you everywhere.
Hey there everyone, I'm Henry, and today I'm joined by Dom and Brianna from Xbox and Gabe from our friends at Asus, who are going to tell us a whole lot more about the ROG Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, which are the very first handhelds giving Xbox fans the freedom to play anywhere. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Cologne, guys. How you doing?
Thank you for having us. It's been busy getting everything ready, but we're super excited to be here.
Well, I gotta say, it's incredibly distracting having the Ally X in front of me. I want to just grab it and have a go, but why don't you tell us, why is Xbox making a handheld right now?
Handheld gaming felt like a really natural next step for Xbox. Being able to break out of the living room and play anywhere is so central to our vision of putting players at the center, wherever and however you want to play. And we saw this wave of innovation happening in the handheld space from brands like Asus, and we knew that we could fuel that with so much more energy from Xbox. So when we started talking to Asus, it became apparent like how much more we could do together. We share the same obsession with our players and our devices and gaming in general. And we just realized that by building a device together, we could do something much more special and much more quickly than either of us could do alone. And so that's what brought us to the Xbox Ally. The Xbox Ally really brings together that power of Xbox with the full freedom of Windows. That means that you can play your PC games natively from across storefronts. You can play your Xbox Play Anywhere games natively, and you can stream your console games as well. And really, this is just the beginning. Like, we have such a huge roadmap of improvements that we're going to continue building, continue delivering for our players. We're always listening to feedback, but I'm really excited for this first step.
As a device, it's got a really quite unique look about it. Gabe, can you tell us a bit about the hardware design of the Ally?
Absolutely. The design of the ROG Xbox Ally features natural ergonomics, comfort, and user familiarity. These solid contoured grips familiar with that Xbox controller we all know and love. And so design starts with your hand, right? We think about our opposable thumbs and the really nimble fingertips that we have. These are the tools that we use to write, to pick things up, and definitely to play. And so when you think about the devices as they are in their current generation, it really rests into your palm, and you're using your palm to pick up these devices. And I say it's kind of like a tray-like feel. With the ROG Xbox Ally series devices, it rests into your fingers and then into your palms, and then allows you to curve over, giving you the freedom to use that to play. On our wonderful new ABXY keys,
I was muted that whole time talking.
Color coloring of the new Xbox controllers. It's not as simple, though, as just taking a controller and splitting it in half. And
so we're talking about the design of it. So I was saying it's basically like an Xbox controller with a huge screen in the middle. Just like the PlayStation Portal. You've seen that? It's like PlayStation's like, it's a weird device. It's literally just a streaming device where you just stream your games from your PS5 to your Portal. And it's just a giant DualSense spaced apart with a huge tablet screen in the middle.
You're going to be able to play longer and play comfortably. And then, with the ROG Xbox Ally X, you then have the access to the impulse triggers. So then you're able to feel everything and be part of the game and immersive inside.
Oh, they got the adaptive triggers.
All the things that you would be familiar with on your Xbox controller today.
The cue from the DualSense.
And so you'll get all those game-centric cues coming through on your device.
It's so like fully
That's cool.
and very well optimized for gaming.
which is why I need to ask, how has the Windows experience been optimized for gaming, which is primarily what we want to do with an Ally?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been a huge collaboration between Asus, Xbox, and Windows. And so we really thought about like what makes playing on Xbox so unique, and how can we bring those elements together with what makes Windows 11 so great for PC gaming. And that really
I
led
wonder
to,
if
from
you
my
can take it
perspective,
and dock
three
it and play it
big
on
features.
TV or a
The
monitor.
first one is the
So I know you
Xbox
can, like I said, I know you can do it with the Steam Deck.
The Xbox full screen experience.
I don't know if
is
you can do it with the ROG
extremely
Ally.
tailored for the handheld device, for controller navigation, and right from the moment you turn on the Xbox Ally or the Xbox Ally X, you launch directly into this Xbox full screen experience. But what's even more interesting about what's happening here is not just the experience itself, but what's not happening. So we've collaborated really deeply with Windows to defer a bunch of processes that aren't required for gaming. So that means your desktop, the taskbar, all of these things aren't loaded when you boot into the full screen experience, giving all that memory back to your games.
There you go.
The second feature is the aggregated library. So because this is Windows, we know that our players have catalogs of games that span across different storefronts. We want to bring your full library together in one place in the aggregated library so you can see all of your installed games from different storefronts. This makes it super easy to launch your games, kind of stay in that Xbox full screen experience for more of your experience, and
Sorry,
just
had a burp.
really experience the full value of the device. The third feature that we've really invested deeply in is the Play Anywhere feature. So Xbox Play Anywhere has been a program for a long time, but we've really been investing in it
The
so
slogan is
deeply,
whole
and there's now over
Gamescom.
1,000
Anywhere is a
games
great
that
place to
support
play.
Xbox Play Anywhere. For your Xbox Play Anywhere games, you can bring your progress.
That's their
saves,
big
your
thing, I
achievements
guess. This
from your
Gamescom is
Xbox
showing off
console
this.
or your Windows PC to your Xbox Ally, just again making that really so seamless. And again, we have a huge roadmap of improvements we're working on together and with the Windows team. So it's really exciting, and I think there's going to be so much more to share, and we're always listening to feedback. But these three features, to me, like, are what make the Xbox Ally so special.
So ergonomics, they're locked in. We've also got just a lightweight Windows primed and ready for gaming.
Yeah.
Gabe, tell us a bit about the horsepower behind it and the partnership you've got
Just
with AMD
checking the stream
to
real quick in
really
2
make
seconds.
games shine.
Absolutely. We're really pushing the boundaries of silicon with this device. Efficiency is the Xbox Ally superpower. These class of processors are tuned specifically for handhelds. I'm super excited to talk about what's in the Xbox Ally X. It hosts the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme. We've taken the best performing processor on the market and added MPU. That means you're ready for new frontiers in local AI gaming while having
All right, we
the
should be
best
good.
efficiency possible on these new amazing generational changes with the Z2 Extreme. For the normal
I was playing Witch Cult the other day,
Ally,
Resident Evil
we
Village,
have the
and I did 2
Z2A,
parts of
the
it.
First time a handheld
The
processor
first part, I
of
only did
this
like 2
kind
hours 'cause I had to go help my
is
sister do a bunch of shit. So I came back and finished the game for like 3 or 4 hours.
15 to 20 watts.
And I
Again,
didn't realize
efficiency
after I
is the
got done, I went
superpower.
back to like check the
And so
stream.
for that part, I
Entire
would say we
fucking
also
3
can
4 hour
include
stream was
AMD's
audio
fluid
was out of
motion
sync all the
frames.
time, and it just
AMD's fluid
drove
motion
me
frames
fucking nuts.
bring
So I'm gonna go
smoothness
back and redo
additional
that game.
frames to allow you to enjoy that wonderful gameplay that's available for thousands of games and only on Windows. Lastly, I would say we're going to bring the power of AI to our devices. So for both the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, you'll be able to have Copilot for gaming, a game guide you can call
Nobody
from the
uses
Xbox
Copilot.
menu
Everybody
that
fucking
assists
hates
you while you
Copilot.
play.
It's all super exciting. Brianna, I don't think we should keep anyone waiting any longer. Why don't we take a look at how the Xbox Ally X works? And I think we should get a camera in here as well so that people at home can definitely take a look. But show me how you turn on one of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you have a camera?
One
You
thing
set up
that's
for us
great
to
is
go.
there's a fingerprint reader on the power button.
There you go.
But as Don mentioned, we made a lot of improvements in Windows.
There
to
you
help
go.
Add gamepad navigation across the device. So I can press A to dismiss the lock screen, and I can navigate all elements that I would expect to with a gamepad. One of the features I really love is that we've added gamepad indicators to the pin pad. So if you're familiar with them on console,
Yes, yeah.
you'll be able to enter your pin or have your own kind of combination that you would have to put in your password quickly.
It is,
You can also
like
use
I said, a
directional
really nicely
navigation.
built
We really want
piece
to
of,
give the
you know,
flexibility to the players
hardware.
of how they want to get into their gaming session.
Cool.
So
I'm not going to peek at your pin, don't worry.
no one's
Yeah,
going to you look
can
while I
enter
put
that,
the
that's
pin
your
in.
device. I'll get my own later, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly put in a pin for this device, and you'll boot right into the Xbox app.
Cool. And what's the first thing we're kind of seeing here?
Yeah, this is that Xbox
Gears of War
full screen
Reloaded.
experience that we've talked about.
It's gonna be so
it
fucking
boots
crazy
directly
playing that
into
on
this
the PS5.
experience. It's really
It's gonna
tailored
be
for
insane.
gamepad navigation, for the handheld screen, and again, it doesn't even load those processes that aren't required for gaming. In some of our initial estimates, this shows an estimated 2 gigabytes of savings in memory, which can all go back to your games.
The
which
UI
means
looks
faster
clean as
startup
shit.
times
It's actually really
and less
nice.
idle power draw.
Absolutely. I mean, that was super snappy just to get into that.
Yeah.
Super cool. And I've got to say, big compliments on the library that I can already see. Why don't you run us through a bit of this experience as well?
One of the buttons that we've added on this device is a library button, so you can push that and it'll take you right to your library. Dom mentioned about the aggregated library. You'll see these new indicators across the thing. So, hey, these are my games from the Game Pass entitlement. These are the ones installed from other storefronts. And you really want to make sure that when people play a game in the library, they know what save they're doing it. You might be like me and you own the same game across multiple storefronts. Your save files are so important.
I'm very guilty of that.
And so you want to make sure that when you launch your game, you know where it's coming from, and you're able to kind of get that jump back in where you expect.
Amazing. Can you launch up a game for us? I'm going to let you choose.
Yeah, so let's launch up Gears of War.
Good.
You can see that the bootloader that we have launches full screen. That really takes you to kind of that immersive experience. So you're not seeing those desktop elements that Dom mentioned.
Like Gears of War Online on PS5.
Because there's something I use at home on my desktop, which is Game Bar. I use it to access my screenshots. I use it to access all of my friends lists, party chat. We have a little look
Dude,
at that.
yesterday I played because yesterday with with Resident Evil Requiem being teased and everything, they released the original 2 and 3 on PlayStation. I have them on GOG right now. But they just released them on PlayStation yesterday. It only took about like 2.5 hours. I can run through those games quick. Play them a million times. I play 3 because I have another Twitch channel I use just for like gameplay, nothing else, just so I can record gameplay and upload it to YouTube. I forgot to fucking toggle on the VOD, so I played it last night. Went to go download it, to edit it, put it on YouTube, and there was nothing there. I was like, damn, I forgot to fucking put the VODs on. But after this is over, I'm gonna go back and play through Claire A and Leon B. I might even do 3 and put them up on my, because I have a long play channel, which is just long plays. Was it Console Core Odyssey? It's called.
Very fluid and connected.
I'm gonna check it out. Like I like I said, I've been live streaming all the Resident Evil games, like the numbered ones, and I took those streams and edited the long, one long VOD for each game.
One of my favorite features is we've added a new custom task switching view. So by long pressing on the Xbox button, you'll get this new experience where you can quickly bumper between existing applications as well as go to the Windows desktop if you need to kind of tweak something that you can't do.
I gotta say, man, it's a very nice piece of hardware, and the UI is fucking really nice.
Fluid, and so if you're using Discord or
not my thing, but
Edge, you can quickly bumper between
I know this market's
go back to your game really
doing very well. This portable PC market.
Dom, is there anything else you'd like to add as well to what we're seeing here?
Yeah, I mean, this is really our Xbox experience reimagined for handheld gaming, built in collaboration with Asus, Windows, Xbox.
Lenovo Go, I believe is one.
But really, games
you have
are the heart
the Steam
of what
Deck,
makes a great Xbox
ROG.
experience, and that's why we're developing a new program called the Handheld Compatibility
I don't know,
Program.
I have 3 of them like that. I don't know if there's any more, but I know it's a very popular, growing market.
Text size, controller navigation, and so we're really excited to announce this program and work very closely with our developer partners on it as well to help you have the best possible gaming experience on your Xbox Ally.
That's so awesome. So all of that, and I hear that you've also
the Legion Go, that's about 600 to about 700. Dude, I can have DoorDash deliver me a Rog Ally.
This is gonna be awesome.
What the fuck is Claw?
Let's do this.
Claw A1M 7-inch, 120 hertz, full HD. I never even heard of this company.
So, now that you've seen what the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X can do, I bet you want to know when you can get your own one, huh? Well, Brianna, if I ask really nicely, is there anything you could tell us on that front?
Yeah, I'm excited to share that the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X will be available worldwide October 16th.
There you go, October 16th.
All right, well, you
right in time for the
first.
holidays.
The Xbox Ally comes out on October 16th. Thank you for that, Brianna, and to all of our guests here as well for stopping by today. But coming up next, stick around for the latest on Rogue, Prince of Persia, and so much more as Xbox at Gamescom 2025 continues.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I think is Xbox the only ones that showed up to Gamescom? Nintendo has a booth. They don't have. They're not doing a show like this, I don't think. Is this article old? Hold on. No, an hour ago. It's weird. They're not doing like a show like this. They're just having a booth there at Nintendo. I don't think PlayStation's there at all. It's weird. PlayStation doesn't like do any like events anymore. The Rogue Prince of Persia available today. They were supposed to remake the Prince of Persia game. They just Ubisoft just did it. I think they scrapped it.
Of deadly weapons, powerful abilities, and game-breaking builds. But what makes it different?
It's gonna be crazy what happens to that company, Ubisoft. They're splitting off into a whole new Ubisoft basically, and taking their IPs with them.
Somersault through the world, blending traversal and combat into one seamless movement. If you're looking for Prince of Persia DNA,
I think it was Tencent they partnered with. I think Tencent owns like 25% of the new Ubisoft.
And that wall run, that is the first of its kind in the 2D game. Every fight is a chance to move with style.
Cool.
You're not just swinging a sword, you're fighting with everything. Kick enemies into traps or into each other. Vault to dodge attacks. Wall run over hazards. Dive to stun. Boot rocks and arrows into the faces of your foes. It's like playing a Jackie Chan movie as the Prince of Persia. This is acrobatic and environmental combat that rewards creativity.
I can't see Ubisoft making this game.
The story holds more surprises. The prince must live the same day over and over, searching for a way to stop an enemy invasion that his actions have triggered. You must learn from each run, discovering how to save key characters and family members and bringing them to the oasis outside of the time loop to unlock new biomes, items, and story beats. Only by exploring the entire city, from the depths of the mines to the top of the lighthouse, will you find the one path.
See, this game looks really fucking cool, so Ubisoft definitely can't be making it.
And the soundtrack, woo! An unheard of combination of traditional Persian instruments fused with modern trap. It drives you forward. Every run has a rhythm, every fight has a beat, and we guarantee you'll be listening to it when you're not even playing. So there you have it. The Rogue Prince of Persia offers a unique combination of 2D wall running, environmental combat, a branching narrative, and a pulsating soundtrack, on top of all the usual tasty roguelike ingredients. This is a roguelike with rhythm, flow, and style.
Yeah, dude, Ubisoft definitely can't be making this game. That's about it today, holy shit.
The Prince of Persia is going rogue, known for those smooth acrobatic wall runs and intense boss fights set against an inspired vibrant Persian-inspired landscape. It's clear why it's the most anticipated action platformer.
This is what I miss about live events like this. You got this dude just chilling back here waving.
Artistic director Dylan Erlings and marketing manager Matthew Houghton. Gentlemen, welcome. Now, first thing, thanks so much for joining us. And I've got to ask, was that, from what we saw in the back of that trailer, did I see what I think I saw?
I think so, yeah.
Which one of you would like to reveal it, if anyone missed it?
Basically, the game is out now on Game Pass right now. You can go play it as you want.
Right, amazing. And also, like, for those that don't know as well, this game reinvents a classic franchise. And in the past, you've worked on games like Dead Cells, Evil Empire, and fantastic DLC like Castlevania. How has it been taking a beloved franchise like Prince of Persia and kind of bring a new genre to the mix?
That's what I thought. These guys are making that.
Like,
yeah, Ubisoft definitely wouldn't make a game that cool looking.
Like, they've got a load of fans of the franchise, in the team. Like lots of people played Sands of Time, even people who played like the original back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so there's like a pressure to take this franchise into a different direction. But it's great because it actually gives us something like to really focus on. Like we knew we wanted acrobatic combat, we wanted a wall run, we wanted this like real Persian-inspired vibes. So that helped to kind of like keep us on the right path while integrating our like 2D action knowledge to make something which we think is unique.
Yeah, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And you've been having the game
Yeah,
on
it
early
does look really
access
cool. I like that
recently,
art style.
but for those that haven't been able to play early access, what can people expect when they hop on to Rogue Prince of Persia?
So yeah, basically you can expect 2D action roguelike with kind of acrobatic combat mixed with a wall run. Which
I like how they're just talking about the game and didn't
So
once
basically,
mention the
you have a
guys
whole
over here
moveset
fucking
on top of
cosplaying
that.
as
So
them.
you've got, like a kick, a vault, a dive attack. So basically you're going to be flowing through traversal into combat and back again, and there's also like a branching narrative behind that as well.
Yeah, nice. And also, you've been asked, you've had early access for a bit now, and you've been asking for loads of feedback from players. What's been some of the ones that has like kind of been the most surprising or inspired bits of feedback that you've taken on board?
Well, we've gotten tons of feedback from players, especially from the guys we have on Discord. We have like a very supportive and dedicated community of players there, and it's like it's almost day-to-day talking with them. It's like they are part of the team, so we just work with them as if they were part of the development, you know.
That's good.
And so one guy, Opelit, he's making the wiki for the game.
Yeah.
It's super detailed, even
That's
more
awesome.
detailed than what we have.
That's what you need. You
in
fucking
the
get
studio,
your
you know. These
fans
guys,
and
they know the
community
game by
engaged with your
heart.
game.
And so it's so cool to work with them. And another one called Andrew is a super fan. And a good anecdote is that he had a baby during the production of the game.
Yeah.
And so we celebrated it. I did a sketch of the prince with the baby and everything.
Oh, that's
so,
amazing.
Yeah, these guys are truly part of the team, and
That's
I want
awesome.
to thank them truly for this early access. It was great.
I think that's one of my favorite things these days as well, is how much the community can get involved in games now and like kind of give feedback and kind of work directly with the studios. It's not something we really had in the past.
Yeah, that's something truly unique, and like the instantaneity of it is awesome because you can just ask a question, brainstorm an idea about like game design or whatever, and they would like answer directly.
Yeah.
And it's so great.
Now, also, one thing, a lot of fans have been asking about the story of Rogue Prince of Persia and how it's going to evolve over time. Can you go a bit more into that?
Yeah, so basically the story, you basically start off and you've kind of accidentally triggered an invasion of Persia, and then you've kind of got to figure out a way by going into the city each day and trying to find clues, and then by the,
So it's like
by
a
doing
ro- so the
finding the clues,
roguelike
you
is like
unlock
you
biomes,
keep
and then maybe you have to like
you die and you
item, do
repeat,
something
but you
with
keep
it,
learning, and I
unlock
think you
something
keep the
else, find a
experience.
character who then tells you somewhere else you can go. So it's basically kind of like a puzzle in real time as you go through each run.
Yeah,
to
that
find
traversal is
the
awesome
one
looking.
true way to finally save Persia and rectify your mistake.
And like you said about clues, right? Something that we will expect, hidden elements in the game. Are there some of those for us to find?
Yeah, there's definitely hidden rooms where, you know, like you'll find characters and stuff. I'm trying to think back, for example, but definitely where you find the Lale, that's kind of little, like hidden stuff. But it's Prince of Persia, there's got to be hidden rooms somewhere.
I was hoping so, because I love the old games as well. And players been like, one of the most things.
That's what reminds me, like,
I
don't know if
the visuals.
anyone's ever
is
seen them in the
visually
first Prince of
stunning,
Persia
the
game
comic
that came out in
book
like the
style,
fucking,
and like you've
I
obviously
think the
massively
mid
behind
to
this. Can you
late
go a bit more into what
80s,
inspired you and how you kind of worked on
where it used
on
that
the design of
technology
the
where you
game?
actually like scan a real person into a game.
So we wanted the game to have.
That's what it reminds me of. If you ever get a chance to look that up, like the
something
very
that's
first.
not have been
They made a
made
documentary about the
before.
guy who made it.
And so, since it's a very 2D game, we wanted to embrace that aspect and have something very graphic with these patterns, the borders, and
I
everything.
think it came out like
is-
the mid 80s,
so
that first Prince of
it's
Persia game.
inspired by the Persian miniatures, which are art from like back in the days in the ancient Persia, and this would be very graphical images painted by hand. And so we tried to incorporate some of these elements in the art direction of the game. And the other inspiration is the French comic books.
Yeah.
So we really wanted to have some of this in
1989
the
it
game
came
because
out.
in the art team we are big comic book lovers, and because we wanted to be super like innovative, we used Moebius
That's the first
as
Prince of
a
Persia game. That's what it
reference
reminds me
because
of.
nobody does that in the indie games. No, yeah, but he's a great artist, so he was one of the main reference.
And also,
1989 that game came
earlier
out.
as
Holy
well. Do you like
shit.
take any fan-inspired feedback?
I forget the
on
guy's name
art
who
that you
made
use
it, but
in
they
the
made a
game?
documentary about it, like
We
how he,
had,
I think his dad
some
made it.
fun contest on the Discord. And so, for example, we had a skin contest at some point, and player would like draw whatever crazy type of prince costume. And so we had like a voting for the favorite skins, and I think 8 or 9 of them ended up in the game.
That's amazing.
So that's great.
That must be. I can already see though how much you kind of work with your community already, and if there's anyone else who wants to get involved, are they able to do that as well?
You mean the players?
Yeah, like the players can get involved to give feedback.
Yeah, for sure. Like in the game design, we changed tons of stuff. Like for instance, we have this medallion system, which in the beginning was maybe too complex. And so we worked with the community to make it simpler to understand, but also more fun to like right when you play, you understand how it works. So we iterated a lot
no, that's
of
not.
like game design elements. Yeah.
Yeah, along the game design.
I was checking the weather
major
there.
Art revision for the game as well from when you started. You so much so you
It's
made
probably
a
fucking
mini documentary about how that happened. How
born in
was that?
Germany.
That was a long walk. So, long story short, when we released in early access, we knew we were going with a bold and unique look, and we knew not everybody would love it. But we got a lot of feedback from players that did not like so
That place
much
is
the art
packed with a
direction.
bunch of people. It's probably
so we
fucking.
tried to take that as a feedback, just as if it was gameplay.
Have you ever
Why
been to a
not
convention, like a gaming
rework the
convention?
art, you know? So
But
we
dude,
did a
man,
lot
it's
of
hot. You're in one of them
polishing,
halls with all those
and
people.
We changed some of the
Ugh.
color. The prince was
They
purple
can
in the
fucking
beginning.
stink.
He's not purple anymore. That's a long story. But yeah, we tried to make something that player would like more. And so this was like, yeah, big rework.
I used to go to
First thing
fucking.
that everyone
I
notices as soon as they see the game, it's so vibrant and
think that took
colourful,
place in
and it's,
October.
like,
It was nice
so
and cool.
pretty to
New York
look at.
Comic Con. I used to go
Like,
there a lot
you've
and
done,
check
like,
stuff
an
out.
incredible job putting that together.
I actually met Geoff Keighley there once. It was actually he was actually really nice to me. He was walking by with his entourage, and I was walking past him. This was probably 2013 in October, right before the PS4 came out, because I stopped him because I was hoping that the PS4 would be there, like games and stuff to test out, and it wasn't. But I actually called his name. He looked at me, stopped. We talked for about 5 minutes because it was back when they said the PS4 was coming out and they had the new controller. I asked him if Sony was here at all, and he said, "I don't think so." And we talked about 5 minutes about the new controller. Then, he had a rush. He was in, doing his thing. And I thanked him for this time, talking.
Kind of making those beautiful backgrounds.
He was actually
that you
like really
kind of
cool to me.
interact with, and then the kind of the combat gameplay, because it must be kind of difficult to manage.
That's a challenge for sure, because the gameplay is very fast-paced, and the traversal is challenging. So you have to be able to read everything very quickly. So we tried to have something that is very simple.
What they did have there was a
yet
lot of
has a
Nintendo
story.
shit when I went that year. So I
So
think that was the
whenever we
year.
can, we have rooms in the game that
No, that's
tell,
the Wii U was already out, because I think the Wii U
environmental
came out in
storytelling,
2012.
But it's not during the
This was
combat
October of
phases.
2013.
So it's a subtle balance between
Or maybe it's
readable
14.
gameplay and background that tells a story. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So especially, is it like clear when there's like a hidden room or something like that you can smash some pots or kind of work your way through?
There is some of this, yeah, some secrets in the game.
Now, also we've got to talk about the color palette and lighting. They've been widely praised by players in early access, right? How did you approach making the game like visually distinct from previous Prince of Persia games?
That's a tough question.
We hit to ask the hard questions.
I mean, I talked about the inspirations already. So these two, like the Persian miniatures and the French comic book, we tried to combine that into a unique look that
I spent
when
a
you
lot
see
of time
it
on this
as
game,
a
huh?
thumbnail, you instantly recognize it, and it's almost as if it was taken out of a picture book. I mean, that was the objective. And yeah, we tried to embrace the graphical aspect of it and be very stylized.
Yes, I see at any moment you look at it, it's like always bright and popping out.
Yeah.
It's like a thumbnail.
Very colorful,
Yeah. I've got to say though, for people who are hopping on for the first time, and we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but they're hopping on from.
I didn't realize it was
in
on Game
They're
Pass.
hopping on to Rogue Prince of Persia. What kind of experience can they expect to play? Because it's challenging, it's beautiful, it's vibrant. There's a lot more depth to the game.
Yeah, I think yeah, expect to be challenged, but it's easy once you get it in your hands and you can feel like doing a wall run and swinging off a pole and diving down an enemy. Like, it is super satisfying. So just be prepared for like acrobatic combat. Use all your moves, like we said in the deep dive trailer. Like it's like playing a Jackie Chan movie. You're just you're clicking someone, you're blocking something, and then you're jumping around everywhere. Like just be prepared to have fun, I guess. Yeah, and just explore everywhere. There's always something to find.
Explore. That's always the thing I fail at doing.
I missed him. Random dude just hanging out like right over here. Right here.
Any lot of things that you'd like people to keep an eye out for Rogue Prince of Persia?
I mean, go play the game now. It's out, so...
It's out now. Yeah, go play it.
Yeah.
Have a great time.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing it. But guys, thanks so much for joining us, Matthew and Dylan. Really appreciate it. I look forward to hopping on. And also a big thank you to the whole
mention
team
once
at
that he's sitting there
Ubisoft.
dressed up
You
as the
start
prince.
sharpening your platforming skills and scimitars right now. And remember, the Rogue Prince of Persia is available today. And in case you're buzzing for even more 2D fighting action, here comes a trailer that's a little less reflex and a little more tactical. Then we'll be back to check out all that's new in Grounded 2. Don't go anywhere. This is Xbox at Gamescom.
Fighter! You asked for this. Back in your place.
This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once.
Time to prove myself.
Is this a tactics game?
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
Nothing can stop me. Let's finish him.
On my honor. A good choice. This will suffice.
I think it might be I think it's a Final Fantasy Tactics game. Not Final Fantasy, but Tactics game.
Bring sinners to account. Fight Roger!
Oh, it is Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah. Yeah, we just got the announcement last night. Indiana Jones is now coming, so it's on every single platform. Damn.
What do you know about the legend of the Nameless Crusader?
Fierce warrior.
So we have it on PS5, Xbox, PC, and now Nintendo Switch.
Tall, like a giant.
Excuse me.
Pope Paul IV had an item of this crusader in his possession.
Which makes sense. This is a licensed game. You know, if I'm Disney, I want this thing everywhere to make as much money as possible.
Things I found. Sound good?
This isn't like making a Wolfenstein game or a Doom game or something like that.
Oops.
This was Witchcraft's dream project too, Todd Howard. He talked about this like years ago, how he always wanted to make an Indiana Jones game.
Worshipped by the Mithras cult.
He probably went straight to Phil right after the deal got done. So this is what I want to do, or I'm walking.
It's impressive for a snake. It says Semper Vivus. Always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
Coliseum. The Order of the Giants. September 4th.
Well, you just caught the trailers for Final Fantasy Tactics and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Order of Giants, which we'll be taking an even closer look at in a little bit of time. But now it's time to dive into a game that hits a little closer to home as we learn all about the big bosses, bigger biomes, and brand new big buggies coming to a park near you in Grounded 2. We've got Chris Parker and Justin Vasquez here from Obsidian and
From what I've
Eidos
seen, like a lot, I guess there are people who have played or paid to stream it, because I saw like a lot of guys on Twitch playing it, or they really just want to play it. But it looks really fucking cool, Grounded 2.
Unwrap these presents today, guys. How are you today?
We're well. Thank you for having us here. We're very excited to be here to talk about the game.
Yeah, doing great. Super excited to be here.
I'm honestly so excited to gush all about the fun.
It's a fun, like, cool multiplayer game, like especially for streaming. It looks like it'll do very well.
So I've been having a blast, but how's the experience been for you two?
It's been an incredible experience. We're so blessed to have such an amazing community around Grounded 2. Everyone just reacted so well to the announcement and the fact that the game was coming to them so quickly. And seeing the game in players' hands now, everything that they're doing with it, all the fun they're having with buggies, all the fun they're having in the park, all the different builds that they're making and breaking, and all the great feedback we're getting, it's just getting us super excited and really focus on how we can make the best Grounded 2 possible with our community.
I love that. Chris, have you been having a good time with it as well?
Yeah, I'm just so excited about how well it's been received, because you know, when you're making a game, you have this passion, you have this joy, you really want it to be something that the community is going to love, and they already love Grounded 1, right? So much passion there, and so until you get that into the players' hands and the community's hands, you just don't know exactly. You know, you can hope, but until they've actually sort of tasted that meal, you don't know how it's going to go. And so it went out there. People are super excited about it. They have tons of stuff to say and tons of great ideas.
Yeah, I saw a couple people like on Twitch playing it.
And,
It looked
just been really
fucking
exciting.
fun. It looked cool, dude.
Well, I've tasted it and
Not
I've
my
really enjoyed it.
thing.
as
I'm not
well.
a big giant
We've
multiplayer
been
kind
digging
of
in a
guy,
lot.
but it looked
It's been
really
so much fun.
looked really
And
fun.
Obviously, you mentioned buggies, one of the big new additions in Grounded 2. And how has community feedback helped improve and expand that kind of area of the game for you guys?
That's a really good question. For us, the buggies were such an important feature to bring to life because it was the #1 requested feature from Grounded 1.
Yeah.
And so it was a big reason why
Yeah,
we
mounts.
wanted
You
to
get
do a
mounts in the
sequel
game
the
now.
first place, because we knew
Yeah, that game,
to
the
do
game
the
does
buggies
actually look
properly,
really fun.
we'd have to build the whole world from the ground up to support them and to really make them shine.
Wow, okay.
And so for us, it was a question of the balance of how much of this feature do we want to develop and solidify to make it a full experience and to really show the potential of the feature, but not go so far that we don't get the community's feedback. And so
They actually have
we
a
found
filter
that
in the game
balance
too.
with
If you have like
Red Soldier and our
arachnophobia,
buggies, and
you
now
can slide it
seeing how
down
players
to
are
where I think
playing with them,
the spiders
what
just
they're
like
doing with it and what they're asking for, not just for
flops,
those buggies,
like
but
just like a
future
circle.
buggies, is really giving us a lot of clarity on where we
It's cool
want to
because
bring
like
the
each
feature,
mount
how
you
we want to
have
fulfill
like
its
has
potential, and of course what exciting
buffs and
buggies we're gonna
debuffs.
be
Like the
introducing in
ant's
future.
not as strong as a
Yeah,
spider,
there's so
but
many
it's
aspects
faster.
to buggies. Like Justin said, we kind of went for the minimum approach and said, let's see what the community has to say about these. We have all of our own ideas that we're like, these are great ideas, but let's see what the community says first, and then we can kind of hone in on that stuff and help that really guide the future of buggies, whether that be with customization or progression, or even what sort of new buggies we might introduce in the world.
And what's been really great is seeing everybody's feedback. A lot of it is very much in line with where we wanted to go.
Absolutely in line.
Yeah.
It's all stuff, almost all of it's been stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Like, and it's great to see
Just
that.
seeing this makes me want to go back and watch it. I don't know if
you
you
look
have.
at what
It's an
the
old
community
movie.
feedback
I
says,
say
and our
old. Jeez,
community
I'm old
guys,
now.
like, put it all
34.
together and we count like what's
There's a
been
movie called Honey, I
upvoted
Shrunk the Kids, and
what people
it's
are
basically the same
reacting to the most.
concept.
And the things that they react to the most are things that we're like, yes.
Yes, that's what
this
we
is
want to
so
do.
exciting. This sounds
Yeah.
great.
So not only does it confirm our belief that this feature has so much potential, it's really nice to see how aligned
The
we are
kids
with
get
our
stronger in their
community.
backyard.
And it really feels like we're all
They
one
got
big
like
team trying to
there's
make
an
the
ant
best
in there, like they
Grounded 2
befriend
together.
and stuff. It
big
reminds me
colony,
so much of
that's
that.
I totally missed
Sorry.
that. Well
Don't
done.
worry, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
I got you. My buggy is called Ant McPartlin. It's a red soldier ant. I haven't got to the Orb Weaver just yet. We're taking our time. Which is a very UK insular joke, but that is fine for you. But have you guys got any buggy names that you're particularly proud of? Any good puns that you've heard?
I've
or
got
from
one up
the
my
team?
sleeve. You, Chris?
Well, no, the favorite one that we always fight around the studio right now is Stinky. I don't know why. But yeah, when we start up a co-op game for the first time, yeah, everybody goes and like makes their buggy real quick together, and then whoever names their buggy Stinky first is the one that wins, basically.
I always call my aunt Antonio Banteras because you get the double ant pun there.
Double ant pun,
and also just because I like to think of my red ant as this like charming, roguish ally that I'm like going on an adventure with. So
Love
Antonio
that.
Banteras.
That's beautiful. He's your own very real sidekick. That's beautiful. We have another first in Grounded 2 with our classes. So, I mean, we were chatting a little bit behind the scenes about, I've been loving the mage class personally, but what has been the most exciting developments from either seeing a lot of players get to grips with these classes or from the team themselves?
I mean, when we set out developing archetypes, they were really about just helping players understand how do I
Just look at the
best
background,
equip
seeing
my
like you
character
got
for
all these
whatever it
people
is I'm
here
trying to do today, right? You're
playing
not-
the
you're
games
not
on
locked
show
into being
floor.
a
I'm just
mage
trying to
for
see
the
if we've
whole
seen
game.
anything
You can be
like
a mage one night and then
different.
switch over to
I'm looking for like
ranger
Gears
or
Reloaded to see if
rogue
they
or
had it
whatever.
there.
You want to be a sword and board fighter, do that. But let's have the interface help you out and help you sort of like
So you have
min-max
classes. You have the
easily
typical
into that play style.
warrior,
And
rogue,
to
mage.
be perfectly honest, I thought this was just like a kind of a nice little quality of life add to the game, and the players love it. Like they think it's fantastic, and they want to know, hey, what are the next ones going to be? What's equipment that's going to be added so that we can further develop this particular archetype? And that's been really surprising, but also super encouraging and exciting for me, just to see that people love this. Something that I thought was pretty small, something that actually IDOS actually championed in the first place, and everybody loves it. It's great. It's been really positive reception.
From our point of view, it felt like a natural extension of what Grounded was already doing, and what made Grounded special as a survival game was this really rich RPG fighting system. And to speak to what Chris is saying, that's also the shared DNA between Obsidian and Eidos Montreal, is that
I didn't know they
love
work
for
with
both
Eidos in the
RPG
game.
mechanics and progression and player choice. And so this felt like a natural extension of us working together, of us collaborating. And to see it in players' hands, not only them finding really cool ways to break the builds and push them to really cool limits, like the dual wielding rogue that can one-shot even our biggest
Like I said, I saw a bunch of people
toughest
playing this
foes.
game on like Twitch and
But on
YouTube,
top
and
of
it
that,
looks
seeing them
fucking
use
looks really
builds in
fun.
creative, unique ways
And cool.
that, like you said, speak to their play style. And you're not locked into anything.
And they really
If you
did like
wanna
upgrade a
be
lot of stuff and added a
mage
whole
that
bunch of
whips out
stuff
a
from the
sword
first
and
game
board,
in this.
You can do that. If you want to be a ranged who
It does look like a
still
fun
packing
game.
a mallet, you could do
Not
that
my
as
cup
well.
of tea, but it looks
And
awesome.
So we really want the players to express themselves however they want, and we want to get their feedback so that we can find new ways to help them express themselves over the early access of this game.
Love that. I mean, with new classes, we've also got some new bugs as well in Grounded 2. How has that been for putting those into the game, implementing them, and how have the community received some of
I
the
guarantee
new
in the
ones,
future they're
like
gonna add new mounts, and they're probably gonna give you
our
like
caterpillars,
flying mounts. I
etc.?
bet.
Are there any
Dragonflies.
that you've seen emerge?
Maybe wasp.
I don't know about favorites, but I mean, I think all of them have been really well received, but like for different reasons, of course. So like, we've got a ton of feedback from folks who are like, man, the caterpillars are so sweet and they're beautiful, and I have to kill them. Why have you done that? Why have you ruined my life and blackened my soul with this? And then, another example is this cockroaches, where they're like,
Ugh.
I can't deal with cockroaches. Why have you put this in the game? And we're like, oh, well, we put it in there to be gross. That's why it's there. It's serving its purpose. But the reception to those has been really fun, very exciting.
And on the other side,
I didn't know you
what
could play in
was nice
first
for us
person mode too.
When we first started talking about what creatures we wanted to bring to Grounded 2.
I guess you can flip,
think it was
switch on the
universal.
fly.
Everyone was like, we need something that is on the same level of terrifying as the wolf spider from Grounded 1. And the number one contender was the scorpion. And it was a huge request from the community for a long time.
Yeah,
And
the
being
fucked
able
up
to
thing is
bring
that's
that to life,
real Roaches, I think, can live without their heads for a while.
To it being this terrifying predator coming after
They're the
you.
future. Like, it's crazy. Like, if we had a nuclear holocaust,
These reaction
roaches would be like the only
videos
thing to survive
of
and thrive.
People in their camps being, hunted by the scorpion and popping out, them freaking out, trying to hide. Like, this thing is coming after me. What do I do? It's so rewarding. To be able to traumatize a whole new group of players in interesting ways.
Yeah,
But
you guys have a lot to answer for making me kill the sweet caterpillars and the butterflies, and then also the horrendous night terrors I've had for the scorpions. So yeah, we'll talk afterwards. But speaking of foes and new enemies, I hear we have a new boss to look forward to as well. So can you tell me what this new boss is and why you guys are excited for players to take it on?
Happy to. So our new boss is a giant tarantula.
Oh my!
I was just gonna say they don't have any tarantulas in the
who
game.
has gotten loose in the park, and this is what we're calling our first park boss. And in Grounded 1, there was these really cool backyard bosses. The brood mother, the mantis, and these were all really giant, terrifying foes.
That's a big fucking spider.
To keep up that tradition.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
look at
It's
this
how
thing. It's
big
terrifying.
tarantulas
We
are in
want
real
to keep
life,
up that tradition,
and they're
but
like
because now
completely
you're
fucking
riding
harmless.
buggies, what's giant
If we were
and
spiders, the
terrifying
bigger
and
they are, the less
monstrous
you have to fear them, but the
has to scale in
smaller they
proportion
are,
to that.
stay the
And
fuck
so
away.
we really wanted to nail that primal feature creature.
We don't have any crazy
terrifying
poison spiders on
experience
the
for
East
players.
Coast. I think
And
we have
again,
the
it was
recluse
just
spider. That's the one you gotta look out
clear
for.
first choice for us was we have to bring.
But people if you have a spider in your house, people kill it right away. I kind of don't anymore
And then
because
we have to look at scale. I mean,
you kind of have a deal with them. Like,
I don't
listen,
even
I'll
know
let
if
you
you can
stay
tell
here,
from the footage
off in
we
the
just
corner
showed.
up
It
there.
looks huge.
But you gotta
Immensely
start catching,
huge this is.
they're good to have in your house because they
the
eat the
character
other
in that
bugs in
footage
your
is
house.
riding around on its own orb weaver spider.
You look
and
at it though,
the
you
orb
want to
weaver
fucking
looks
crush
teeny
it.
tiny compared to the
You're better off
tarantula.
not. You kind of
It's
let him
about,
stay where he
3
is
times
because
bigger than a wolf
he'll catch
spider,
all the
which
other
is
bugs in
one
your
of the
house and eat
largest
them up.
creatures in Grounded
And
1.
I think it's about
It is-
16 times bigger than the player. So
Yeah,
it's
pretty
My brother,
massive.
he lives down in Florida,
It's
Tampa
absolutely
area,
huge, and we think players will have a lot
and
of fun with
they
it.
got like
It's got
geckos all
its
over
own
the fucking
arena,
place.
it's
They
got
run
its
around
own,
like crazy in
sort of,
there.
recipe and things
He
that
got a
you've gotta
couple of
do
them brought
in
in the
order to
house.
summon it and
They
bring
look
it
like
in.
let
But,
them
we
live.
think it's a pretty exciting boss.
Dude, they be eating all the bugs in
It
his
looks
house. He's
huge
fucking
and
loving it.
Terrifying for sure. How did you guys land on the name Axel? That's so cute for one. I'm guessing it's a pet tarantula as well that someone just found. Oh no.
So one of the best
Yeah,
things
like I
about
said,
our
he's got
franchise
fucking
is it's set in the 90s.
like 3 or
This
4 in
one's
his
set
house right now. His
1992,
wife hates it, but he brought it. I think it's 2 or 3
there's all
actually.
this nostalgia
And his
around
wife
that
fucking
era
hates
that
it,
that
but
means a lot to all
he
of
told me I
us.
was talking to him the other day. He said they
And
caught
Axel
a
is
bunch of
actually
bugs and
reference
ate them.
To Home Alone. In Home Alone, the older brother has a pet tarantula called Axel that gets loose.
Yeah.
And so that's our little Easter egg.
Yeah. I love that. I love that it makes sense in the world of Grounded 2, but also it's just a sick callback to real world movies and stuff.
There's
Love
a couple of more Home Alone references in the game, so around Axel. So I can't wait to see if the community catches them all.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well,
We were watching the
let's
Wish
get
Show
back to
last night. We streamed the opening night live,
'cause I would love to
and they
hear
had the
some
teaser
tips
trailer
from
for
you
Fallout
guys
Season
about
2.
taking him on.
And they had a
I'm
character in there,
terrified
and I thought it was
already.
fucking
I
Rainn
hope that I
Wilson
don't
from
have
The
to do it
Office.
alone, but
It's
yeah,
fucking
do you have
Macaulay
any
Culkin.
tips for players on taking them down?
Well, I mean, with basically any adventure in Grounded, got to load up before, you got to prepare for whatever your adventure is going to be. You need to make sure you've got enough food and water and healing supplies, and then you're just going to have to go in and die a couple of times. Like, that's basically what's going to have to happen. He's got a lot of special attacks that are really
Trying to
cool,
find a
and
picture
you
of
gotta
him. It's here, but
kind of learn that sequence
blurry.
because there's also some stages to that boss fight as well. So once you've figured out the first one, you're going to have a couple of surprises for you. Figure out the second
That's
one.
Macaulay
couple
Culkin in
of
Fallout
surprises
Season
for
2,
you.
the TV
Hopefully
show
it'll
for
keep
Prime.
players entertained for
I
a
thought that was
while.
fucking Rainn
And,
Wilson.
and when they finally beat it, there's
Dwight from
a
The
lot of goods
Office.
on the horizon there. You know, you can, like with everything in Grounded, you ultimately murder it and then turn it into fashionable attire, and that's exactly what you
wear your
do.
trophy.
He was also on Witch Cult the other day,
Absolutely.
Hot
Make
Ones, doing
weapons and
the
armor with that,
Hot
maybe
Wings
some
show.
furniture, right?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that dude's a
You wanna
huge
upholster
gamer.
something
Like,
with
he was
that, and that's
name
exactly
dropping
what
like
you can do
Mass
here.
Effect 2 is like one of his
My
favorite
advice
games and
would
shit.
be, whether you're playing
think
single
part of
player
the
or with your
masterpiece.
friends, to bring a friend. Go with your Orb Weaver buggy.
Okay.
You know, hey, if you want to take it on alone, go for it.
Dude,
Become
Mass
the
Effect
stuff
2
of
was such a
YouTube
great
and
fucking
Twitch
game.
legend.
I remember,
But
me and my buddy,
if you
were
wanna,
like,
you know, try to survive.
I never even heard of it. Like my buddy was a
bring your
huge like
Horror Weaver
RPG
buggy.
type
It
of
will come
nerd,
in handy
and I was one to like
immensely.
sports
The fight was
games and like
designed
that
with
type of
in
thing.
mind, and
Because he's
we
one
had
to turn me
a
on to
lot of
Lost
fun
Odyssey too. But he was like the
figuring out, okay,
RPG
what
dude,
makes
like real
fighting a
RPG
giant
nerd.
creature on another giant creature.
Man, we were teenagers, man. I think I was
a fun and unique
16,
experience.
17 when the Xbox 360
so we really
came out.
hope that the
And
players will
he's the one who
get
told
a
me about it, and I
kick
fucking,
out
and I was always like a big space
the
dude. Like I'm
grounded
huge into
style
space, the
massive
planets, and all
boss
that
fight,
stuff,
but now on their
exploration.
own,
And did he show me Mass
impressive buggy
Effect?
mounts.
Nice. I can't wait.
Love
to
at
try
first sight,
myself
baby.
And die multiple times, no doubt. Very good.
I remember we had to wait.
Parker, you
It came out in
mentioned that
2007.
there's
Was
some,
and
you
people
know,
don't. A
obviously
lot of people
our
don't
favorite
realize
thing
or
about
understand
Grounded
that
is getting the loot. My favorite thing is
when
going
Mass
and
Effect first came out, that was an
analyzing
Xbox
everything,
360
breaking it down.
exclusive.
Can you tell us a little bit about the spoils that we can expect?
I'm so glad because I had a
from the
decision to make,
Is there gonna be
either
some
getting the
pieces
PS3 or the
in
Xbox
particular?
360.
Absolutely. So
And I actually went and got the
couple that spring
Xbox
to mind is
360
there
because
is an
NHL
absolutely,
08
as you would expect,
was an Xbox
massive
360
bow
exclusive.
that you
I
can
remember
craft. It's sort of,
I was
it's
16,
sort of
17 years old betting
ridiculously
football
large,
because
but
my grandfather
that's
was a
what makes
bookie
it
at the
sort of
time.
charming is that, like, you made it
And
out
I was
of
betting
the biggest
football.
creature
I
that's
ended up
been in
turning
the yard
50
so far,
bucks
so it is
into about
ridiculously
$300
large.
and
You can
$50.
make
And I was
yourself
able to buy the
a
Xbox
new
360 with
fancy
it.
chest to adorn your base,
Which was
that
awesome.
holds a little bit more stuff, as I recall
That's
correctly, and is of course again fashioned out of axle pieces. You can even make yourself a cool little throne.
And I remember Mass Effect. We
fancy
played
stuff you
Mass
can
Effect. I
do.
played Mass
Yeah,
Effect 1 a
yeah.
million times when it first came out.
Most in love
And
with
then
it. I
we
can't wait to
fucking
see how the
each
community
took off of
reacts to that,
work.
'cause it is
I think it
a,
launched on a Friday, Mass
you know,
Effect 2, or
significantly
maybe it was a
impressive
Tuesday.
throne for a significantly impressive boss.
And we both took off of work for like the next like week. We went to the midnight launch at GameStop. I got the collector's edition. Actually, hold on. Here, give me one second.
I'm imagining your guys' offices are kind of just, do you just have tarantulas kind of like lying around or any bugs and stuff? Like, that would be terrifying.
Our art director makes these massive, you know, mood boards whenever we have a new insect. It's just like a wall of terrors. And we're like, okay, which of these is the most interesting terror to bring to life? And so when we were working on Axel, it was just all of these different tarantulas, and we're looking at them going, I didn't even know tarantulas came in those colors.
Yeah. Your dreams must be haunted, but no. Also, on top of the new boss and the new tarantula, I hear we've got a new biome on the horizon as well for winter. Could you tell me
I gotta
a
look
little
for it, but I
bit
also have the
about
Mass
what
Effect
we can
1
expect to explore there?
collector's edition, but I
Absolutely.
have
For our winter update, we're going to
my
be
original
introducing
2010
our
copy right
first
here
new
from
biome,
Mass Effect
in
2.
the park. It's our
My original
garden biome.
Mass Effect 3
And
copy
what's
from
really
2012.
exciting about it is that the park allows us to
I had the original Mass
explore
Effect 1 collector's
areas
edition. It came in like a tin
that
case, but I can't find it.
are really a good mix of
I'm gonna look for it.
human crafted, handcrafted areas as well as the more natural, organic areas. And so the idea of a community garden was very appealing.
It's up there
for
on my
exactly
shelf.
That reason.
Hold on.
And so we get to see, you know, our pumpkin patch or a vegetable garden or a greenhouse. These all feel very organic and very wild and very grounded, but have this
Haha, the name of the
new
game.
layer to it of, no, this was carefully cultivated by humans to be laid out in a specific way. And so that gives us the opportunity to do things from a level design and experience design wise that couldn't be done in Grounded 1, can only be done because of the park. Chris, do you want to?
Here's the
100%.
original
You pretty much nailed
Mass Effect
everything there.
1.
I'm just super excited about running
Collector's
around
edition with
amongst
Saren on the cover.
giant pumpkins.
I just left it there. I'll stream like
The
that. So I'm
greenhouse
streaming vertical
gives us
too.
the
And
opportunity to make a very humid environment, which is something that we have not had before. I think we have with the vegetable garden, we're doing some interesting things there that almost turn it into
So like I
sort
said,
of
yeah,
like
it's
a
a
hedge
fucking-
maze experience. Like
steel
there's a lot
case
of
you
things
can
that we're
open up.
doing that I think are really fun, and and this was all sort of planned in our heads.
back
at
is your
least
fucking
loosely
command
from the
shepherd with
beginning,
your
where
squad mates.
Let's nail all the foundational stuff with our first early access
Yeah.
release and make sure that all of those pieces are there, and then we can do some more experimental
You have a
stuff.
booklet of
And
the
so when we
codex.
get to, after we have the tarantula update in the fall, our winter update is going to be this first big one where we've got some new biomes and a lot
Also
of
comes
new
with an
stuff,
art
new
book.
insects, of course, more equipment, all kinds of things on the horizon that we're really geeked up
Oh, those
about.
rocks.
Heck yeah, lots to look forward to there then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else that you want to share with us just now, right around the corner for Grounded 2?
The manual, which you don't see at all anymore.
Well, I think there's two things. If you look at a roadmap, you could see that with the garden biome, we'll be introducing our first new bug.
Here's the case
the
itself.
ladybug. So we're very excited about that.
Inside there's actually
we
a
think she's
bonus
going to bring
disc.
something unique and fun to the
Hold on.
players. And
That's the game.
You know, in
Here's
general,
the bonus disc, like the
if
making
the community
of.
wants to get excited about what it is that we're doing, the roadmap is a good place to go check out
Totally
everything we have
so
in
I don't
mind. And you know, we
care about the
want to hear
Grounded
people's
shit
feedback.
anymore.
We want them to join us.
We want them to help sort of help mold what it is that we're
Yeah.
planning to do right now. Like right now, we have a very loose idea of all the things that we think would be super exciting, that would be great to add into the game.
I
But
might
you
do an
know what?
unboxing
This is a
video of these
journey
later
that we
on,
wanna take
just for
with
the hell of it.
community. And so, you know, our roadmap is our.
No, I'm gonna do- I'm
our
gonna
sharing.
stream
This is what we think right now. We want you to
the Mass
come now
Effect
share with
trilogy
us what you think would be cool and exciting. and
start
great
out with
for
an
Grounded
unboxing of
2.
these 3 games.
I love that. I mean, I'm really excited to think of some new names, I guess, for this Ladybird.
'Cause that is my
library
favorite
as well.
fucking-
If you guys
that might be
had
my
to
favorite
have one in
franchise of
real
all
life,
time,
what do
across
you
any
think you
medium
would
Mass
have
Effect.
for a real life buggy? A Red Soldier and the Orb Weaver, or
Thank God they
Ladybird?
fired all those
I would,
fucking
I would definitely take
woke
the
fucking
Red
Karens
Hat
and shit at
Soldier.
BioWare and got a nice
The
small
reason
team
why
right
is
now
at
working
least-
on the next
at
Mass
least
Effect
right
game. And
now,
they're going, you
kinda
know, they're
do
building a team as they
everything, which
go.
is fantastic.
And which
It
cause
can
is leading the
harvest, it
team,
can
Mike Gamble, and
build,
he's
it
been
can
around since the
fight,
first
it
Mass
goes
Effect
really
game.
fast.
I trust Mike. He's
It seems really cute.
done a
when
great
I
job
pet
with the
it, even though it's
franchise.
terrifying. Like everything about it is like really great. Like Orb Weaver's cool too, but it's still maybe a little too terrifying for me.
You don't see that
you know,
parking that in your driveway
Yeah,
anytime soon.
I'm still not down with that. You know, so we'll see. We'll see as other ones come online. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah, I totally get the appeal of the Red Soldier, and it's got that like off-road ATV feel to it. You know, that dirt bike that you can kind of take out anywhere.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest, right now I'm leaning towards the Ladybug. Maybe it's because it's new and exciting, but honestly, because as a player of Grounded 1, that was the one that I wanted to ride the most, you know, and often would, just by jumping on it and letting me carry around. I fantasize about, like, you know, riding this wild creature around the backyard. And so being able to bring that to life in the park, it not gonna lie, it's super satisfying.
Oh,
and
that
so
sounds
yeah,
nice.
That's cool.
Can't wait for the community to get that dream come true.
I bet. Oh, well, I mean, we've spoken a lot about community, and it just feels like so clear you guys are so synced up with them. You're listening to the players all the time, but how has both of your teams kind of created tools for players of Grounded 2 to be part of this collaboration, or how can people watching at home kind of get involved with that, the feedback process too?
Yeah, I mean, we're up on pretty much every like social media platform out there.
So they have
The primary
user-generated
one is
content in the
Discord.
game, like you can make stuff and put it in the
Grounded
game.
is up on Discord.
Like a marketplace
we
almost,
have a great
like
community
what
up there.
Bethesda
That's
does with their
also one of
mods.
the places where it's easiest for people to go look at what does everybody else in the community say, and go ahead and like upvote ideas and discuss those ideas in great detail. And then we have a great community group of folks at Obsidian that go through everything. They respond to every single like customer comment and note and whatever. We try and make sure that people know that we are actually listening to them. We are already weekly getting together amongst our teams and going through all of this feedback and sorting it out and figuring out, hey, what is it that we want to do in the next week? What do we want to do in the next month? What is something that we want to try and do in 4 months? If we don't want to do it, let's talk to the community and
I wonder
see
if
if there's
PlayStation
something
even
that's,
has a
like,
booth
close
at
to that
Gamescom
that
this
sort
year.
of like makes sense or we can make work. So it's just a whole lot of things. And
You see
know what?
Xbox is here in a big
Props to the
presence. Well,
Grounded
they
Club
have to.
team
They're
who,
just
like,
a
built the
huge fucking
community
third-party
and allowed
publisher
us to
now.
actually, like, I don't know,
It's like
follow in
EA
their
or Ubisoft
footsteps on
having a
this
booth there.
because the community is
I think they do.
Grounded and Grounded 2 is just so supportive and so great. And, you know, it's because I think, you know, we try to interact with them constantly. We try to listen to them. We try and make changes that they want. And I think they appreciate that and are loved. And it's really something special. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was something everyone at the team at Eidos Montreal saw right away, that the story of the success of Grounded was that this community wasn't just rooting for the game, they were rooting for the team as well, and the team wasn't just trying to make this game in a bubble, they really wanted to collaborate with this community, and it's that healthy bond between them, that interdependence between them, that resulted in an amazing game. And so of course we want to replicate that success. Of course we want to replicate that feeling for the community, and of course we want to allow that to put us in a position to create the best version of Grounded 2 possible.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you can tell these guys
so
really
fun.
care about
Well,
the game.
I have some ideas that I'll have to tell you afterwards off stage, but
Like I said, I've seen
I'm
a
gonna write
bunch of
them
people play it
down
on
yet,
like
and
Steam
be sure
or
to,
stream.
join that Discord as well. to
Streaming
chat
it on
more Grounded.
Twitch.
But honestly, Parker, Justin,
You know,
thank
Kick,
you so
YouTube, all
much. I've
that,
had
and
just a
looks like I
blast
said, looks
talking
really
about
fun.
Grounded 2,
Cool
and I
game to
can't
play
wait for all the
co-op,
new
but
updates that we've got as well.
it's not my cup of tea.
Thank you for having us. It was a
Thank
blast.
you. Like, you know,
But I would
being
try
able
that,
to
I think
just
I
talk
would.
about the game, and a situation like this is awesome.
Heck yeah.
And thank you so much.
No, thank you. I mean, there's so much more to look forward to as Grounded 2 continues to grow. But for now, we go from the ground to the air to explore the biggest biome of all, Earth's atmospheric envelope. There's new places to go and new ways to get there, so let's set a course for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. But on the way, we'll have a brief stopover on StarSand Island.
Man, these anime phone games are just taking over, man. This game probably sells fucking millions of copies, I bet. Why not? Ride an ostrich around Japan. What the fuck is this? It's crazy how these games sell like hotcakes. Star Island coming spring 2026.
When you think of
That game's gonna sell like crazy,
Microsoft
watch.
Flight Simulator, you might picture soaring over iconic skylines or navigating through turbulent weather. But the sim is still so much more than just a sightseeing. And here to tell us all about the latest updates is head of Microsoft
Yeah,
Flight
because she's
Simulator.
the
Geoff
sound
Keighley.
was coming out
Welcome
weird.
to Gamescom.
So great to see you, Maxi. It's great to be back in Cologne.
And you always bring some delightful surprises when you're here in Cologne. What does Microsoft Flight Simulator have in store for the fans here today and fans everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Flight Simulator is a worldwide hobby, but
They are
Gamescom and Germany are
German.
actually critically important for us as a team because it's frankly the second biggest audience, and so we always try to prepare something special.
And that's music to my ears that Germany is so special. Why do you think that is?
I think it's the history in aviation. You know, Germany has been since the beginning. Otto
Yeah,
Lilienthal,
German
Fabian
engineering is
Zeppelin,
fucking
and Junkers
pretty
made the
fucking
first
amazing.
Battle aircraft. Lufthansa is super influential in the
They're
world of aviation.
like,
So I think it's sort of in the in the
I hate to
water,
say,
in the
but
air. You
the,
know, like,
the Yahtzees,
Germany is the country with the most.
they made some fucking crazy
registered private
like
planes, for
aerial
example, in
and
all of
vehicle
Europe. So
like
there's a huge
inventions, like
audience.
the
Some of our longest fans
Volkswagen
are
Bug, the
most
like the
dedicated.
fighter
So let's try
jet.
to
That
bring
was all
something.
came from
And
the
we brought two things today. And we get some
Yahtzees
trailers. So let's run
back
the
in
first
the
trailer.
30s. Some evil motherfuckers, but they made some like impressive engineering work. Nowadays, they just over-engineer everything. If you get like a BMW or something, just over-engineer the shit out of it. They make it too complicated. I mean, that is fucking beautiful. Leipzig. Bavaria. Augsburg. Augsburg. If they're smart, they would drop it 2024 and just call it Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Well done. Can you give me some context about the update?
Yeah, I mean, one of
Yeah,
the
they got a
big dreams
fucking
of flight simulation
German
has always
fucking
been to
aviation
fly
pilot
highly
right
realistic
there.
planes over beautiful, detailed landscapes. And in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, we actually got further than ever before. Our aircraft are very detailed, and what you just saw shows you how detailed we can get with the countryside. So what we do is we fly planes really low over the ground, like so over the country or over the cities, and we take millions of pictures and LiDAR. And out of that, we construct three-dimensional cities. The resolution is 3 centimeters. And because Germany is so important, like we already had 25 cities. We had Hamburg and Berlin, of course, Munich, Cologne. And now we added 7 more with Bremen. And we're really wanting to fill out the country. And now we're at 32 cities, and we're going to just keep going. And one day, we'll have the entire country down to 3 centimeters, and you can find everything.
That's crazy.
A big goal. I'm looking forward to that. And I remember when you added Munich, because that's my hometown, and the first thing I did was going up in the air, hovering over the street where I lived, which was really cool. But I know you have more today for us to share.
Yes, I'm super excited about this. We have our first German helicopter. It's called the Eurocopter EC-135, which is actually based on a German helicopter called Messerschmitt Böker Blohm MBB 105. That one was built
German
since the
names
60s,
are crazy.
and it's been evolved and enhanced ever since. It's now one of the most sophisticated, most flown helicopters in the world. And it's famous for medical evacuation missions, search and rescue missions. And we partnered with a very large organization in Germany. And I'm happy to show another trailer.
The way they both looked at the camera at the same time, smiling. I want to see what this helicopter looks like.
Pilot, we have an urgent report of an injured tourist at Neuschwanstein Castle.
Cleared for takeoff, helipad 1.
Let's go.
Flight level 10.
That is actually really fucking beautiful looking. Damn. One time I was younger, I was at my old job, and it was like down in Philadelphia, like the Navy Yard.
And now we are joined by Florian Brocksch, a real-world ADAC
And they have a lot
rescue
of like
pilot.
army training
Florian,
exercises down there.
welcome to Cologne.
Hello, Maxi.
And one time
Thank
we
you
were
for
down there
having me.
working, we worked outside, and there was a
So
fucking,
you are a
what's
real
called flying
pilot.
around,
Can
that was
you
an
tell us a little bit
Osprey.
more about yourself,
That thing was so
and
fucking
especially
cool looking.
also the ADAC Air Rescue?
I started flying helicopters when I was 22.
Damn.
And became a search and rescue helicopter pilot for the ADAC Air Rescue in 2017. The ADAC or ADAC Luftrettung Air Rescue provides, handles up to 50,000 missions a year across 38 stations. I personally work on the station Christoph Westphalen, where we fly 24 hours a day.
We're just flying around this outside. We were just looking at it. We stopped everything we were doing at work and just started looking at it. We was doing like training, like exercise, like maneuvering around and shit.
Germany,
So
especially
fucking
at
cool.
night, and the bordering countries.
Well, thank you so much that you took the time to come here today. And you actually tried out a little bit the Microsoft Flight Simulator rescue mission. How
One time we were working down in the Navy Yard. It was during the Army-Navy game, and they had the jets fly over, and they flew over right above me.
Great in the simulator.
Dude,
as
they
far
are
as for
so
the realism of the mission,
fucking loud.
all
You
about the
cannot
team.
even
It's
hear
not just
yourself
the pilot.
talk,
You always
literally.
need the 4 of them, the pilot, the medic, the doctor, and the
It's crazy
hoist
like
crew
how
member
like just
to complete
loud
a
they are.
successful mission. Beyond that, the Microsoft Flight Simulator is a really great tool to provide pretty realistic pilot experiences.
And Jörg, how was it for you?
I remember one time I was
partnering
working
with
down there too, and
RDFC
the
to
I
make
think it was
as
when
realistic
Obama
as
was in
possible?
office.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, so
And
basically
him or
we
the
had support
Pope was
from
coming to
3
Philly.
pilots that helped us tweak the flight
And
model.
I was
and
working
give us
out in the
feedback.
Navy Yard.
It was great to hear
and
Florian's feedback earlier, and you liked it.
I had my
Okay.
head down, and the ground literally started shaking. I thought it was an earthquake. I looked up.
Airbus
It was
helicopters
one of them
and from
giant
RDFC. There we
fucking
really
planes,
watched
like
a whole bunch
4
of your
engines on
missions
it.
when he
Like
actually saves
carried
lives,
tanks and
that
shit was
great
flying
inspiration
above
for
me. It
us
was
to
pretty
do
low
this
because the
mission and
airport's
the
right next to where I used to work.
so we hope we got
Philadelphia
close.
National Airport.
Thank you
And it
so
was
much,
so
both of
low
you.
because it was
But
getting ready
the
to
most
land.
important
It literally was
question,
shaking
when
the
can
ground. It
fans
was
fly the
fucking crazy.
EC-135?
Right now. So
And also the mission and the city update?
all that, yeah. So the city update is available in Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, and the mission and the EC-135 in Flight Simulator 2024 right now, and it's all free.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you so much also for always bringing local content. Thank you so much, and also to your team.
I think it was
what
an
you do
Airbus.
for
I'm
us
trying to look
and
it
for
up real quick.
humanity, So thank you so much. And now we're going on. Then that's not only what we are happening
It's
at
basically
Xbox
one of
and
these things. I don't know if you can see
because
it.
we're just taking flight, and we've already seen some really
It
cool
was
game updates
fucking
and live demos.
huge, dude. I've never seen a plane so big in my life.
Date on the ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X.
Like I said, the ground
October
was literally
16.
shaking. I let it
And
look
by
up.
my
I was like,
count,
holy
we still
fuck.
got more than a dozen games to cover today, including even more world premieres. Definitely stick around if you're a fan of comic book brawlers, zombie apocalypses, or just free stuff, because we've got more of all 3 coming on the other side of this never-before-seen trailer.
Friends, Tropicans. The world
Yeah, so it looks
is
like
changing,
Tropica.
but one thing stays the same. Me. Tropico is the greatest country on earth.
We don't need 2
But
sets of
guess
subtitles.
what? It's about to get even better. I know what you're thinking. Can it be done? Can Tropico rise again? Be even bigger, even better than before? Ha! My dear friends, anything is possible when I'm in charge. Pure, untouched potential, waiting for greatness. Imagine a Tropico like never before. The best Tropico in history. You're welcome. Oh, too vague? Patience, my dear
Tropica 7.
Tropicans. A ruler never reveals all his cards at once.
Pay attention! The character I think I'd least like to face in a physical fight is Omni-Man. He'd probably smash me through a building of some sort.
It's weird seeing this game get its own fighting game when they just fit perfectly in the Mortal Kombat world. But shit like that.
We were just trying to capture his brutality.
His brutal fight style is very evident.
There's no frills in his gameplay. He doesn't have wasted motion. He doesn't quip unnecessarily.
It just conveys the strength of all the years that he has spent fighting as a Viltrumite.
What we wanted to do was give him techniques, give him moves that are powerful, that deal lots of damage. It should feel like a bit of an uphill battle to fight this guy.
I think we just wanted Omni-Man to be really strong and badass and fun to play.
Like I say, he is fun to play, but Mortal Kombat. You should just brought more of those characters to that game.
Sort of as a property forward is that father-son relationship between Mark and Omni-Man.
A lot of that comes through with unique voice lines like intros and outros.
I looked up to you my whole life, but you're just a lying piece of shit.
Your life is the blink of an eye to a Viltrumite. You barely know me.
It's that father-son dynamic where they still love and care for each other, but they are at odds with their morality.
I also love his moment where he's considering killing his only son and reconsiders and flies away. You've got those two sides of Omni-Man where he's just brutal, a mind of steel, and this superhuman side of him.
His brutal style of fighting is so evident in all his gameplay movesets.
Omni-Man is one of our balanced characters, so he actually has an anti-air. He's got like this uppercut style move.
He's got a projectile, like where he claps his hands and a big wave comes out.
That's called the Thum, and then like when you boost it, it's called the Cuthum.
We're pulling from when he fights Cecil.
We have this move where he like comes flying from above and he slams your head into the floor repeatedly.
I love the way he just crushes.
And it just feels really
It looks cool, but like I said, we've already seen him fucking
he does the overhead
in Mortal
and he follows
Kombat,
it up with,
which
like, a series
looks
of
better.
Smashes where he just blasts them into the ground.
It feels very Omni-Man. It's just satisfying.
There's this one move where he does this like trio of hits and he says,
"Not even trying yet."
Probably isn't trying, and that's terrifying.
We're pulling directly from the show as well, from when he's beating Mark, ping-ponging him around the sky.
On his Super 2, he says very confidently,
"Pay attention." Learn something.
I think that really sells Omni-Man, who he is.
Definitely check out his ultimate. It's so good.
It's called the Destroyer of Worlds, and there's a sequence during the Flax fight where he takes the opposing general to this homeworld and just utterly destroys it. So he sees him holding the general's body, blasting through a series of buildings. But there was also another beat that happened at the end of that sequence where it shows him holding this mountain over their scientists. It's that whole sequence all smashed together, and it's fucking epic.
Listen to me. You don't seem to understand. This battle isn't yours to win.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. That's just cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I would put him as an anchor, the last character on a team. He's got great wisdom and leader. Take advantage of these moves that he has that work well on their own.
I
that are
can't
also
take this guy
somewhat risky.
seriously. I'm sorry.
Obviously, we gave him some really powerful moves that are really cheap, and players are going to enjoy using them, but they have a drawback. They are punishable on block, for example. We gave him incredible air mobility, so he's really fast, can close the distance really fast, but it's a little bit more of a technical thing that you have to learn to do.
I definitely recommend playing as him.
Really excited for people to be able to get their hands on Omni-Man and really feel powerful.
I think that he is going to be beating the crap out of people.
He's zipping around, he's punching people, boom, boom, you're done.
Now I've proven I'm the strongest among us.
Well, we know it looks stylish and it aims to stay very true to the characters, but you know what? The only real way to get to know a new fighter is by feel. And here to help us do just that are the game's executive producer, Mike Willett, and combat designer, Rip Parbu. Let's get hands-on with Invincible Versus. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's been great. No, it's been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you go back to Evo, and just Evo was just absolutely amazing. We had a fantastic showing. It's our first time having people publicly touch the game, so I think that Evo was.
Yeah, me neither. I can get into only Mortal Kombat, but that's what I grew up
Blood
on.
and gore is not going to be as crazy if you guys try to put it on YouTube or something. Though you won't get demonetized. We also had,
And we already seen Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat, which was awesome. So it just feels weird seeing.
Yeah,
It looks cool, but it's just
like the quarter-up team have been so busy all summer revealing.
I enjoyed the show and the
characters.
comic itself,
and at
though.
Evo, we got that first look at Omni-Man.
Exactly.
Right? How's the player reception been so far?
Yeah, the reception at Evo for Omni-Man.
It's good graphically,
crazy,
too.
Right?
Yeah,
Like being on that stage, revealing that trailer, and then just feeling the energy come back to you, it was like awe-inspiring, and be able to take that back to the team. Everyone's super pumped up, so we're jacked to show everybody more.
Hell yeah. I mean, as someone who's like super into the comics, read them all, been watching the show, like we're both really excited to get some fresh gameplay, and we've obviously got Omni-Man as well. So if you feel ready to it, we'd like to see some of that gameplay. But before we do that, is there anything else we should know about him before we try to beat him up?
Yes, the absolutely worst kept secret ever, but I'm going to reveal it officially now. J.K. Simmons has returned as Omni-Man.
Oh, let's go. It's an amazing
That's good.
casting. Kind of makes me want to have some yellow M&Ms, you know? Yeah. I'm in the mood for that. Well, shall we play?
Show me what you've got, devs.
Oh, yes.
First level voice line. That's amazing. Sounds
was like
So
the scariest
good.
challenge I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't know if you sent me the whole heaven. Look at it split. All right, so we've got the lineups here. It's what's a little bit different about.
Oh, it's
Invincible
3v3. I
Versus
didn't know that.
Is that it's a triple tag team fighter. So can you break down why is it?
Have you
more
seen the
sort of
comic or the show? You know it's like
characters within
extremely
yourself?
graphics. That's what I'm
So
trying
a
to see if
tag
this is
battle fighting game,
on
so
par with that.
Your kit basically is represented by 3 different characters, and characters have a variety of different styles. So you construct the kit to your style of play. It's like, I want to play like a long-range game, or I want to play something more intimate and really bully people into a corner. There's something for everybody, and then there's like your fan favorites, and then there's like some more obscure characters that you don't know much about, but might have really cool tools and some awesome gameplay that you want to dive into, like say like Thula or Bulletproof.
Yeah, the other thing, of course, you know, you go back to the IP, there's a lot of teams already built in there, right? You've got Team Teen, you've got Guardians of the Globe, you've got the Viltrumite, so it kind of lends itself to a team format, I think.
Nice. Well, let's see some gameplay then.
So let's walk everybody through like special moves, like really represent his kit.
Okay.
Yeah, so this right here, this is his ground pound, this is an overhead attack. If you boost it, it's gonna be multiple hits, and if you're fast enough, you can actually pick it up for a combo, which is gonna be pretty hard for me right now, I think. I'll try one more time. Yeah.
It looks fun. Looks cool.
Wow. Are you gonna take that? Come on.
Yeah, why not? First try.
Oh, I gotta get him off me with an
So
assist
this is
break.
the ground pound, right? This overhead, really fast attack, really hard to stop, also available from the air. He also has this projectile right here. This is called a Zoom.
There you go.
Yeah, fresh character for you. If we go over to the corner and I boost this version of it, it's actually going to, I have no boost meter. Give me like 5 seconds.
Tag out. Show him how fast
Oh, yeah.
the boost meter returns.
Yeah, you can see up there the yellow bar in the middle there. You can see regen really
Oh,
quick
yeah, that looks
now.
pretty quick,
So when
yeah.
you tag out, that's how you accentuate your recovery for that boost meter. So right now, the boosted Zoom right here, that actually can give a wall splash. I can get a combo if I was better at the game.
There you go.
There we go.
You're
Yeah.
doing great.
I'm doing fantastic so
Yeah,
far.
you're winning as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so that was like 2 of his special. We got one more though. It's the rising uppercut. This here is a traditional like DP kind of input that you would expect from a fighting game, right? It's got some invincibility on it.
I know, if you're a fighting fan, there's actually like, I was checking it out not too long ago. I'm not a fighting guy at all, like a fighting fan, but there's this cool ass fighting game coming out with Marvel character. I think it's called Marvel
All right, show him now.
Token or something like that. It's from a Japanese studio. It looks fucking awesome.
One thing I'm noticing as well is that on
Let me
screen
look it
there's
up. I forget what
lots
it's
of like
called.
really easy cues to understand. It's like character, it's like yellow flashes, blue flashes. Can you tell us a bit of what those are?
So Omni-Man is really fantastic because he's a character that is a balanced character.
Yeah, it's
that can
called Marvel
apply tons
Token.
of pressure.
Token.
It's super brutal in what he does. So he has the
Marvel
mobility
Token
of a
Fighting
character like
Souls.
Invincible. So he's got a lot of mobility with dashing and movement. But he also has like those armor moves that
It's a
Rip demonstrated.
new
So
fighting game
he can
coming
play
out
a bit of a
from a
bully
Japanese
game on your
studio,
team.
and it looks
He's really good as
fucking
an anchor
awesome.
or a point character.
Now, I'm not even
So
a
he has
fighting
the
guy at all, like a
projectiles, so,
fighting
like, if I
fan,
wanna play it
but that game
mid-range,
looks
I
awesome.
have armored moves so I can bully you, push you into a corner, and then he's got the mobility to just try to mix you up and like cross over, start calling an assist, to just try to apply as much pressure as possible.
And anytime you see a character turn blue in this game, that means they have armor on him. So you'll see here on his
Okay.
standing medium punch, he turns blue there, he's got armor. Crouching medium, the same thing, he's got armor. This move does not have armor. I was curious about it. But yeah.
There you go.
Why don't you demonstrate, before you kill me, why don't you demonstrate his ultimate? Yeah, his ultimate. So.
Sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the fatality. They showed it earlier, and it's like the same. Yeah, from the show.
A couple buildings, a couple, part of the city, missing some limbs there.
You know what? I can't wait to see all the TikToks that are like, oh, welcome to a Jet 2 holiday. Like, flying through the buildings.
Oh my God, it's
So
brutal.
it's lore accurate. So go back to the show, watch when Omni-Man goes to take care of business with the Flaxes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did want to ask, you mentioned about the Armored Fighters, and I definitely want to know more about that. But we've obviously seen Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat before, so we've seen him, we've kind of gotten familiar with his moveset in that game. How is he different in Invincible Versus?
So it's really about being part of like a tag system and how they're integrated in their role in that system. So the flexibility of the character, like he just taunted, how you
saw that.
Basically, it's the role of the character in the concept of a team. Like where you use Omni-Man's assist, especially like every character has 3 different assists. You have a forward assist, a back assist, and then one that's when you're actively in a combo or in a block string. And it's about how you utilize that, and some of them are really good at like, basically like, oh, you're coming in and he's got like an anti-air assist that basically comes out and does that rising uppercut. So you're trying to control space in front of you and work out like how in the footsie game you're going to engage, or you're setting stuff up with your other attacks. So Right now we've entered sudden death, which is a little bit different. And so as you can see, timer has expired, and our point characters have absorbed all the resources of our assists. And now we're bleeding out, and the only way to stop the bleeding is by attacking your opponent.
You should ult.
And I'm gonna ult.
I really want to see that.
Oh shit. That was pretty cool.
Time ran out. No. So that's what happens. I missed, but he was super low on health. Time expired. He lost his head.
God, shoot.
I was
That's
about to
such
say
a cool
that.
system.
I was like, oh, I was just expecting him just to kind of fall over. Our times ran out. No, his head exploded. That is
Sick.
brutal.
All right, so we've got the team makeup here.
So we'll,
Are you guys making
Rog,
like?
you got
Are you making specific decisions on who you're picking for like a good balanced team, or can you sort of weigh it a bit heavier one way if that's?
Yeah, I want to see how Battlebeast plays. If you watch the show, the comics, he's actually like
Omni-Man, I've got Battle Beast, and I've got
incredibly
Rex, right?
fucking
So
powerful. He's
Omni-Man
able to kill a
and Battle Beast are
Viltrumite.
both armored characters that can kind of just push through the opponent's attacks. But I've also got Rex in there, so I can play some keep away, some projectiles, just keep people away from me.
Well, let's see if it works out as a good strategy. Yeah.
And what you'll probably see as we start playing too, our tag system uses an active tag system. And we basically let you tag off.
I think this show is supposed to be about 2 hours long. I thought it was longer.
Move like heroic strike, like perform right here, rip.
And I can tag off of that, go to a full combo.
Oh, so slick.
And then off of a throw.
Yes, off of throws, off of hits, off of blocks, anything you can basically tag off of.
So whilst talking about like team composition with this thing, how does like an armored character like Omni-Man like contribute to his team? Like what's like he's that anchor, is that role? How's it gonna work?
A lot of times what you're gonna do is for certain characters you're gonna want to bait out moves, or I'm gonna use Omni-Man's let's see, he's available. I'm gonna use some of his like projectiles to work my way in with a character. Or if I think you're jumping in on me, oh, I used Tulits there.
That was pretty slick, though.
You see, I have Omni-Man who can come in, kind of like control this space in front of me with like a DP, and really make it tough for someone to like have their approach.
Yeah, so I can like be zoning with this projectile right here, and if he tries to jump in, I've got this Omni-Man assist to keep me back there. So he's a really good assist character as well.
So sick.
So a combination between like kind of range attacks.
It looks fun. It looks cool.
Is key.
Yeah, really
I just
cool.
don't have much to say about it because I'm not a
Straight away,
fighting
you're right
fan.
about
Like,
his
this isn't my
dashing. That seems,
genre.
like really rapid, especially like the down dash, because it seems like most other characters they just fall.
If I'm gonna play a fighting
he's got
game, it's
much
probably gonna be more
control,
like I said,
right?
Mortal Kombat's my
He's got, like, a
go-to.
triangle jump, that's what we call that. So it's like he can actually go down forward and he can travel really far. Like characters have different types of dash in the game. Eve can actually air dash upwards in diagonals as well, so she's got a full 8-way dash. But Omni-Man is downwards or forwards in the air. But his distance is a little bit farther and faster than other characters, right? So that helps you close in. If somebody's throwing a projectile, you can just kind of air dash over it and come to the punch like that. So really versatile character.
Something I'm also loving watching this gameplay as well is just like how much more like battered each of them become throughout the kind of like there's the blood and kind of how like seems to wear down throughout the match.
Oh my word. You know,
why don't you demonstrate an arena shift? I think it would be really interesting for people, and he's got a different way to get into it.
Yeah, so if I do this kind of a stun, you see that crumple state? If you get someone to a crumple state, you can do a snapback attack, and it'll cause this
That's
arena
pretty cool.
shift. After this arena shift, you
That's
lock
what I
out
want to
their
say.
assist for
Okay,
10
you can
seconds,
change
and
arenas
you have
too.
unlimited boost. So right now, like you see my boost meter, it's just regenning while I'm doing this, right?
And I have no access to my sis characters for like 10 seconds, so I should be paying attention and running away right now.
Yeah, but just for demonstration purposes, you know? You get the idea.
Yeah.
If you were to get a KO on them while they're in that shifted arena, would that just end the game? Would they still get to tag back in if they have someone available elsewhere?
Once that timer expires, I can get my character back.
Right.
Yeah, but not during the transition.
But not during the transition.
Gotcha.
So I have 10 seconds to,
You
know,
can tell
hold
these
it
guys are
down
like actually
and
really
play my
passionate
defenses
about
good
this
with
game.
push blocking and heroic strikes and a lot of like navigation and basically trying to land a hit myself.
I want to see some of these
Nope.
more.
And then he caught me with an
Oh yes.
I had to fan favorite. This is fan favorite.
Rex is such a great character.
That's funny. That's good.
Oh yeah. I think they got that now.
That is amazing.
Oh my goodness. I like that there is like that subtle suit difference as well, where you're both playing as Omni-Man right now. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. And I wasn't paying attention there. I probably had an opportunity to get. Let's see if he dashed out of the way. Oh, he got
Oh shit, he got him.
He got out of the way.
sneaky.
Very
You gotta be
clever.
quick.
So
I like how their
Omni-Man's
Witch Claw
ult,
2
you
takes
can't get
damage
out
from the
of way,
fight
you
their
just can't
outfits.
Panic and you have to like.
We
dash
should have
out of the
mentioned
way
it
at
is
the last minute.
unblockable.
It is unblockable, but you
But if they
can.
miss,
You have to dash
evade
out
it.
of
You have
it.
to dash out of the way.
Nice.
And it does cost 3 meters to do.
That's
any
always a cool
ult,
feature in
and you have to
games.
do them from the ground.
I saw like if you play the
Supers can
Arkham
be on the
games,
ground,
like
can be in
over the
the
course
air,
of those games,
but
Batman's
ultimate
armor,
moves, you have to
it just
take
gets
your
like
opponent back
tattered
out
and
of the
ripped up.
Well, I think we got enough time to maybe do one more fight. Should we
Yeah,
make this
alright.
run a proper fight? For
Proper
all the
fight.
bragging
Proper
rights. I want to see both of you
Battle of
peak
Gamescom.
performance.
Peak performance.
Yeah. Peak performance. Come on.
There's no way I can lose with this team.
I'm back in Rip.
Have you got the method? Wait, you're back in Rip.
I'm back in Rip.
Oh,
though.
Mike. Oh, yeah.
You never
Alright,
know.
You got Mike. Yeah.
All right, I
Who
believe.
did you pick?
Who do you think I picked?
Omni-Man?
Yeah,
Come on.
Had a
That's what
feeling.
we're here for.
I got the Viltrum Empire represented here. Also, just one small little detail as well. You mentioned earlier, it's on the top of the screen. There's a cool little UI so you can tell exactly what side of the screen you're on, right?
So right underneath the timer, there's a P1, P2 caret, and that basically said like when we cross up at any time, like that'll change position. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
you can see, I'm on the P1 side.
That's a cool quality of life feature.
And that's an assist breaker, calling your assist to break the combos of the opponent. Super important.
Rip, I feel like you should just let Mike just showcase a couple moves.
No,
No,
thanks.
it's not
You
happening.
asked for a real match.
Yeah.
This is your doing.
Hey, you saw how I used that Omni-Man assist.
Oh, I didn't even see you tag, brother. I was taking
come back.
I was in the middle of a sentence. Get off.
Oh,
my
counter-tag,
word.
counter-tag. I was going to try to come in with a heavy, but...
Fula's really sick. I love it.
No.
I really want to see Battle Beast Ultimate, but at the same time I don't, because he's on Rip's team.
What'd you hit?
Come on.
Come on.
Oh,
we're good, we're good.
Oh, what am I doing?
This is so tense.
Dang it. Come on, Mike. Jumped right into it. Well, see, I'm in bad shape right now because I'm all out of boost. And while I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. I should have done a counter.
Yeah, now I'm going to tag back in to get you back in.
Swap out, right? If you get
Wow.
a chance.
Oh.
Yes, you got a chance.
Oh my word.
Goodness. I got a push block.
Huge blocking.
I don't have anybody else. I got him.
Oh my God.
Yes, Omni-Man.
Scumbag.
Oh, I dropped it though.
Sorry, I got scared.
Please, please.
Like I said, the combat looks fun. It looks like a cool game.
Oh man, this is tense.
This is actually
I'm
really,
just not a
really
fighting
close.
guy, so.
Where's
But
I have no meter. Oh!
You gotta hold that. You gotta hold that. Oh,
No.
it's over. It's over. Surely.
looks like it could be cool.
No.
Nope. I break those.
Just hanging
Nice.
in there.
That was actually so close.
Where? Why?
Oh no.
Dude, you're like beating the snot out of me. Get
so
off
I
me.
see this, I'm like, dude, this looks awesome. I want
we
to play
had
it, but
the-
I'm like,
we
I
had
could
the-
just go play
we
more
had the-
combat.
Come on.
Okay, I might lose with this team. I think. Get off, dude.
All right. Purposely make it this close. I know
This
it.
is crazy.
That's a punish.
Oh no, that's surely. That's.
Great blocks, great blocks. Hang in there.
Oh no. I really want to see
my
Battle Beast
word.
ult.
Come on, Mark.
Oh, we're
Show him
starting
what
to
you
tighten
got.
up. We're starting to tighten up. Come on. Oh, he can pick up from there.
Yeah.
And I have nothing
Yeah.
to break. Let's see if he's gonna go for it. He did.
Damn.
He did. He got
I want
greedy.
to see one of the finishers.
Oh,
Get in here. Get out. No.
Like I said, I like how they're oh damn, he's fucking in pieces.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That was pretty good.
That was.
That was.
So I like seeing their outfits
Did he just
take
out two
damage and
characters
rip
in one?
apart during a
Yes, I
fight.
did.
Oh
Game. It's
my
game.
God.
Oh, that's dead. Done.
I
Ladies and
retire.
gentlemen,
It's
Redemption
over.
Evo. Redemption Evo right here. You saw it
I'm never
live.
going back to
You saw it-
Evo.
you saw it
Can't
live.
show my
Never
face.
die.
It's over.
Live.
Well, amazing stuff there from Quad.
That was pretty cool.
I just cannot wait to get my hands on the game and start learning the ropes.
Double overkill though.
That was nuts. Nuts.
That
Thank
was
you
the
so
call
much,
out.
Mike. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Rip, for showing us what Omni-Man brings to the battle. And you guys, don't forget to wishlist Invincible Versus today.
That was amazing, honestly. Thank you. And of course, after you're done tearing your family apart, just like you've witnessed on the Gamescom stage, you couldn't be blamed for needing a breather. So we're going to run back a couple trailers, then we'll talk LEGO Voyagers, Dying Light the Beast, chat with Tim Schafer about the latest from Double Fine later in the day, and we'll also show off more great games as the Xbox at Gamescom 2025 broadcast continues. And it must be said, a lot of the games you've seen so far are Xbox
Play
and
Anywhere.
we've got plenty more coming. Make like someone who doesn't have an Xbox Ally yet and stay put. Now, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven ninja clans
I'm
have
really
fought
excited
to
about this
keep
game.
peace, with the Hayabusa clan in the spotlight. But your clan, the Raven clan, has always had a secret motive.
You got ninjas with swords
Thanks.
cutting things up. What more can you want?
I owe you one. Hayabusa.
Expect heavy resistance from the DDO. We're all counting on you, Yakumo.
Look at that. Boom. Come on, man. That's fucking awesome.
Yakumo, just focus on the hostiles for now.
Understood. Stop this madness. Stay away from the Dark Dragon Seal.
I think that they remastered Ninja Gaiden 3 and put that out. And they also did like a 2D, I think, remake of one of the older games, I believe.
If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
The very fiend that resurrected the Dark Dragon years ago. Even a mortal such as yourself has heard of me? I'm sure.
Like, come on, you know you want to cut that dude's head off.
Die, insect.
Please, don't kill him. The whole world's at stake.
Damn, that looks awesome. What a transition from that to this. What a fucking transition. They're home on wheels. What the fuck? Outbound.
So
Okay.
now that you're good and chilled out, get excited again immediately because we've got a sweet giveaway to get to. This year marks a big anniversary for CD Projekt Red and The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt.
Man, my
so
favorite
to
game.
celebrate, we're giving away 4 very cool controllers. If you're watching on Twitch, follow the directions you see on screen to enter for your chance to win.
Go
and
ahead.
you too can become a monster slayer with The Witcher 3 10th Anniversary Special Edition controllers and celebrate the lasting legacy of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. These will include 3 elite controllers and 1 standard controller. The giveaway closes at the end of the show and winners will be contacted on Twitch. But these wonderful controllers aren't the only way to celebrate 10 years of The Witcher 3.
Damn, 10 years.
The Witcher
Holy
in Concert
shit.
kicks off its grand world tour with an incredible immersive performance of live music and memories tonight
10 years since The
here
Witcher
at
3.
Gamescom.
Holy
And fans
shit.
can now buy tickets for dozens of stops around
Insane.
the globe at thewitcher.com/concert. But for now, our broadcast continues with a good long look at LEGO Voyagers. Over to you, Charlie.
LEGO has been busy reinventing itself for, the last decade or so, and guess what? It isn't done yet. LEGO Voyagers looks to be an all-new concept for the brand, inviting 2 players to team up on a journey that fosters cooperation, creativity, and even giving space. So let's snap in and learn a whole lot more from my gracious guest, creative director Carsten Lund, design lead Jonas Haugesson, and tech lead Kasper Honningston-Lichtenberg. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's lovely to meet you and talk about LEGO Voyagers. But Carsten, I'm going to come to you first. I want to know a little bit about yourselves, your studio, and how Little Brick ticks.
Yeah, Lightbrick is a small independent studio based in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yep.
And we've dedicated our creative lives to exploring the Lego brick in many different ways. Our first game was called Lego Builder's Journey, and that was about building with bricks. So that was the start of the show, reconfiguring the level in ways. And this second one, we wanted to take a step further. We want to go a little bit deeper to actually focus on being a brick. So Lego Voyages is about being a Lego brick.
Yeah, and you say getting up close, Will. Are you like in the studios just like really looking at the bricks going, I don't like this one, that one's shifty?
We do look a lot at bricks.
Yeah,
We're very inspired by the bricks and the shapes, and we have a lot of bricks in the studio, and we build stuff, obviously, but this is digital, right? So the most important thing is that it feels intuitive and good to play.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's the iconic snap, as I said in the intro, in real life. So you need to try and match that feeling and that aesthetic in the game. And I'm sure we'll go on to talk about it. But I wanted to know, Carson, also for you as well, tell us a little bit more about the game. So how we've translated that tactile feel of Lego into Voyages itself. What's it about, and what makes it distinct from other Lego games we've seen in the past?
Lego Voyages is it's a co-op game, so it has to be played by 2 players.
It has to be played by 2 players. Interesting. Okay.
And it's a platformer, first and foremost, and then it's a puzzle game on top of that. So a puzzle platformer where you navigate the environment with your little brick, and you have to solve different challenges along the way and build and have fun. So that's basically the game.
Wonderful. Oh, and so we're looking a bit at it now. So can you set the scene of what we're looking at? We're playing as the red and the blue bricks, right? Do they have any other names, or is it just red and blue?
We just call them red and blue. You can name them any way you like. Yeah, this is sort of the beginning of the game.
I think we've seen this game before.
Attaching to the little.
I forget what type of game it is, though.
Well, that little snap-on that it does.
Yeah, exactly. So this is sort of part of the introduction and smoothly easing players into the experience and learning how to actually navigate. It is a little bit different. I mean, actually navigating with a single brick and all its capabilities is something we have.
I think this is a Lego open world type of game.
And it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's so intuitive once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, can you talk more about the capabilities that you've mentioned?
It's crazy how video games basically saved the Lego company. They were going fucking under big time. And then they start doing the Lego video games and fucking
they can tumble around,
bounce back like crazy.
Like bricks do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've all stood on a Lego brick. We know what it's like to see them tumbling around.
Exactly. So we needed to make the game physics-based, right? So you actually navigate around as a physical Lego brick will do. And then obviously a brick can attach to things and other interesting things.
Yeah? Oh, you're not going to give me any more than that, are you?
Maybe later.
Right, I see you. Jonas, we're going to come to you now because I'm not getting anything out of you anymore. I want to speak a little bit more about that cooperation and the collaboration that we spoke about.
So it's like a co-op adventure game, it looks like, actually.
It's a two-player game. So how and why is that key to this experience? And how does building something actually work in LEGO Voyages?
Well, as a Lego brick, of course, we thought it obvious that you should be able to connect to other bricks. So
naturally,
that started, basically. So being able to connect to other bricks should also mean that you have to build contraptions with these Lego bricks.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you can roll around with all these bricks as a big tower or ball.
Oh, really?
Or whatever. Yeah, sure. But you also have to overcome some challenges.
Here. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, exactly. You also have challenges
teamwork makes the dream work.
More precise with what you're doing. So we made a specific mode for this. We call it building mode.
Okay.
You can see it here where the small figures kind of snap in a grid in movement. So it's a little more deliberate about your brick placement.
Absolutely.
I'm shocked they never did Lego. Just basically copy Minecraft and make their own version.
Is there a bit where you maybe built too crazy one way and they fall apart? Or
that would probably sell like fucking crazy.
You don't have to worry about physics and that.
Physics is in everything in this game, basically. So, I mean, even when you're in build mode, you're still a physical entity. You might be able to push the other player off the edge or stuff like that.
So you can be a little bit rude with a co-op then.
Definitely.
It's not always good vibes.
Yes. And we have catapults, catapult building, where you have to propel the other player from the contraption you've built.
So it's not all building bridges, it's literally flinging each other as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, fantastic.
I like that you can see it actually.
Yeah.
Is this the
this is the
so that one not quite so good, huh?
No.
Exactly, and then you have to rebuild it, extend it.
Oh, I see. So the puzzle here isn't trying to get more firepower, it's actually making the catapult slightly larger.
Yeah.
And then how much of the environment are you able to pick up? Is it quite obvious which elements you can pick up and move around, or is it open to your interpretation and everything can go?
We've playtested it a lot. I don't think we've seen anyone being surprised that something is loose, or something is like fixed. But every stud you see in the environment is connectable.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Good stuff. So, Carsten, we're going to go back to you here. While we're all working together and unleashing our creativity, is there going to be a story for us to follow as well, or is it just a series of random puzzles that we're going to enjoy?
There is a story. Yes, there is. This is a story. I mean, it's like in Builder's Journey, we like to sort of. It's a non-verbal story, right? So we don't have any words. You have to sort of be part of interpreting a little bit. It's a story about friendship. It's a story about two little bricks that are friends that their only dream in life is to become astronauts.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
A lot of bricks dream of that, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Them by themselves,
the story.
being astronaut, or being part of a larger spaceship that gets sent off in space.
Being part of a spaceship.
So it looks like the main thing is to get from point A to point B to get to
so we
become an
follow them,
astronaut.
in this game, they watch these test launches, and one of the spaceship crashes, and they actually find a little cockpit that is still wiggling and alive. And their mission, they make it their mission to try and save him and send him back to space.
Beautiful.
And in that journey, a lot of stuff is going to happen to them. And
That's
then there's a little bit of a
pretty cool.
narrative of friendship, and when you share a common dream, sometimes you grow a little bit apart, and sometimes you have to find different ways of being connected. No pun intended.
Of course.
So we ask an open question about friendship, and hopefully players will finish this game and think about their friends and how they actually connect and how they stay friends.
Yeah, and with the storytelling, you've mentioned that there isn't nothing verbal going on from the main characters. How is that told by the story? Do you meet other characters that talk, or is it purely environmental storytelling and heartstrings music throughout?
Music is a very important factor.
Yeah.
And we have the same composer as in Builder's Journey, Henrik Lindstein, composing.
Oh, wonderful. They smashed it the first time. Bring them back.
Exactly,
yeah.
And he's been very meticulous about the scenes in the game and the emotions and the characters. So he's doing motifs that sort of tell a story along the way, and so that's a very important part of storytelling.
Yeah.
And then obviously the environmental storytelling, all of the objects and all the encounters, you can slowly unravel what's going to happen, right? And until you understand the full story.
Amazing. Is there like an onboarding experience for co-op partners? Maybe Casper, you could help me out with this one. Like we talk co-op. How does that work?
You got that one
How
guy
do
who's
players
sitting there the whole
work
time, just
together
quiet, a
against
big,
each other,
tall
etc.
dude
throughout the
sitting
game?
there.
It's a co-op experience, and they have to help each other and teamwork, collaborate, and build these bridges and face these challenges throughout the way. So, as you can see here, you can also just spend some time to just play around.
Have some fun, yeah.
Have some fun. You can
Finally, he's talking. He was just standing there,
speak,
just
but,
awkward, silence the whole time.
Oh, so there is a competitive element to it in there, but mostly based on the gamers.
Mostly based on the gamers, yeah.
I see. Did you see much of that in the playtesting owners that you mentioned?
So much. I mean, we have an infamous spot where you can flip the other player into the water.
Okay.
We've seen like players spending minutes, very long time, just flipping each other into the water. But the thing is, when you flip the other player into the water 5 times, you also have to get through the same thing. And
oh, I see.
The other player can get the
okay, and then it's their turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And with co-op being such a focus in the game, was that inspired by your own personal play with Lego, or was it something you just knew you wanted to make a co-op game, and that's where Lego came in perfectly?
I think we've seen with Builder's Journey, I think we've seen players want to play games together, right? Even though single-player games, they sit, they talk, they engage, right? So we wanted to make something that was playable together from the very get-go, right? And then we just love co-op games, and this whole idea of playing and being creative is just so much more fun when you're doing it together with a friend, right?
Yeah,
so,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And it's nice we're seeing more couch co-op games come through in recent years as well. There's been some very successful, highly applauded one recently. So it's lovely to see that story keep going. So, Carsten, question for you. This all looks really lovely, naturally. So the question you probably knew was going to be coming from me, which is, when are we actually going to get our hands on the game?
Very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. I think if you're here on Gamescom, you can just go to booth 8, the Lego stand, and try a demo of the game.
Just over there, in case anyone's watching, wondering where the map is through that door.
But if you are not here, you will have to wait to September 15th, which is not very long.
Not that far at all. It's a couple of weeks, really.
Exactly. That's when the game will be out. So
beautiful. Is there anywhere else we can look to find more information on LEGO Voyages before it comes out? I don't know if you've got any more news on the way.
I want to see.
Launches.
I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube now. Just the actual floor looks like. Damn, I miss E3, dude. They used to have the
well, thank you so much
best
for joining me,
fucking floor
Light Brick team. You're
plans.
all a wonderful bunch, and this game looks absolutely stunning. And And folks home, don't forget to wish
They need to
LEGO
bring
Voyages
E3. Just
today
don't have it
so
in
you'll be ready
California.
when
It's
it
so
drops, as
fucking
you said,
expensive there. Put it
September
somewhere else.
15th. And speaking of
New York
taking
might work
legendary
good. It
creative
used to be in
brands
Atlanta.
in brand new gameplay directions, you are about to witness
From
the
Atlanta
world premiere of an
to
upcoming
LA,
open world
and then one year they had it in
survival fighting game with a
Santa Monica.
decidedly Studio Ghibli aesthetic. Check it out.
Just put it on the East Coast. There are a lot of game devs stationed in like main base in
Rampant pollution
California.
has depleted the world's resources, and only your moving house and its mysterious power can cleanse the pollution. In this world, you will meet Kuroru, whose hot-tempered personality masks his secretly warm heart. And collect resources? Craft items for survival? Gather oddlings? And decorate your settlement. You'll face
pretty cool.
danger on every step of your journey, and riddles to test your wits.
Is she something about being a Studio
But in
Ghibli
Moonwalker,
game or something?
Your companions have your back. Kettle Kid, a fiery pot of purification, and the moving house that you travel the world with. Don't forget the oddlings that help you on your adventure.
Mommy and Pikmin.
Hi, I will be your
Moonwalker.
guide during this dev gameplay walkthrough. First, let's follow the house as we look for a place to anchor it. If you stick close to the moving house, you won't take any damage, and the forest will begin to be purified. Seems like this is the best place to anchor the house. If you activate the anchoring device, you can purify the surrounding area. Let's purify the forest.
Just trying to look it up real quick.
You
There's
can
nothing
find
on this game at all.
uncontaminated ingredients in the purified area. But there are also fruits like apples that you have to climb a tree or shoot them down. And let's toss those tasty-looking ingredients into Kettle Kid. The oddlings will then help stir them just right so they cook a delicious soup.
I'm kind of getting like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom vibes.
Look, this purification crystal is the key to purifying the world's pollution. When you put it in the purifier, you can see the
The
purification
climbing
gauge
and
fill
the
up.
cooking.
The purification gauge is now full. Let's operate the purifier. Oddling statue. There's something new up ahead in that glowing area. Oh, it's an oddling statue. Look here. Don't the colors of the orb and the pedestal seem to match?
We got
Oh,
puzzles.
one of the orbs is missing. Maybe it's on top of that mushroom. If you put the
I'm
orb
actually
here
like
in
really
the
interested in
spot
this
from
game now.
before- Wow! A bunch of new oddlings have appeared. Invader Pelicani Cleanup. Let's take our new friends home.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what's happening? Oh no, it's Pelicani! That wicked creature eats anything! It's too
It was like
dangerous
combat.
up close.
Yeah, slingshot.
So let's chase it away with a slingshot. Building a settlement. We have a lot of oddlings now, but there doesn't seem to be enough houses for all of them. There also seem to be some oddlings exhausted from overwork. We better build more facilities for the oddlings. And this looks like a good spot. Let's relocate the cluttered storage box and place the sunbed next to it.
It's definitely a Switch 2 game. I can tell by the well, maybe that was Xbox controls.
We filled enough purification gauges to restore the entire mushroom forest we explored. This was just a taste of the amazing world of Bloomwalker. We look forward to seeing you create your own
I'm
story.
actually like really interested in this game now. There's something about it that's got me interested.
Well, some survival scenarios are a bit more dire than others, and if Project Bloomwalker is set to be a beautiful but challenging walk in the park, then Dying Light the Beast is a long march down a ruined highway to hell. The latest installment aims to blaze a new trail for the beloved zombie apocalypse franchise. And here to introduce us to the Beast, our Dying Light franchise director Timon Smegtala and Q&A analyst Aaron Tolte with some live gameplay. This is so exciting. Welcome to the show and welcome to Gamescom, guys.
Hello, Bex.
Hello. How has your Gamescom been so far for both of you?
It's my first time, so very, very exciting. Yeah, it's cool.
Busy, crazy, and lots of fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, you've got some live gameplay for us, so can you show us what you've got?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very excited
Let's
to
start the demo. And the mission that we have here, of course, it's Dying Light the Beast, right? So it's going to be scary, going to be full of zombies, full of open world exploration, parkour, many fighting. And the mission that we have here
I played the first Dying Light game, really enjoyable,
because,
but
it's one of
the second one I think like just kind of came and
it
went.
starts with a very classic Dying Light dilemma. There's like a
I think when it
small
came
group of
out, it was like
survivors
kind of buggy.
struggling to survive.
A lot of people like were turned off by it. I think they went back and like patched a lot of it and added a bunch of new stuff to it.
The water source is gone. Like there are no water in the taps, and like they don't know what happened. Like is something trying
This is
to
like
hurt
a,
them?
I
Maybe
think the
something is
Dying
broke.
Light the Beast. I think it's like
Maybe
kind of like
something
a
is trying to
like
get
a
rid of them
spin-off.
from this place because they want to take over. So it's kind of like a classic Dying Light.
It's not a direct
but
sequel,
then
but it's like kind of like a
twists,
side
there are
story,
some turns,
but like a
there's
fully
some,
fledged game though.
mystery to uncover. Probably we will not see all of it here, but let's just give it a go and let's see how far we can go.
Let's see what we uncover. That is one of my favorite things from the previous games, when you have this little hub community kind of safe space for most part, and then you do have to go out and protect them or gain friendships as well as take on the challenges outwards.
And that's exactly what Kyle Crane is doing, because like that's a side mission, but also the basics, right? So you play as Kyle Crane, and that's a very unique, very special type of a hero for a survival horror game, because he's not only the master survivalist, like he's not only able to survive as long as he wants in this difficult, challenging environment, but in this game he also has access to a set of very special, very powerful beast-like abilities, which really allow him to kind of unleash all of the rage, all of the everything that he has in it. And like the tagline for the game is that they were trying to break him, but they created a beast. And why they were trying to break him? Because he was captured by this guy named the Baron. Baron is a crazy scientist who's trying to achieve something very, very sinister. And Baron was experimenting on Kyle for a number of years. Kyle manages to break out, so they didn't break him. And now he's ready to unleash his wrath. He's ready to take revenge. But for
I like
that,
the story.
he needs some help. And that help comes from the people that live in this beautiful valley that we see on the screen right now. This is the valley. The region is called Castor Woods.
Okay.
It's modeled after Swiss Alps, like little touristy towns in Swiss Alps. Lots of nature, lots of very beautiful vistas. But of course, this one has lots of zombies in it.
Perfect holiday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd probably go to the Swiss Alps as well,
Yeah,
just
of course,
to see it.
of course. But yeah, of course. Like the high season for zombies is there all the time. And actually, what we have here, so the town in the middle of the map is actually built to be almost like a parkour paradise. We really wanted to squeeze as much.
Yeah, that's the thing with the
as possible
Dying
out
Light
of
game.
this
It's all about
location.
parkour,
So players
parkour
are
and
able
zombies.
to seamlessly showcase all of the parkour skills. Jump, run, wall run, slide, connect
There
all
we
of
go.
that together.
You like run and kick
How
them
are
and
you
shit.
feeling? Do you
Oh,
want to fight some zombies?
No, I think we could, we got it. There's plenty of them around.
and more of the
Let's see some parkour, because obviously that's so
monsters,
intrinsic
creatures
to
come out
it.
at night.
So Dying Light was built on parkour.
parkour, right? Like we have, when we started working on the series, we actually asked David Bell, who's the grandfather of parkour. He's the inventor of modern parkour, to help us, to share his insights, his expertise. We got him in our studio, we mock-up his moves, we asked him to basically tell us how close we are to reality, because one thing about Dying Light is we always put a lot of emphasis on immersion. We really want to make players feel like they are part of this world, like they are the character there.
Oh shit.
Come on, Aaron. Like the whole QA department is looking at you.
You did no.
It's a lot of pressure for
Damn, what dude just died. Why would he jump? He just jumped straight off into the ground.
Saying that this is like, you might look at the game, you might look at the screenshots and think, oh, okay, I see.
Why would he just jump straight off the building and just do nothing, just drop straight down?
This is a survival game. This is a thinking man's survival game, so you constantly have to be on your toes. You constantly need to think like a survival to survive. Even if you are as a good player as Aaron, you have to constantly look at.
Yeah, very experienced.
You have to look at every step that you take.
It happens to the best of us.
And I can understand why Aaron is nervous. Like before coming here, we had a conversation that actually the whole QA team, from which Aaron is, they were aware that he'll be playing, so they are watching right now, putting extra pressure on the guy.
I kept it quiet, and it was.
Yeah, but don't worry.
Aaron, you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And by the way, if I just made using the opportunity, let's just.
You had that wire right there.
QA
Instead, you just
guys,
jumped
because
straight
they are
into
really
nothing.
Putting a lot of work into this. They are the most important part of the dev team in this very final stretches of the production, because we are basically just 4 weeks from releasing the game.
So
Damn.
exciting.
Yes, so very close. Actually, maybe we can loot some
Damn, he said
stuff,
4
right?
weeks away.
I think
Holy
it's a good
shit.
chance here. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I love this layout so far. I mean, the town itself feels a little bit on the less living and breathing side of things for now, but it
Cigarettes.
still feels so realistic, as if I've actually felt those textures and been in places like this before.
yeah,
That's
so actually
sick.
this is something that we are very proud about, because like the whole world has been handcrafted by our level artists.
Yeah.
And
There's a
not
lot of
only
games coming out
handcrafted,
soon.
but
Holy
also
shit.
they've managed to put a lot of Easter eggs, in jokes into the world. So like the posters you see there, like
I think next
have
week we
even
got Gears of War
scanned some of the
Reloaded
items
and
that they have in their homes, in their
Metal Gear
houses,
Solid
and
Delta.
kind of brought them into
This game's coming out in
like, the
4
virtual
weeks.
versions here in the game. I'm not sure
There's a
we'll
couple
see
of
that,
other
but for
games coming
example,
out too. I think
there's a
September. There's a lot of
blanket,
games
like
coming out.
with a
Damn.
lion.
We might get a chance.
Yeah, we might get a chance.
It's gonna be
to
a
see
busy
that. So
fall
actually,
season.
That's a blanket that was scanned, taken from grandma of one of our artists, and in a way to kind of honor her and put something very real into the game. We have the blanket and a lot of other different items. The whole map has been created by hand by our artists. That's why it feels so immersive. It feels real, like every square inch is different.
Yeah, you've really put heart and soul into it. I mean, the second game, obviously, it's in the title, Dying Light 2 Stay Human. So I think that's been one of my favorite parts of the Dying Light games, is it's set aside from other
There you
games
go.
like that because it feels so realistic.
Damn.
Realistic also in the
especially the combat.
Exactly. Representation of gore. So another thing about Dying Light, aside from parkour, of course, it's a melee combat focused game with lots of brutality, lots of gore. I think that's something that's very important in the zombie genre, that you really need to show the guts, you really need to show the blood.
Cut the head off.
Show the kind of the brain
There you
being
go.
exposed, the cuts being cut, heads being cut.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much of it can we show, because I think the previous games were a little bit on the family-friendly side. But that's also a good thing.
There you go. That's not like drop kicking.
Aaron is having fun because he knows how to play the game. He spent hundreds of hours in it. But again, this is a game where you see zombies, you don't just run at them and slash them. Like, you really want to make sure that whatever you do makes sense, that you don't take unnecessary risks. That's a nice thing. Actually, maybe it's also worth mentioning that a lot of our combat in Dying Light the Beast is created using physics and ragdolls. If we have animations that are super short, just to represent what happens with the enemy that you are hitting. So, like, you will encounter hundreds of zombies here, but every fight with a zombie is different because the reaction is always different. Sometimes he hits an obstacle, sometimes he hits another zombie. There's lots of those cool emergent moments.
Yeah. You were speaking
Combat
about
looks
some
great.
of the melee weapons that we've used already.
Yeah, I think these are the zombies that
machetes and
they
all
stay
sorts.
inside
What
during the day and
sort
come
of
out at
weapons
night.
can we find
You
in
also
the
get
world of
bigger
Dying
beasts and
Light?
monsters too that come out at night.
Melee weapons, and of course, the classic stuff for the genre. So I don't know, gas pipes, crowbars,
Molotov cocktails.
machetes, hammers, axes, wrenches, things that you can basically find all around you. But also if you dig deep enough, and that's a very important aspect of Dying Light the Beast, that there are lots of secrets that you can actually uncover if you dig deep enough. You can find weapons like medieval swords, very unusual creations of the
There you go,
survivors.
hidden
So
weapons in the
really a
game.
lot of very
I like
fancy
to hear.
looking and fancy
Rewards you for
working
exploring.
and effective weapons that are really a lot of fun to play.
I like the sound of a medieval sword. That sounds pretty
Yeah.
badass, to be fair. Do you guys have favorites? What's your favorite weapon of choice?
Samurai
The
sword.
Samurai, of course, like a classic.
It's probably a boring answer, but yeah.
But for me, actually, it's a flamethrower, something new to Dying Light the Beast. So for some reason, like even though we are making zombie games, we didn't have a flamethrower before. So Dying Light the Beast, aside from the melee weapons and a big focus on firearms as well, introduces a number of new weapons. So flamethrower, grenade launcher, saw blade launcher.
Now, why is
and
that guy
a number
glowing,
of additional
like
hidden stuff
reddish
that you
yellow?
have to find as you play the game. We are now living the time. We are now living the time.
Oh, he's got armor on, I think.
And actually, that's an example of one of the open world activities. Like there are places like this spread
I'll
all
do
over
get
the
out of
world
there.
with which you can interact. If you manage to survive, Aaron.
Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere.
Man, there's a horde of them now.
I'm demonstrating exactly what we want, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So, like military combos like this, if you manage to kill all of the infected here, or if you manage to outsmart them, because that's also an option. You can, for example, use a decoy, draw them to like away from this place, and then try to loot it. That's a very good place to find some ammo for
You
your
got a big dude down
firearms.
there.
And as I said, firearms have really received a lot of love from us as developers in Dying Light the Beast.
Good luck with that one, buddy.
He's a bit too big for now, I think, this guy, right?
This one, yeah, like maybe, let's not risk it. You already died once, so I don't.
They're playing with fire.
Like the guys back at home are making bets, like, will he die again?
Oh. So firearms, there's a little bit more of a focus on.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Maybe we could actually use the rifle. What do you think? It will get messy because the thing about firearms is they make a lot of noise.
Got you.
So as soon as you start shooting, there's a chance that the virus, the fast-moving zombies will come. Actually, I think there's one guy over there.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's
Safer.
try to hide. Like, we'll see if that works.
Safer inside. Oh my.
Yeah,
gosh,
but
okay.
Relatively.
A little bit, like it's never safe in the world of Dying Light. Like what I like to say is that it's actually one of the most dense
Gunplay looks good too.
open worlds out there, because basically every part of the map is something where you play the game, where you do some kind of interaction. Either you parkour, which is also like interaction, you click buttons like you're trying to get somewhere, you make decisions where you want to go. Combat the same, you get surrounded, suddenly there's a group coming from one direction, group from the other. Constantly something is happening, like you are never bored. It's very intense, very dense experience.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. A lot to explore and discover, and every kind of trip outside of the safe zone is probably not going to be exactly the same as before.
Yeah, so Dying Light was built out of emergent moments, and we actually we did fight with some of the guys with the tanks, for example, right? But actually we didn't trigger them, so maybe if there's an opportunity, but like, oh, actually that's a nice thing. Or maybe we can keep the...
I think there's, some better opportunities.
Okay, so what happens right now is that because
You're probably going to beast mode.
a lot with like quite intense, he managed to charge his beast mode, right? So
Yep,
now
see.
he can unleash it. So maybe we can actually see that here, like how effective he is with fighting those zombies. They throws them all around. Like he has those.
I just
like,
fucking tore him apart.
pictures.
It doesn't need any weapons anymore. Oh
Nah.
my
Ooh.
goodness, he ripped his arm right off.
God damn.
Like, nothing is
I'm
left,
straight
like,
fucking Marshawn Lynch beast mode.
unsmashed.
Who's laughing now?
No one left unsmashed.
That sounded like you were saying it to the QA guys. Like, who's laughing now? Like, I'm here on Xbox and I'm playing this awesome game.
Heck
Oh.
yeah. Oh, zombies don't need brains. It's fine.
Yeah, some of the new visual designs for our enemies. So of course, like, you can see the game is really beautiful to look at. Even the
Yeah, it
zombies.
is.
Like, if you are into zombies, it's good
Pay
to
attention to detail.
make a pause or go into photo mode and try to see how detailed the models are, especially when you do some damage to them. We have increased significantly the number of places on their bodies which you can damage. We have, like when you cut a limb, you can cut it in 3 different places. You can really leave a lot of scars, wounds, like broken places.
And he just stumbled and fell.
That's nice, quite brutal.
I saw earlier
like
when you
that.
just left someone crawling because you cut his leg off, so that was quite mean for that poor zombie, I feel, as well. A nice play.
Look into they even
Also,
like
as you
start
can
to
see,
like
there's a lot of
burn, their
versatility,
skin starts getting
versatility,
black and charred.
yes, like,
You could drive vehicles.
so
Holy shit!
emotions.
You know that.
There's a lot of varied ways how you can solve combat situations. That's also
Just mow 'em
something that
down,
we were
baby.
always thinking about when we were working on 9 Night games. We want to give players freedom. Freedom where they go anywhere, climb anything. Freedom how they fight. Actually, we're leaving the mission area, so that of course in the full game you're not leaving mission area, so the freedom is.
Boom, 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 boom. But I wonder if the vehicle takes a lot like damage
I like
quickly.
the tactic of running away. That's my favorite tactic. for
Yes.
some reason.
But that's also like that's your choice, right? And again, like
Oh, he just flung him off the hill
vehicles,
right into the wall.
Another thing that's new to the beast. Actually, maybe we can also show the FPP, right? Because you can drive from that perspective, like keep the immersion. So it is.
You got
like,
that windshield. Look, the
nice
windshield's got a
to
giant crack in it.
Rush, roam through zombies, blast through zombies
Oh.
in the vehicle, giving you a little bit of those Carmageddon vibes, but again, like a little reminder, this is
Damn,
a
this game looks
survival
fucking
game,
great.
Right? So like you need to think about how
I was
damaged your
saw a
vehicle
little bit
is,
before and it
or
looked really cool, but now I'm like, oh, look at that dude run.
Exactly, doesn't have gas.
The
so
gas, okay,
I
that's
think
what's gonna
we are
get you.
slowly running out of gas, so.
So you probably don't have a lot of gas.
Find a gas station. That's
Exactly.
good to know, right?
I'm not sure they're still working. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
So with our new vehicles and things, is there different areas that we can explore around the world then?
No,
Different,
so
like,
actually we
biomes?
decided to choose this one because it fits the environment most, right? So Aaron, when you get up, maybe let's just have a nice look around the place. So about
Taking the view, I love that.
yeah, take the view, and we'll talk about vehicles. So we have chosen
This game looks
those,
fucking great.
off-road pickups because
So I paid a little bit of attention to it
they
before,
fit the
just like
environment
a couple
most.
glances, but
We didn't see
what
that
the
much
fuck's
of
up
it
there?
yet, but the whole world is actually quite varied. We have the town in the middle, we have an industrial park, we have swamps, we have mountains with hiking trails, we have farm fields, so a lot of very uneven terrain. So off-road pickups seem to be most fitted to this kind of environment. So yes, you are driving that vehicle. There might be some things hidden, but I'm not spoiling that too much. But then you're also able to customize the visuals of the vehicle a little. So there's still quite. Oh, I think that's the blanket that I was.
Yeah.
that
This
we're
was
talking about. So this is actually the real blanket that you can find in one of our level artists' grandmother's.
Actually, at one of the playtests, some guy met me. He said the same thing. Like he recognized the blanket,
Yeah.
so it's a very iconic.
That's so wholesome. So
Yeah.
there we go. That's a challenge for
I
everyone
don't know.
playing
Are
that.
we ready to go into the night part? Because we
Hey.
might do that. But
I'm ready if you guys are.
a word of warning, because like Dying Light generally. Let's maybe look at some Vista before us. Okay, let's go to the night. So what
Come on,
happens
I'm
is
scared.
that
Here's where shit gets
Dying
real.
Light basically is a game of two halves. The day part that we have just experienced, if you are a good player, you are in control. You know what to do, like you know how to behave. You will kind of find your way around in this apocalypse. But the night part is something completely different. What happens is the volatiles.
So during the
and I
daytime,
will
you're the
scare you a
hunter.
little,
You
so kinda
know
sit
how to
tight.
run shit.
The
At night, you're the
volatiles,
prey.
like the scary monsters, the apex predators, the kings of the night, they are coming out, they are roaming the whole place. And with those guys, you don't fight with them. Like when you see them, you try to run away as quickly as possible. Okay, maybe at the end of the game, where your beast mode is fully charged, where you have unlocked all of the skills for the character, because there's like a big skill tree of various beast skills that you unlock.
Here's where it comes like during the day you can run around, fuck stuff up, be in charge. At night,
without that,
you're gonna be fucking
it's
creeping,
really scary. So maybe we can actually try
stealthing,
to
because
sneak
you are the
up
fucking
on those
prey.
guys a little, so we see them from close.
We'll go sneaky beaky.
You can see where they are if
See?
you use the survivor sense. So that's like a special senses of Kyle Crane where we can see the threats and be aware
Ah,
of the
shit.
threats
They're
around
already
him.
onto me.
But it seems the volatiles are everywhere. Maybe actually what we could do, that's scary.
There's so many.
Yeah, that is fucking scary.
So yeah, this new kind of sensor to see the volatiles around and other zombies.
All of the threats, but I think actually, okay, so the chase has started. They
Get the
are
fuck out of there,
fast
buddy.
Now, like, it will get super, super difficult because the guys, like, the regular biters, the regular zombies, they, you know, they're just zombies, right?
Fine,
So you can avoid them, you can jump over them basically. With volatiles, they chase
Oh, look at
you,
those
they're
fucking
right
things.
behind you. It's actually good to look behind you from time to time. They're also basically better at parkour than you are, so they can really
We've seen
grab
that
you.
for sure.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, so you have
Dude,
to
get
try
the
and
fuck out of
outrun
there.
them for now until we've built up our beast
Until he
ability.
dies, I think.
I don't fancy my odds very much. Yeah. But we'll try.
So what you can see at the top of the screen, the red bar shows you the intensity of the chase.
Damn, look at those things.
So we are basically in the middle of how intense it can be.
What happens when it gets full level?
You're gone basically. Like it's time to restart the game. Yes.
Yeah, they're still on to me.
Oh, shit.
Great. What other abilities can we see from Kyle's kind of beast mode abilities as
So
well?
actually the beast mode will be very helpful right now because when you are in the beast mode you can run faster, you can jump higher. That's actually a very good way of
Damn, look at those
escaping
things.
those volatiles.
They got 'em.
So they're laughing at you again, right?
No.
Okay, but just to finish the thought, maybe let's go back to the game
we'll
and
be back at this.
I will finish the thought. So what happens is that the volatiles, what happens is that as they're chasing you, the beast mode, you get a number of combat skills that you, of course, is most used for combat. But then when you are running, when you are parkouring, they allow you to jump faster, jump higher, run faster, be able to reach places that are unreachable to regular human beings, right?
Okay.
So what's important then is that at some point of the game, you are able to actually control the beast mode a little bit more. At the beginning, sometimes the rage just overwhelms you, but then as you progress into the game, you get full control of it. You can trigger it whenever you want, and then you can use that to actually reach places, find secrets that you would not be able to do when you are in the human form of Kyle
This game
Crane.
looks awesome.
And again, that opens a new kind of way of exploring the map and a new way of interacting with the world.
Love it. Do you have a favorite biome from the game that you like? You were speaking about kind of swamp areas. Do you like the pretty cities or the hills as well?
I like we have a really nice storm weather preset. So I like I guess it's the industrial. This area when it's stormy, it's very atmospheric,
Actually,
very nice.
The weather is like I would say the weather is very nice, but it's not like literally true because the weather tends to be very rainy and stormy from time to time and very gloomy. But it's nice because we have really spent a lot of technical resources on making sure it really looks very, very real. So it rains and you feel like it's raining and and that you are there. So and my favorite biome, I would say, is the farm fields.
Okay.
So, but not when it's raining, because when it's raining, it's actually not that good. What I like is farm fields in full sun. Like you see, like how yellow the grain is.
Yeah.
It's really very
Pretty.
beautiful to look at.
Love that. Well, can you tell me a little bit about, I'm really excited to dive into more of the survival kind of element, but what should players watching at home be excited for Dying Light? What about the story and more about the game that you want people to be excited about?
I think it's the best Dying Light game that we have ever created.
It looks
So
like
for
it.
the
It looks
fans, I
fucking
think it's
awesome.
Sold already. But if you have not played Dying Light before, if you have not heard about Dying Light before, absolutely don't be afraid. Be afraid of the volatiles, but don't be afraid to test the game. You will
Yeah, it's not like a sequel or
all of
anything
the
to the other
things
games. It's
that
like a
make Dying Light
spin-off, but like a
very special
full-fledged
combinations.
game.
It's a
Like
mix
a
of open world and
spin-off.
survival horror.
Yeah.
It has top-of-the-class parkour, top-of-the-class melee combat, day and night cycle that changes the game as you play, and a very, very emotional, very interesting narrative. I think you will really feel something. You will feel the pain of Kyle Crane, how they were trying to break him, like all of the wrongdoings that happened to him. And then when he gets free, and you will also get free in the game, and you get a chance, you shot at revenge, it will really be very cathartic. You will feel how good it is to unleash this power in the game.
Well, I can't wait. I had so much fun playing Dying Light Stay Human co-op as well, so I'm really looking forward to maybe jumping into this one.
Absolutely, co-op is
Heck
also
yeah.
supported. You can play with 4 friends in co-op. I can
Okay.
actually give
Listen,
you
what's the difference with the
and
mask?
3 more, so you can play with the masks.
The mask.
And in co-op is like another layer of fun. The interactions, the measured moments are squared compared to what happens when you play it alone. Alone is a very focused, very atmospheric experience. In co-op is just all-out fun. You, your friends, and lots of zombies around.
Love it. Well, do you know what? I'm going to come straight over to your guys' booth here at Gamescom and maybe get
You're
a
welcome.
whirl,
Yeah.
please.
You're
As
welcome.
long as you guys play with me, so it'll be good. That'd be great.
Sure.
What can we look forward to from Dying Light the Beast
Exciting
next?
bit. Dying Light the Beast releases in 4 weeks,
That's
September
crazy.
19th. So it's
Cool.
excitement all over the place. PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X. We can't wait for you to play the game.
Amazing. I can't wait either. Timon, Aaron, thank you so much for showing
Thank
me
you so much.
a
Thank you.
little bit about Dying Light the Beast. I can't wait to play more.
Thank you.
But for you guys at home, don't forget to pre-order your copy today. Now then, the Xbox Gamescom broadcast continues with some more trailers, including a world premiere trailer for a game that uses deck building as a metaphor for cooking to whip up something entirely unique. Then we'll hear from Double Fine's Tim Schafer about their new opus Keeper. And don't forget, we've still got World of Warcraft and Call of Duty updates towards the end of the day. And not to mention some news on a little indie game. And that's INDY, not INDIE. See you soon.
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Huh. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and let my dog in the yard real quick. It'll be like 5 minutes.
Things are peaceful here in Palo Pori.
I don't know if I should leave the stream on, just going, or go to...
Beyond the wall,
Yeah, I'll just leave it on like this right
something
now.
has begun
I'll be right
to
back. I'm just gonna
stir.
go let my dog in the yard, grab something to drink real quick. So enjoy it. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
In the face of danger, it's time to get to work. You see, in this world, not all heroes wield swords. In fact, some prefer the spoon. There are some who believe that in order to save the world, you've got to start with a really good meal. And that's exactly what our caretakers need. Your recipes might just be our only hope. Because let's face it, who can save the world on an empty stomach? The delicious meals you make will fuel the caretakers, so that they can battle the ravenous monsters threatening your home. Opening soon, Bistro.
It's Bistro. Beasts who run a bistro. It took me a minute, but I got there.
I don't get it. Well, Bistro is Xbox Play anywhere, so if that game looks to your tastes, consider it just one more reason to get excited for the ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X. But now, it is our sincere pleasure to dig into the latest title from Double Fine, Keeper.
Keeper has been turning heads since its reveal during June's Xbox Showcase and are here to bring us some never-before-seen gameplay. It's Double Fine Production studio head and fan favorite Tim Schafer. Tim, thank you so much for joining us. First off, it's so exciting to have you here. And this game, we're going to straight out the bat. It's clearly Lee Petty's baby in many, many ways. Bit of a Double Fine legend, I hear.
Yeah, he was our art director on Brutal Legend and Broken Age.
I mean, some of the best games you could ever reel off that someone's worked on. I want to know a little bit more about what it's like working with him and your team bringing his vision to life.
Well, Lee has a really, as you can tell from those games, a really strong idea of what a game should look like and how it should feel.
Yeah.
And he's someone who I've just come to really trust and rely to just have that kind of vision, also be able to execute it. He's really good at technology as well as art, and also leading a team full of people at Double Fine, because it's a very collaborative environment, so you have to have the right touch, you know.
Absolutely.
And so mostly what it's like working with him is I just leave him alone.
Suppose you can trust day one he turns up and he knows by day end, he knows exactly what needs to happen. And as you say, it's an element of trust. I think that's really important.
Yeah, especially in a game without any dialogue. So I don't have to worry about him sneaking in any bad language.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Maybe he'll find a way.
We'll find a way to do it on
Yeah.
the stream when we play it, don't you worry. Yeah. I mean, in some ways, it does feel like this game is a bit of a new chapter for the studio. Like you said, it is wordless, so nothing to be said there, but it's still atmospheric, still surreal. So what would you say inspired Lee and the team to move in that kind of direction?
Well, a couple of things. When we were talking about what his next game should be, we were like, well, what could we do now? Because things have changed for us. We became part of the Xbox family. We have like support and resources we didn't have before. And we're like, what could we not do before? And what's a game that we probably could never get signed with a publisher? Something that would seem just too far out there, but would be a really personal thing for Lee and his, you know, wanting to do something really beautiful and strange, mysterious, and yet still really charming. And also, I think at that time, a lot of things were going on with a global pandemic. I don't know if you heard about that, but we were all locked inside. And the only way Lee found a lot of escape from that was to go on long hikes through nature. He'd go into the mountains and look at the nature around his house and think about...
I can see where this is going, yeah.
About how the humanity is really threatened. We didn't know what was going to happen. We were kind of scared, and yet nature just kept going and changing and evolving and interacting with each other, and that was really inspiring to him. And he's also a weird guy who has like a lot of interesting tastes. Grew up on like the Dark Crystal and Cronenberg films and surrealist painters, and so put those things together to make something that was chill like nature, but also a little weird. Yeah. And I think you'll see that in the game.
Yeah, when you mentioned Cronenberg films, I am now slightly worried for the Seabird, but I'm hoping that you're going to leave that bit out.
Well, you're just going to have to... The game's
we're not getting anything today on that.
It's all about surprise, but it's not a horror game. Yeah. Although it's an interesting... Lee's vibe with this game is that it's not some super violent horror game with a lot of blood, but it's also not like just when you think of a cozy game, they're sweet.
So we got
cuddly cats.
Double Fine here.
It's got
a new game.
A weird.
So where you play is like a lighthouse.
Vibe where the unexpected might happen.
Like
Tim Schafer right here.
There's something amiss.
He plays a lighthouse and moves throughout the world.
You don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, for sure.
What was it like when you started off with the initial sketches? That must be quite a fun time during the development process where you are still sort of hashing things out, but then moving forward to what we see today, how's that sort of transformation been?
I mean, it was fun to watch Lee and his small crew get together when they just started, and they were just trying different gameplay ideas out. It really was a blank canvas for them to just experiment and experiment with things that are not just, when I mentioned surrealist painters, like it's not just melting clocks, but it's also like the procedure they came up with their art by tearing up words to make new words, and so that it was fun to watch this process of when the sky's the limit, what you come up with, and watching it evolve to, of course, it just had to be a walking lighthouse.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I want to go back to what you're saying a little bit about the surrealists and paints. I want to stick on art for a moment, because naturally everything we've seen so far just screams beauty in Lee's deranged way.
Screaming beauty is what we call it.
Screaming beauty.
That's Lee's nickname around the office.
Love it. Can you tell us more about the art direction itself and how that ties to the actual mechanics of the game now?
Yeah, I mean, the art direction is, very specific vision of Lee's, but it leads to the interactions that you have in the game it is an adventure game that has puzzles, but they're light puzzles because it's really much more of an atmospheric experience. Not supposed to get stuck on a puzzle. You can't die and you can't fail in the game, but you use the light that the lighthouse has to interact with the world and cause changes to happen. And you also have a companion named Twig, which is this seabird.
The seabird,
Twig.
Twig, you can send Twig out to interact with the world too.
Very nice. I mean, you guys are very typically known for quite a lot of experiences that are somewhat reality warping, mind bending. Are we going to see those kind of same shades? What's really the vibe of Thiva?
Well, I mean, I think we talk about the films that inspired Lee, like you mentioned Dave Cronenberg or David Lynch. Those films all have really weird, unexpected things happen in them. But it seems at first like nonsense, but there's a kind of a dream logic to it that makes it make sense. Yeah, it means something, but it's not necessarily clear what it means.
Sorry,
it
I
probably means more
did
than
text
one
somebody
thing,
real
and
quick.
It's really open to the player to have this experience of playing this game and try and think
So we got
about
Tim
what all
Schafer
the
Double
different
Fine. Their game is
That's
about
going to be interesting when it comes out and see other people's interpretations then potentially. of what
lighthouse
he's
that
getting
walks
at the game
around
with
and
the
traverses through the
relationship
world.
between the seabird and the lighthouse. That's really fascinating.
I do love it. Now, I am going to ask you a really important question about the seabird, Twig. Unfortunately, it's going to completely shape my opinion of the game. So, can you pet Twig?
Well, that's an
No.
interesting question. I don't want to give away everything that happens in the game.
This is a simple
It's
yes
such a
or no
stupid
answer.
millennial
The
fucking
lighthouse
question.
has no
Never gonna be.
arms.
I know, but you guys are weird and you find ways to make things
Smash
happen.
it with a little leg.
Can you smash it with a little leg? Is
Yeah.
also a nickname we call Lee. Can you pet something?
Nobody
with
cares
light?
about
Let me
that shit
answer
about
that
petting the
question.
animal
Oh.
anymore. It was such a
Okay.
stupid fucking thing
I think that's
that
above my
millennials wanted.
intellect to answer that. I'm going to just say yes
Yes.
to basically make you do
I'm
it.
going to say,
Which I
rather
am
than
one.
just a simple pet, the companionship you'll feel with Twig is something much deeper and beyond physical affection.
Oh.
Am I going to fall in
good.
love with this bird, Tim?
It's the most. It's a.
Am I going to fall in love with the lighthouse?
It's a
Nectar of the gods, baby.
Because it's a game that
Monsters,
has no
sponsor me.
dialogue, no spoken words at all, but it is a very emotional storyline. Both the lighthouse and the seabird Twig have character arcs, and they go through changes and metamorphosis.
Yeah, nailed it. It's in there somewhere.
Metamorphism.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It happens to both of them, but it's all. We're only showing like the very early gameplay footage because things, believe it or not, get a lot weirder than what you're seeing.
If you ever know what like
You
game
guys
development's
never-
really like, the
No,
fucking
absolutely. So I
meat
just wanted to
potatoes
touch
of
very
it.
quickly then, if we're not
I don't know
hearing
who
them
did it, but
speak
they did
per
a
se, is it
documentary
environmental
from, like,
storytelling, the music I'm
making
assuming is a really important part as well.
I think it's
the sound
Psychonauts or
design,
Psychonauts too.
the animation,
They got a
you
full
know, a
film
lot of
crew
our
in and
animators
just filmed Tim
try to make
Schafer and
scenes
Double
work
Fine
if you have the volume
making
off,
the
you know,
game.
just as, like,
It's actually like
the
pretty
expressiveness
extraordinary
of the
when you go
lighthouse
check that
still
out.
Has a face-like level.
Really
of
see how
expression.
games get made.
The bird is very expressive, obviously, and there are scenes that will make people cry in this game, I think.
I'm not ready for it.
Not
Charlie.
the whole time.
No,
Not the whole
it
time.
will be the whole time, I
Yeah.
swear. Look at the birds.
So
He's going to make
sweet.
me weep already. Well, obviously, we got studio here,
The
Henry,
keeper.
so I do have to ask. People are always curious about you guys, what Double Fine is cooking up behind closed doors. And the last time we
Psychonauts
spoke
3.
to you was back in 2021, where we saw Psychonauts 2. So what
a
have you
game.
been up to since then outside of Keeper? Can you actually tell us anything you've been doing?
Well, I'm here to announce right
Yeah.
now that we are making other games too. We have
Fantastic.
multiple games going on at the studio. And the thing I will say is that they're all brand new. They're all brand new IP. There's
Good.
we did Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, they're
that
not a
is
big sequel
keeping
maker
us
type of
fine for
studio.
sequels
They're always
for a
trying
while.
something
Great
different.
work on that, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Which I love about
A
them.
lot of team effort. Here's some footage of the team.
Yeah, they are working, right?
Except for that guy who's just walking around.
Yeah.
Get to work, Bert. Yeah, we're working on new projects that are brand new IP, and we're excited about sharing them someday.
Oh,
Okay.
just for Sundays.
Well, you
then
just
all
make
right.
sure you let us know now, 'cause we're all
We'll let
best
you- we'll tell you
pals
first.
and-
Yeah.
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 Sounds good. Well, Tim,
They
thank
are
you
owned
so
by
much for
Xbox
joining us.
now.
Do you have any final thoughts on Keeper that you'd love to share?
Well, let's see. Do we talk about the bird? Yeah.
You did the birds.
Yeah.
Bird. There's puzzles.
Yeah.
Got
Mentioned
that.
Puzzles.
Check.
Have I mentioned that it's
Excuse me.
weird but chill?
Yeah, kind of.
More or less.
Ish,
Did I
yeah.
mispronounce metamorphizing?
Yes.
Great.
yeah.
Okay.
No,
That's
I
all
didn't
my
hear
talking
that.
points.
Perfect. We've absolutely nailed them all, and just in time because we have some harder questions for you. Me and Henry are going to start grilling you. A little game that we like to play on
Oh.
Xbox On called This or That.
I can't think quickly, but I'll try.
Well, you're going to have to think pretty quickly. Henry is going to fire some questions at you, and you can either give us one-word answers, or if you need a minute to think, that's fine. But there's some pretty good questions. I won't lie. Henry's
I'll
nailed
do it as
this.
fast as I can.
Game for it?
Lock
Okay.
in.
Right, let's play This or That with Tim Schafer. First up, Jack Black in Brutal Legend or Jack Black in Psychonauts 2?
Brutal Legends.
Well, you could put those together and get Brutal Legend 2, which is not something we're working on.
Nice, I like that.
I'll save it for that.
Would you rather work at the Department of Death as a travel agent, or would you rather work as a psychonaut?
Psychonaut. It has a lot more personal career growth possibilities. They have badges, whereas Manny had kind of a dead-end job.
That's true. Well, seeing as how you'd like to be a psychonaut, this is a good question. Telekinesis or clairvoyance?
Well, you can do so much with telekinesis, but clairvoyance lets you see how people see you, which is terrifying, and I don't want to know it. So I'll go with telekinesis.
Good pick. Okay, Rad or Raz?
Oh, Lee's game, Rad.
Uh-huh.
Post-apocalyptic 80s roguelike action game. Or Raz, who's a human being, but fictional. But, I'll go with Raz because he's on Game Pass.
There you go. That's a good way to market it. He's owned by Xbox too. That's it's good marketing.
Well,
Good salesman.
Seabirds are cool, but lighthouses get pooped on a lot. And in general in life, what I'm saying is you'd rather be the
one
pooper
pooping than the
than
one
the
getting
thing that
pooped
gets
on.
pooped on. So I'm going Seabird.
There you go.
I think I agree, and I never thought I'd have to agree on that statement, but cool. Do you prefer talking animals or sentient objects? If they
Talking
were real?
animals.
I mean, it depends on the object and the animal. I'd rather know what, like, my cat is thinking
Yeah.
than know what my toilet is feeling.
Oh.
And I'd rather my toilet not have any thoughts at all.
Yeah.
We're going down a real like theme
Gross
here, right?
I apologize. I apologize.
That was actually really funny.
I don't know why.
We are never doing this game again.
Picture of a safe and a rat. I could have gone
so
with
done.
that.
Fantasy or sci-fi?
Science fiction.
Speaking of, I got a little footrest down here. I'm trying to move it close to my feet. I'm like, why the hell is it so fucking heavy? And dog's on top of it.
Instead of, well, I'm going to go tentacles because 2 heads is just like another mouth to feed.
Yeah, oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Okay. Do you prefer boss fights or platforming?
Boss fights.
I like platforming on the way to a boss fight. You can have a boss fight at the end, but platforming.
Okay. Now for the big question.
Go.
We're in Germany. I have to ask this. Currywurst or strudel?
Is that what it looks like? They oh, currywurst and
Yeah, that's the best ones we could find.
One's sweet and one's really goopy, but the Schaefers come from a long line of German sausage makers. No joke.
Right.
So I'm gonna.
Oh,
have to go with
wow.
currywurst.
Okay,
Is
there
it
you go.
first?
There we go.
I
Currywurst.
think they'd say
Currywurst.
currywurst.
You should know.
Yeah.
Hang on, big up the family tree and then say it wrong.
Well, thanks again, Tim. This has been a lot of fun. Remember, guys, Keeper launches on October 17th, 2025. But you guys can wishlist it today. And of course, there is still tons more to come up, including
I love
this
Tim
exciting
Schafer, dude. He's
update
just such a
from our
cool
friends at
dude.
Square Enix
They make
that
such great
should
games like
make
Double
those of you
Fine.
anxiously awaiting an Xbox
Seems just like a
Satellite on
chill work
October
environment
16th.
too.
Pretty happy. But then, stay put for the latest developments in World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, and more on Chronos: The New Dawn. Live from Cologne, Germany, this is Xbox.
That I'm interested in. Chronos: A New Dawn. That game looks fucking awesome. It's like a new horror game from Bloober Team. who's
Xbox
fucking.
ゲームファンの皆様、こんにち
Oh,
は。
we're getting Final Fantasy VII on
スクエアエニッ
Xbox
クス
now.
の浜口です。私
I
が
like
シ
that
リ
hoodie.
ーズディレクターを務めるファイナルファンタジー7リメイクがいよいよ Xbox プラットフォームに登場します。1作目となるファイナルファンタジー
I
7
beat the first one, but I
インターグレード
started
は
the second one,
主
but
人
didn't
公
get
の
through
ク
it
ラウ
all
ド
the
と
way.
その仲間たちが世界を支配する神羅カンパニーや
I never played the
宿敵
original.
セフィロスと戦う姿が描かれます。鋼鉄の都市ミッドガルを舞台に繰り広げられる星を巡る
See, when
壮
Final
大な物
Fantasy
語
VII came out in
をぜひその
'97,
手で
I was playing
体験して
Resident
みて
Evil
ください。
1 and waiting for the
さら
second
に
game.
本作には忍びの少女ユフィを主人公とする番外編も収録されているので合わせて楽しんでいただけます。本作は
I think I
Xbox
just
Play
got to
Anywhere
her in the
対
second
応してい
game.
ますので Xbox シリーズ X&S Xbox on PC さらに Xbox アライでもプレイ可能です。いつでもどこでもあなたのスタイルでファイナルファンタジー7の世界へ飛び込んでください。Xbox 版のファイナルファンタジー7
This
リメイ
winter.
クインターグレードはこの冬に発売予定です。ウィッシュリストに登録して
Is he
ファイナルファンタジー
original
7リメイクシ
remake?
リーズの新情報
Final
をお待ち
Fantasy
ください。
VII Part 1 on
それでは
Xbox now?
ダンケシェーン
It's funny seeing a Japanese guy speaking German. What is this, fucking Fortnite soccer? Is that queso? That's queso. You're banned. It's like kind of reminds me like NBA Street, but soccer. Just like the art style. Arcade soccer game. This big dude. Freestyle Football 2 was the first one. Okay. Game Pass game.
You just saw the world premiere trailer for Freestyle Football 2 here on Xbox at Gamescom. Now you're right on time to learn about all that's new in World of Warcraft. As I talk with World of Warcraft Senior Game Director Ian Hazzakostas and Associate Director Paul Kubik
It's insane how
about the exciting
dead
updates in
World of
store
Warcraft
players.
is right now.
First of all,
How it's just been destroyed
Paul,
by
welcome to the show for
parents
the
and
first
BEI
time.
workers.
Thank you for having us. Glad to
Shame.
be here.
Yeah, and Ian, welcome back as well. Like, you were here last year revealing the World Soul Saga with the War Within. Welcome back.
Time for Chapter 2. It's a pleasure to be back.
Yeah, I can't believe I've seen your booth. I'm going to say it. I think you've probably got one of the best booths at Gamescom. I was walking around earlier and was like blown away by it.
I'm biased, but you're not wrong.
Yeah,
it's super cool. Yeah.
It's really, really cool, especially some of the updates, which we're going to be talking throughout this segment about. But you kicked things off last night with Opening Night Live and that cinematic. Could you kind of explain for people that need to know about what that kind of showed, what's happened up to that moment?
Sure. I guess a little bit of a story so far for the World Soul Saga. So yeah, the gist of the story of War Within. So heroes around Azeroth began hearing these voices, seeing visions, these like dark omens, from messages from the World Soul herself about, you know, darkness coming. That led to a surprise attack on the city of Dalaran, the destruction of our beloved city of Dalaran, and the nature of the threat facing us being revealed. This powerful entity known as Xal'atath. So over the course of the World Soul Saga, over the course of the War Within, we've been trying to kind of keep up with her. She's been one step ahead of us along the way. At the culmination of the War Within, as we just discovered, she kind of ascended to a new tier of power and is finally poised to really unleash the power of the Void upon Azeroth.
Yep, and that leads us directly into what
So,
we saw in the trailer
you just seen
yesterday,
from Geoff Keighley.
Xal'atath and her devouring
Prices on
host at the
PlayStation
gates of the
hardware will
Sunwell,
increase by
ready to,
$50
threaten
effective
everything that's dear to
tomorrow
us,
due
and,
to tariffs
our
and
beloved
challenging
elves,
economic
Valdemar,
environment.
Liadrin, and the rest
So
of
the
them
PlayStation
all,
5 will now
mounting
be
a defense along with the,
$549.99.
intercession from the
The
Sunwell
PlayStation
itself.
5
Super
digital
exciting
edition will
stuff.
be
That is the beginning of the
$500,
expansion which we saw
$499.99.
in
And the
trailer
PlayStation
there,
5
and that
Pro
leads
will now
directly
be
into the story.
I
$749.99,
still can't get over
$750.
last year with the War Within, with the VR experience for the destruction of Dalaran. But, like, that was one of my
So we
favorite
got
cities
increased
in the old
prices.
expansions. But we're also returning to some areas that players are going to
Which I blame bullshit on with the tariffs and economic challenges. It's just greed.
Yeah, if Dalaran was one
In
of
my
your favorite
opinion.
cities, it was one of mine too. Wait till you see Silvermoon V2 in Midnight. So we are, going to be returning to, among other areas, the old Blood Elven lands, first introduced in Burning Crusade, fully reimagined and expanded now. It's Eversong Woods, the Ghostlands, and of course Silvermoon City. Still, a horde city at heart.
I have
some
no idea
horde-only
what this game
districts,
looks like anymore.
but
I have
under
not
these,
played this game in
pressing circumstances, they have opened their gates to the Alliance to mount this
I played a little bit
against
when it
Xal'atath
first fucking
forces.
launched.
And that's just the first of the
Thinking
zones
like,
that we
what
have.
was that,
After that, you'll head into
2007,
Suleiman,
2008?
the,
Like,
the trolls, the Amani trolls. We first
7,
saw
8, 9 I
Suleiman
played
back
it,
in
I think it
Burning
was.
Crusade era, as in the
And
form
it
of
just
a
fell
raid, but
off.
it's been
And now I hear
expanded
it's just
into this
fucking
enormous zone now.
complete
Everything in
garbage
that zone
anymore,
is
this
big.
game.
It's sort of like a primordial Pacific Northwest. Everything's a little wet too. A very, very cool space. We also have Herondar, home of the Heronir. This is, the Heronir we met during the War Within. They're a race who were sort of this enigmatic, elf-like race. We don't know a whole lot about them. We're going to learn a lot more once we go to Herondar and learn that not all of them are as welcoming as the
and that's
two
just what it looks
we've
like now
met,
visually, like
Orwena and her crew in the War
graphics-wise. Because
Within.
when it first launched and for a
lastly, we're gonna
while,
go
it
into
looked
the
like
Void Storm.
oh
This
shit.
is basically
Not gonna lie.
Xal'atath's space of operations.
Well, that's not
where
why
she
people
is
played it.
mounting her attack against Azeroth we find our way into the Void Storm and take the fight to her and the Devouring Host. Super exciting, a bunch of beautiful zones.
Yeah, I can't actually wait for Suleiman again. I still have memories of just the endless attempts of trying to get the Imani Warbear with that speed trial. So it's going to be really fun to go back. And of course, go to Silvermoon as an Alliance player. It'll be fun. But with all these new areas, what are some of the activities that people are going to get into when they go there?
Well, the first, I think, is you're going to have the campaign, a new campaign that takes you through these zones, and it does so in an interesting way. You'll start by going into the city of Silvermoon and then into Eversong Woods, but after that, players are presented with a choice. Do they want to go to those two of those other zones I mentioned, go straight to Suleiman and learn a little bit more about the Imani
Graphically, it looks very nice now.
Do they want to go into Herondar and learn about the Heronir, or do they want to go on a third chapter of the campaign, which is actually a little bit different? It is not tied to any particular zone, but it takes you to some of the older places in the world, places like Light's Hope Chapel, places like Stratholme, a couple other interesting places as well. And in that quest line, you'll be working alongside Eritor, son of Turalian and Ilaria, and helping
I played
him
Witch
sort of
on the
interrogate his
PS4,
relationship with the light.
PS5,
Really
Destiny,
interesting
from
chapter.
Destiny 1 all the way up
After you complete
until...
those 3 chapters, those 2 zones in the Eritor chapter,
Actually, I
then you
played
move
almost,
into,
I think I played
into
every
Void Storm.
expansion Destiny
This is
put
all
out.
like,
Holy shit.
in the interest of giving players a choice of which zone is.
And I
which
played it all
storyline
on the
is most
PlayStation
interesting to them.
platform, but now that I got a PC, I want to switch over and play on PC, but I know they have cross-save, but I don't know if I have to buy all those expansions again, which I think I do, which I don't want to do. I have to play through the campaigns, I think. I don't want to do all that. Because it would make it easier just to play Destiny on here and stream it.
Delves, dungeons,
Because I would love to do that, because I really love that game, dude.
Plural. So I think we were kind of breaking from
Destiny
recent
1 was
tradition
like
in Midnight. And
fucking awesome, and Taken King was like, Taken King is where Destiny really fucking was shining. That's what made it to like a full fucking game. Because you had Destiny 1, which was okay, but then you had the first DLC I think was the Moon with Crota. I forget what the second one was. There's 2 big DLCs that came out with it, but that weren't amazing, but they were still really good, I would say.
For them to hop back in.
First 2 DLCs were like 6.5s out of 10.
Whether you've played War Within,
Then Taken King came out, made that game fucking awesome. And the King's Fall raid was my favorite fucking raid, dude. I love that raid.
You can jump back in, understand what's going on, and join the action.
I still like to run it to this day.
Revamped and reimagined new player and returning player experience.
Vault of Glass, that was the first one. I'm sorry, Vault of Glass was the first.
Dragonflight and War Within content.
I think Vault of Glass was the second expansion, but first raid.
For returning players who may be
that's a great raid too, Vault of Glass.
Not quite ready to go straight to Midnight, we have a new experience set in Arathi Highlands that's going to kind of get you back up to speed on your mechanics,
anyway, back to
contextualize you in the story of the world, and send you on your way so that you can join the fight in Midnight.
Yeah, we've also added a catch-up quest line for the War Within. So sort of going into Midnight, if you never played the War Within, or if it's just been a little while and you want a refresher, you can play through all the major beats of that story in one quest line.
Man,
it should not take
I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen this game in forever. Got a nice little graphical upgrade.
That make up that quest line, but it'll be a couple quick hours to go through.
When did fucking Warcraft launch? I think it was 07.
By the time you're done, you should know everything that happened from the beginning of the Isle of Dorn to the end of Ghosts of Koresh, and be fully up to speed to hop right into Midnight.
Yeah, no, that's amazing as well, because it kind of it's a bit more like welcoming as well to kind of.
It launched in 04. Holy shit!
And play with you and explore that, which I'm excited about. But there is one feature, and it kind of goes back to your booth as well.
Damn, I must have played it in 07, 08. That's when I started playing it for a little bit.
And we've got to touch it now. I was watching it as well. You created the clash earlier. Player housing. Can you let us know what we're going to experience with that?
Absolutely, yeah. We are super excited for people to start stepping into housing. Housing has been a feature which has been in development internally for a long time. We've been sharing little details as we've been developing it over the last year or so. Here at Gamescom, people are finally able to hop in and start playing with the decor, playing with those systems for the first time. What housing is you can have your own little corner of Azeroth.
This game is 21 years old. Holy shit.
Home and an Alliance home. Start decorating those spaces with decor that you'll start with the generous, creative decor that the system sort of just gives you, but then you go explore the world. You might find vendors who sell some interesting tchotchkes here and there.
And now Microsoft owns
with
it.
other crafters on your server who can make some interesting furniture for you. But you take all those things,
it's crazy. They bought Activision Blizzard King for $69 billion, I believe it was.
Yeah, really, I think
I mean, you're getting Call of Duty,
Really, it's like a hallmark
Warcraft,
design pillar of the feature.
Candy Crush,
We kind of
you know,
threw out the entire
Call of
rulebook
Duty. Like
here,
you're getting all
including
these
gravity. If you want a table that floats in midair,
humongous,
you want a table
giant
that's upside
fucking
down,
IPs
you can do it. I think
for
we really
$69
wanted to
billion.
unleash players' creativity
I
to
was
make
doing
their
I did a
houses the
video
full
on everything
expression
going on
of
with
their personality.
Roblox. You want to
And
check it out
it's
on my
not
channel.
just, you know, a single
On there
house
now.
that is your
On
own. You're
YouTube,
also gonna be
Console
part
Core
of a
Games.
neighborhood community. So we wanted to make sure when designing this feature
Roblox
that it
itself,
didn't- never-
just
didn't feel
Roblox, the
solitary if you didn't
company,
want it to be.
is
That you
worth
were kind of
70
connected, there's reasons for
fucking
others to
billion
come into your
dollars.
home, for you to go
They're
into
worth more
theirs,
than
and for you to
Call
feel
of
like
Duty,
part of a group.
Warcraft,
Also, for
Candy
people that have been playing
Crush.
for a long time, so it's one
You
of the
know,
first things I want to know when like,
all
I
those
heard about
games,
Playhouse
Activision
come in.
Blizzard King Games combined,
Since the
which
Burning
is
Crusade, am I going to have
insane.
some extra cool bits to add into my house for that?
You should.
And they actually had to play like over an hour to capture footage for the Roblox video I made on my YouTube channel, Console Core Games. And it was fucking terrible. That platform and the games are just. I understand what brain rot means now because that whole platform and just the way it operates in the games. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it every second of it. I'll never go back and do that again.
None of those should be.
Because I made the video just like it was a faceless video. I just talked over it. If I had to do another video on Roblox, I'm just gonna sit in front of the camera and talk. I don't want to play that game again. God, I hated that experience. And I got a nephew of mine. He's about. He's 11. He plays that. He plays Roblox with his buddies religiously.
No, they are not. Player housing.
I'm so glad I grew up on fucking PlayStation 2 and 64,
11.27 coming later
Xbox,
this year. So anyone who owns
and those
Midnight
games.
at that point can claim their first house, begin
Man,
decorating it.
that platform,
And all players, even
I
if
just
you
hated
don't
playing
yet own
Roblox.
Midnight,
It was so
can start
fucking
building
stupid.
their collection of decor. Though you will need the expansion to actually have a house to put it in.
Ah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'm excited.
Anyway,
What's
Warcraft
next
Midnight
for the
launch,
team? Now
or
you've
Midnight,
had
whatever it's
announced
called.
Midnight, showing the cinematic trailer.
Cool.
What's next?
I mean, excited to get back and kind of finish this game. We're gonna be talking very soon about our first public alpha.
I watched a lot of Warcraft after I stopped playing it because I used to watch everybody's favorite, biggest political streamer, Asmongold. I used to watch him play it before he ended up
And we're
giving
going
up
to be
on
here
it.
at Gamescom all week as well. Ian and Maria Hamilton will be talking tomorrow about some of the characters and zones within, within the expansion in a little bit more detail. And then later on in the week, Ian and I will do a big systems download where we talk about a lot of the systems that make up the game.
Yeah, I was going to ask about like what else can players get involved, like viewers get involved in with World of Warcraft, because you've got so much going on. We mentioned the Creator Clash earlier. Are there more shows out today? The streams people can go watch as well afterwards?
Yeah, exactly. There's, I think, various live events going on from our stage all week, and then we're going to keep rolling information out. I think this.
I think his event's supposed to be about 3 hours long. Start at 9 a.m.
Know what we've been up to, and we're going to have more and more.
They still have, I
information
think, 2 more games they want to show
opportunities
off.
to engage. We'll have videos, streams, and more just coming all through the fall.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't say thank you enough. Like from coming on the show last year to talking to us midnight today, Paul, Ian, thank you so much.
Xbox owns them, so they
and
kind of got to
also,
show up.
From tons of new titles coming to Xbox Game Pass, the Final Fantasy VII Remake integrated on Xbox. We've already witnessed so much cool stuff here on day one of Gamescom, and we're not done yet. We're about to get down and dirty with everyone's
I don't think they
favorite archaeology
do.
professor. But first, let's refresh with a quick power wash break.
I don't think World of Warcraft is in Game Pass yet, if it ever will be, which for an Xbox it should be. The other games, the day one games, their titles should be in there. I think if they put it in Game Pass, World of Warcraft, it will get a fuck ton of people into it. Financially, I don't know if it's worth it. Because it's still, it used to be a monthly subscription for World of Warcraft. I don't know if it still is.
Cautious just so strangely satisfying. And hey, if you happen to uncover any ancient artifacts in the mud, then I know just who to call. Indiana Jones fans, get ready to take on new challenges of impressive
Yeah, it's still a monthly
proportions.
subscription.
The Order of Giants expansion
A monthly
is
cost of
almost here,
14,
and
15
it's
bucks a
set to
month.
shake up the world of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Joining me to talk through the new locations, new puzzles, and
So I'm
some
surprised I haven't
truly
played in Game
monumental
Pass.
enemies. Please welcome
That would eat up those
Machine Games
sales.
lead game
See, Game
designer
Pass just
Jean
doesn't work,
Farron
dude. Just
and
not a
creative
thing.
director Axel Torvinus. Welcome, guys. How are you today?
The rumors are I saw a couple. Oh, no mic.
Really excited to be here. I'm so excited to talk to you. Zeke, it's lovely to meet you for the first time. Axel, it's great to see you again.
They know
I'm
the mic's
so
not
happy
working.
to be chatting about the new expansion. So, to catch us up, if we haven't already played the game, I mean, first of all, what are you guys doing? I've had a great time playing it. But for those of us who
There we
haven't
go.
maybe had a chance to dip into the world of
I might jump.
Indiana
I haven't
Jones
played
and
it
the
because
Great
I'm not
Circle,
the biggest Indiana Jones fan. I do
you
like the
say
older
is
movies.
a great thing
The new
to
ones are complete dog shit.
get us used to the Order of Giants, and how does it fit in with the game so far?
Yeah, so the Order of the Giants is an extension, so you can start playing it right from the beginning of the, well, not right from the beginning of the game, but as you journey through the Vatican, you, it's a natural extension into the plot of the Great Circle, and so
So you have.
it fits quite well.
What was it?
in-
What was the first Indiana Jones game?
Sorry, Axel, you want to take this one? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's basically about deepening the mystery and the lore about the Nephilim and the Order of Giants.
Yeah, they-
And it takes place and it starts off in the Vatican. That's where the game, the DLC kicks off. And from there we will venture
Yeah, so the
into
Lost-
a lot of new areas, new
Yeah,
biomes,
Raiders of the Lost
new
Ark,
puzzles,
Temples
new
of Doom,
mysteries,
and The Last
a lot
Crusade.
of new exciting content for you to enjoy.
Very
Those three
exciting. I
movies
can't
were
wait to see
fucking
what kind of the
amazing.
new locations are, 'cause one
And
of
the
my
Kingdom of
favorite
the Crystal
parts
Skull,
was
which I
obviously
kind of
exploring
like
some
that
of the
movie.
ancient Egyptian tombs in the main
And
game.
people are starting to go back and
Ancient
enjoy it more
Egypt ever
because
since I was younger, so
when the
feeling
Dial of
that
Destiny
through
came
Indy
out
as
and no
well,
one realized how
so
much of
class. I can't wait
just
for that. Now,
pure dog
Axel,
shit that movie
you're
was.
mentioning the Nephilim
They look back
Order,
on Crystal, the
and I really love Locust,
Kingdom of the Crystal
obviously,
Skull
in the
with
first,
fondness.
The main game. But tell us a little
Them-
bit more
I think Witch Call's in that movie as
the
well.
lore behind the Order and the
Shia
giants we can
LaBeouf, and he was supposed to
expect
kind
in
of
this
take
game.
over
Absolutely,
after
and
Indy, but
without
nothing
giving
really
away
happened
too
there.
many spoilers, because that would be boring, right? But the core premise
Yeah, the
is
first
that
three movies, though, are
within
just,
the Vatican you will
you know,
encounter
all-time
this
fucking
mysterious
classics.
character, Father Ricci. He
Kingdom of the
is
Crystal
very
Skull is a
obsessed,
decent movie. I
with this
like I said,
idea
going
of
back
a,
and now watching it, I
secret
enjoy
chamber
it.
and
It's
a-
fun.
and a certain artifact and a relic
But
that
Dial of
he's
Destiny was
hunting for.
complete fucking dog
And
shit.
he asks Indiana Jones for help to unravel the mystery of him. And that sets you off on a path where we dig much deeper into the background story and the background lore of the Nephilims and the tribe of giants.
Yeah, I remember
and
I
how
watched a
that
video.
connects with
I think it was
both
during the
the
making of
Vatican and Rome
Skyrim.
as a whole, but also
They put out that documentary
there
how
are
Todd
hints
said
and
his
hooks
dream
back
was to
to
make
the
an
main
Indiana Jones
game.
game.
Got you. Very interesting. So, do you think? Would you say the
You know, when he
story
got bought by
itself is quite
Xbox, he probably
self-contained?
fucking.
How much of that is, or how
And maybe
much
they were working
does
before
it,
that. 'Cause that,
affect
like I
the
said,
main
he's got enough
game,
carte
or how much
blanche
can be enjoyed
to
independently
do whatever
from
the
it
fuck
as
he
well?
wants, Todd.
Yeah, so it is self-contained, but it also it's something that you should be able to experience from the first playthrough. As you get through the Vatican, you know, you find Father Ricci, you can go on this quest, or if you've already completed the game
Now we got it
before,
on.
you can
So we
come
got
back to
Indiana
the
Jones
Vatican,
and
he's
the-
there,
I
and
think it was
that'll
called the
put you
Great
off
Circle.
into a new quest as well.
Xbox,
that. I can't
PC,
wait to
PS5,
experience it then
and now
as
Switch
well.
2.
Now, as we're looking forward
Poor
to
Xbox
that,
got no
I
exclusives
really
left.
enjoyed some of the side stories that we would go off and do, the adventures with Indy, or even just snapping some pictures. So lots more of
And we
that
saw
to
now
look
that
forward to in the Order of
PlayStation's
Giants.
raising all of its
Yeah.
prices
So we have like
on its
lots of
consoles
brand new
by $50.
puzzles, lots of new mechanics,
And it's
new
still
enemies,
cheaper to buy
and all of our puzzles
a
are
PS5
like fresh, you
than
know,
an
we were
Xbox.
new mechanics, and we're not recycling
And
anything there.
you're getting all of
as well, we also
Xbox's
have,
games
2 new adventure books that you can find
on
tons
PlayStation.
of notes that will
So
give
I
you
don't know why
backstory
you
about
buy
the
an
history of the
Xbox
Nephilim
anymore.
and other things. And as Axel has said, this is the kind of content that ties into
So it seems
you know,
like
the story, you know, from before.
Xbox
like, you'll
now,
be able to
the
find out
console
more
is
about
just
some things that you kind of
a
maybe overlooked
conduit
and
to
also about the
drive
story
Game
to come.
Pass.
So you know, in your journal, you'll have all these notes,
And trust
and
me,
it fits
if
right into like,
Xbox
you know,
could,
that journey of
they would have
filling the
100%
journal
bring
from,
Game
like,
Pass to
the very first note you
PlayStation
pick
and
up at Marshall
Nintendo
College
Switch.
all the way to what you find at in Iraq. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh, that sounds so exciting. I wanted to ask about the adventure books because I love the way you guys
So I think right now you
integrated
can actually
that
get like
as a way
you can
to
stream
level up
Game
into your
Pass.
skills and stuff. I wish I could do that. I mean, yeah, I guess reading does help develop new skills. So there we go. But yeah, we can
My
expect
dogs
to
over there
see
walking
some
underneath
more
the
and maybe
TV
collect some
stand.
more in the DLC
You
as
can
well.
stream Game
Yeah,
Pass on
2 new
certain
adventure
LG
books,
TVs.
and of
You
course
can
these
buy
are
a
things that you need to
bundle
go
like
exploring
Amazon
around,
Fire
be able to
Stick
find.
with Game
You know,
Pass.
these-
Like I think
these are
like a
not
month
locked.
or
These
6
aren't
month
just like standing out in the
Game
open,
Pass
but you
Ultimate
need to go
subscription. So you
exploring,
get like a
find
little Fire Stick,
puzzles, solve
plug it in, and
mysteries,
just stream your
and-
games.
and, it fits right into the, you know, the whole idea of being Indiana Jones, being curious and always open for discovery.
Got you. You guys must be so smart doing puzzles all the time in game and in the office and stuff, crafting these ones. Wow, I'm jealous. So let's talk a little bit about the process of creating the expansion itself and the development. Maybe Axel, you can start us off. How did the success of the main game and the Great Circle inform your decisions going forward
We got
into the
3.5
DLC?
hour stream.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
Doesn't
it's
feel that
always
long, though.
been the plan to kind of deepen the story and dive deeper into the aspects that we do have in the DLC. And with that being a very conscious choice, we also could make sure that we had good integration. So the game, the DLC takes place and it kicks off, you know, within the Vatican, and there was not an easy thing to.
And we see
have
Witchcraft
that
does the
from a
voice of Indy in this
technical
game, Troy
point of
Baker,
view
and
to
he does a
actually
great job, I
function.
think.
There's a lot of
He sounds like a
hard
young
work
Harrison
from
Ford.
engineers and designers that's just working under the hood. That it's basically this kind of seamless transition into a DLC. So there's a lot of hard work that has been ongoing to make sure that you don't really notice that we are swapping out maps and doing a lot of technical mumbo jumbo. But it's in the end, it is this kind of seamless transition that we always aim to have. And I think that part of that conscious choice very early on helped us making sure that the experience in the end when you play the DLC is that it fits perfectly within the Great Circle experience.
Love that. I mean, I don't want to gas you guys.
I think I
up a
might pick
little
this
too
game
much,
up,
but I
make a
just
guide
had
on it.
Such a blast with the first one as well, especially with the puzzles and also just uncovering the Vatican and all of the locations we went. And even some of the performances were just so incredible. I was. Not to name drop, but I was lucky enough to talk to Troy Baker and Marius, obviously, about their characters in.
Yeah, like I said,
Indiana
Troy
Jones
does a
and the
great job as like a young indie
And,
/ Harrison
Troy
Ford.
was
He does
saying
sound
about
a
how
lot like
the
him.
main point from himself and also from you guys developing it was to really put the player in Indiana's shoes.
Yeah.
It's not Troy Baker's Indiana. It's
Yeah.
yourself. It's the player's Indiana. So
Yeah.
that's so cool. And coming on to the players and how they've enjoyed the game, how do you think the community feedback has really helped shape the Order of Giants going forward and a lot of the decisions you guys have made?
I mean, at Machine Games, it's always important. We always listen. We love to get, you know, community feedback or player feedback, to hear from the fans. And one thing that stood out to us after releasing The Great Circle was that the thing that we really wanted to try to convey with this game was things that were appreciated by the fans as well. And when listening in on certain aspects, like could this be tweaked, could this be polished, that absolutely helped our process moving forward. But we did already obviously had a very strong vision and a plan for what to do. But there are a lot of micro decisions within the DLC and the development of it that is in relation to, you know, listening into the community and the player feedback.
Yeah, they're going to pick this game up and give it a try.
We had this opportunity to be able to polish some things even further. There are sections within
Machine Games
the
does make
DLC
fucking
that is
awesome games. Like you
even
do the
of
Wolfenstein
higher
games, and those
quality than
games
the
are
main
fucking
game. Yes,
awesome.
given to the fact that we had more time to polish certain aspects.
I would say it was a really great place to be in terms of confidence on development side, on design side. Like being off the base game and going right into DLC, all of the level designers like really had a nice chance to just start making new puzzles from, you know, after years of working on a lot of content that had been started long before. We had a lot of new people join, and so this was their first time to get to take a puzzle from start to finish, and it was just, you know, having like the success behind it was, and all all the fans saying that they wanted more was just like the greatest impetus. It was
Heck
nice.
yeah, that sounds really refreshing as well, like really gearing up. I love that. Well, speaking of developing it, and Zeke, maybe you can give us a little bit of insight behind the curtains and what the team were up to. Was there any like fun fan favorite moments from or experiences that you could share with us from the team about making Order of Giants?
Oh, I was thinking, yeah, I think maybe, getting, one of my favorite parts about developing the core game, and I think this plays into the, DLC a good bit, was just like, we have all this stuff that you're able to use to beat up bad guys. Like, it's a shovel, it's a plunger, it's a, shower brush. And this is a sort of thing that, we had early in the game, and just, as we started to develop it, it's like, oh, this is
Sorry,
super
I
fun.
text somebody back.
And at some point, we realized, later in development, it's we need to have more and more and more stuff. But nobody
Yeah, there's one thing
had
about
made
the game that just
list.
turned me off was the combat.
But one day, the associate game director, Frederick Ljungdahl, stepped forward, and he was like, hey, Zeke, I just have this 150 weapons that I would like to suggest. And so I think that carried on through, the base game. And actually, as we started into the DLC, it was just like, what are we going to be able to hit
Yeah,
our enemies
right.
with now as well?
Flip, that's a lot of choice. I mean, Indy is certainly well equipped there, that's so to say.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask, guys, when and how can we access the new update?
Yeah,
Game Pass.
So on September 4th, it's out. If you have premium or a premium upgrade or the collector's edition, you will be able to just access that. If you only have the base version of the game, it will be accessible and you can purchase it as a standalone as well. But you need to have the base game to be able to enjoy the DLC.
Okay, amazing. I can't wait to play myself and get that theme song stuck
So
in
if you
my
have
head
Game
all
Pass Ultimate, you'll be able to
over
just
again.
play
I
it.
can't wait.
Nice.
Well, Axel, Zeke, it's been so much
Game Pass
fun
Ultimate really
chatting
is
all
like a
things Order
great
of Giants. Congratulations again on the main
for
game.
the consumer, like $21 a month to get all that stuff. I just can't see how it makes Microsoft money.
Have a look at the puzzles there.
It just seems like it doesn't.
But yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Now, from ourselves here at the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast, we have a very special edition of the official Call of Duty podcast. But first, we're about to fall into the disturbing world of Chronos, the New Dawn, the latest nightmare from Bluebird Team. I can't wait to play.
Yeah, this
Let's
game's
join
got me
the
excited.
traveler in their fight to survive and enjoy some never-before-seen gameplay.
These guys proved themselves with
Hello,
Silent Hill
my
2.
name is Wojciech Pinko, and I'm a game director of Chronos the New Dawn. And today, I'll be your guide through the abandoned factory, which actually was a ground zero for the disease, the change that wiped out humanity.
The change.
So let's quickly bind weapons to shortcuts. And let's go.
I like this inventory. It's giving me Resident Evil vibes.
In Chronos, you can break crates to find more loot, which will be really important.
Resident
And
Evil
the first
vibes.
enemy. No signs of life. I think we are safe. So let's move forward. And these guys
There
are
we go.
definitely alive. Combat in Chronos may be quite challenging, and the enemies can hit hard. And merge, yeah.
Holy shit.
That shot prevented the merge.
I like the UI, the way things are on the ground lighting up like that. You can pick them up.
And the biomass
Atmospheric.
can also
Oof.
spawn monsters, so be aware.
That monster
wherever you
just
are.
came straight out of a
And
vagina.
this guy also wanted to merge, but not on our watch. Let's use the flamethrower to interrupt the merge, stun the enemy, and finish him off with the shotgun. We are calling it the
I'm
hammer.
loving everything about this so far. Oh, dude, it looks fucking awesome.
And the new one.
Oh, look at that.
I think this one...
Holy
is-
shit.
Yeah, it's the Puker. He has a range attack, so let's get far
Hit
away.
the,
and-
yep.
yeah, use a barrel to destroy the enemies. Using environment is also super important. Don't forget that you can also charge your weapons. So please notice that the Traveler sometimes presses the trigger to fire a single bullet, but also sometimes charges it, so the bullet will have more damage, but will also got a piercing ability. Of course, I'm talking right now about the pistol. The shotgun works different. The shotgun increases the spread when you're charging the weapon.
Dude, this game looks awesome. It's weird.
And
I
the
don't
big
like
guy
horror
just
movies at
woke
all.
up.
I love fucking horror games. Look at that big
This is
dude.
charging. Yeah, the weapon has been charged, and we've got hit. Let's switch weapon to the submachine gun. The big guy wants to merge, so yeah.
I was
Again,
wondering what that
using
was
a
for. So
flamethrower to
they
interrupt
absorb
merge.
the
Remember,
fucking other
don't let
bodies in
them
the
merge.
ground.
Use also the canister that was set in the environment, and the enemy is gone. It's
I like the
worth
animation when you
exploring
switch
the
guns.
area to find like
How like
supply
fucking
boxes
Zav
left by
and
the
turns
collective
into a
and
new
other
one.
travelers. So the trick is that the collective is sending only one traveler at a time, to not too much with the time flow, since they are of course jumping in time. So the game, starts when your predecessor went off radar, and then you are picking up his mission.
Kind of getting Metroid vibes too, because you play in this. I believe you play as a female.
Let's squeeze through.
But you're in this big, bulky
And I
armored
can
suit.
hear some monsters. Oh, and the soul, the essence of someone we extracted before is talking to us. Oh, the jaw grabbed us.
Look at that
Call
fucking
this monster
disgusting looking
jaw.
thing. Ugh.
It's basically like a sticking or being attached to a wall, ceilings, and it can grab you as a traps. But you can hear them always. Like, yeah, there is one more. And now,
Stalker type enemy
he will not
where
grab
sits
us.
and waits for you. Kind of reminds me of a
we
spider.
can safely loot the place.
I think this game's coming out too soon, like sometime this, like in the next month or two.
Less biomass, a good sign. Oh no,
Oh.
there is more. And we can hear roars, so more jaws will be here. So let's squeeze in and look for them. Yeah, there's one. Charge shot.
Looks fucking
And
disgusting,
more
and I love every
growth
second
means
of it.
that the area isn't clear yet. Yes.
There you go.
One more charge shot, one more down. And I don't hear them anymore. I think this sector is clear. So we can grab more ammo.
I like the slow pace of it too. It's not quick, fast moving.
And let's go back.
Like take your time. Look out for environmental traps or like those things.
Oh, this one has spikes on its body.
You gonna
It
shoot
means
them
that,
out?
Yeah, it's more powerful than previous monsters. He hit really hard.
Heal up.
Reposition is
There
a
we go.
key to victory in Chronos. Yeah, you need to act fast. Yeah, charge your weapons like this. That was a juicy shot. And the shower area. This body has a tentacles on it. It means that it may be absorbed by the other monsters. And here they come. Let's grab a flamethrower ammo. Oh yeah.
There you go. Oh, look at that big
Now we
dude.
can interrupt merge again.
Kind of reminds me of the thing where it just merges with things.
And stomp. Still alive? Not for long.
I gotta let my dog out real quick.
The gates are detecting monsters, and they are sometimes closing you with them. But if you dispatch them, the gates will open. Those gates are also built by other travelers to lock some areas infested by the monsters. Oh, and we are in more open space. There are some tents left here by the military that was trying to fight with the outbreak of the disease. And there is a barrel. I will use it to burn the biomass and get in the secret area.
So he clears areas out. It's probably like health and stuff in here and upgrades.
Oh, shell patch. This is like a health pack and a lot of loot.
Yep.
And here comes the armored enemy. Its body is covered with the armor, so you need to aim at the exposed parts. Oh yeah, you can see that the bullets are bouncing off the armor, but I think the chest is exposed, so yeah, let's use it against him.
I want to see how the upgrade system works on the suit and everything.
And this stand seems clear. So as a traveler, you must constantly be aware of your surroundings. Like loot every place you can.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can craft some ammunition, for example. We need to make a space for more crafting materials. So yeah, torch fuel also will be needed.
Like I said, I'm loving this UI
And
design.
now we
Reminds me of
can grab
Resident
more
Evil
metal scraps from the shelf.
in the best way.
Use a health patch.
Very simple
heal
and clean
ourselves,
looking.
And let's delve into the rest of the factory. Isolation zone. Doesn't sound good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great place to stop. Thank you.
September 5th. Wow, only a few weeks away. Hold on.
It's time to wake up.
Can I go back? Let's see something. I think it's coming out for Switch too.
No more games. This ends now. Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Welcome, everyone, to the crossover event of the century. That's right, folks, the official Call of Duty podcast, the COD Pod, and we are back taking over Gamescom here on the Xbox broadcast. Don't know how they let this happen.
Yeah, it is coming for Switch too. Wow.
My name is Miles Ross. I'm the host of the COD Pod, joined as ever by my partner in crime at Activision, Stephanie Snowden. Hey, mate.
Hello, Miles. We took the COD Pod on the road all the way to Cologne, Germany. It's my first time at Gamescom. It's been awesome because the official reveal of Black Ops 7 happened last night at opening night.
So that show's over, and now we're switching into a new show, the Call of Duty podcast.
We have a huge amount of information to get through today about Black Ops 7. Tons of juicy details and wonderful tidbits of gameplay. We're not going to do it alone, though. More on that later.
Yeah, we've got some special guests joining us later in this show. But yes, at ONL, we got the very first look at Black Ops 7, which is coming later this year. And there's so much to get into. There's so much content. This game has so much to talk about, and this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg for us. So we're going to get a little deeper on the co-op campaign, and specifically the end game, which is part of the co-op campaign, but a world, an experience that unlocks after you complete the linear campaign. We're going to get into the juicy details.
Okay. More on the deep dive in co-op campaign a bit later on, but Steph, thousands of fans tuning in online as well to check this trailer out, and it was very, very cool here in person as well at Gamescom. Absolutely fantastic.
We'll watch it. We'll see how it goes. I might end the stream soon, or I might continue watching this.
For opening night live is something that I've never experienced, and just meeting so many.
I got a bunch of other things I got to do as well.
Person,
we'll see.
Getting chills. I thought what what Natalie and Miles did on stage, and the lights, and getting the Menendez experience, right?
He scared the life out of the crowd.
He did. There was
woman in front of me audibly jumped.
Audible gasps in there. But it's not just opening night live, because we dropped the official Black Ops 7 developer direct on the Call of Duty YouTube channel. Definitely check that out if you haven't. So yeah, we just have a few things, just a few things to talk about.
That was a nutrient-rich. The direct was great, just a few, but We're going to get into it. So, Steph, let's start high level. What are some of the key things to look forward to here in Black Ops 7?
So I think some of the most important things to know about Black Ops 7 are it's set in 2035, right? So this is 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2, if you're familiar with Black Ops 2. So think of that near future. It's not quite in reach. It's got ties to BO2, ties to BO6, Black Ops 6, our last game. And like I said, so much content. We have the 3 core modes with campaign, multiplayer, and zombies coming to Black Ops 7. And we've also got Dead Ops Arcade, we've got zombie survival maps, we've got global progression across the game, which means for the first time you can actually earn XP, progress your weapons, earn all the good things, make your gameplay super rewarding, including in campaign. And we've got David Mason is back. Raul Menendez is back. This is a story that Treyarch and Raven have wanted to tell. It's a David Mason story. There's so much to talk about.
But also being able to progress through my ranks in campaign is a big one. More on the campaign coming up. But let's go to multiplayer. Place very close to my heart, and there is some serious goodies to get through there.
Yeah, so we only got a little bit of intel in the developer direct and in the reveal about multiplayer. So there's lots more to come, which we're gonna, get into a little later in the show. But tons of content coming to MP and some really exciting innovations. Maps, maybe we jump in there.
Well, 16 of them, right? 16 6v6 maps, which is a lot. That's a ton to get through as players. 3 of those will be remasters. Absolute bangers there.
Yeah,
Again,
Raid, Hijack, and Express.
Yeah, some absolute classics.
There we got to look at Raid in Japan.
It's got a fresh coat of paint. It looks great. Also, the 220
I'll be honest, none of this is like enticing to me at all. I haven't played Call of Duty, and the last Call of Duty I played was World War II. No, I played a campaign. I didn't play online though. Last online multiplayer Call of Duty was probably Advanced Warfare 2, the original Advanced Warfare 2, or Modern Warfare 2. I'm sorry.
Really cool maps that just have sort of a different finish than we might be used to in some.
It was like what, 2011, 2012 maybe. Let's see.
Fresh take on some classics, but also some really solid, new maps that I know Treyarch's been listening to map feedback, and I'm excited to get my hands on them in the beta. So I can't wait.
Super excited. Well, we've set our board. We've got our maps. Now let's talk about some pieces, weapons. Many weapons in this game, Steph.
Yes, there's 16 all new to the franchise weapons coming at launch, which is awesome. So nothing we've ever seen in Call of Duty before. You may have noticed I saw some eagle-eyed fans catch the Peacekeeper in some of the marketing, which is an exciting return.
2009, a game. Wow, Modern Warfare 1 came in 2007, and they put out Modern Warfare 2 2 years later.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's pretty fucking quick.
Of course, we're seeing a couple of classics and burst weapons in there as well, but lots as well. Not just the weapons, but also streaks. We've got gadgets, we've got gear, we've got equipment.
The gadgets and gear, like I said, I think 2035 really opens up what the devs want to do.
That's the thing though, with this futuristic warfare thing. We already did this with Advanced Warfare. I think it was 2 of them. We had the one with Kevin Spacey and the one with Jon Snow, aka Kit Harington.
Combat that you know and love, but with a fresh new take in that near future kind of setting. So I'm really excited about the streaks personally. We saw a little bit of Dog, we saw Rhino. There's more.
I cannot wait. I've heard that they are mean. Looking forward to some mean streaks, but not just streaks. While we're talking about changes, there is next level Omni movement.
Yeah, next level Omni movement is really exciting because Treyarch's refined the core movement. Omni movement was obviously a really massive innovation in Black Ops 6, and they've continued to build on that with the near future setting, changing a couple of things, adding wall jump. We've increased the base sprint speed. And also, tack sprint is now disabled by default, but you can enable it with a perk.
Yeah, so you've still got the player choice there. You can still build that loadout in that way, which is really cool.
Yeah,
I think
the map's built for next level Omni movement, right? So you're going to be able to have that playground.
Well, the wall jump clips already look really cool. So we're not only changing movement, we're also changing a new feature outright, which is the overclock feature. Can you explain that? We're not talking about CPUs.
Not talking about CPUs. Overclocks is one of the coolest innovations coming to Black Ops 7, and they're really intended to give players further choice in terms of customization for your own unique playstyle. So you can overclock equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. So basically, by playing throughout the match, you're going to unlock the customization option. One that comes to mind off the top of my head, we were talking about before, the care package, right? So overclock 1 for the care package, you're going to be able to re-roll your streak. Option 2, or overclock 2, you're going to have the option to decrease cost of overclock. And there's some really awesome ones that we saw in the developer direct. So like I said, go check that out. But I think this is something we're really excited about.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Gosh, there's still, guys, we're nowhere near done here. We've got a lot to get through still. Progression being a big one. We touched on it slightly at the start, whereby playing campaign can earn you progression.
Yeah, so
points as well.
global progression, you know, making sure that you feel like your time is rewarded across, you know, anything that you're playing in the game, and
I'm literally just messing with the Streamlabs settings right now.
because this is a big one, and it's something that we're really excited about. Classic Prestige obviously made a return in Black Ops 6, so the team is really building on that foundation, and you're going to be able to unlock.
So I have the witch card on my Twitch stream, the Prime benefit thing that's on the screen when you play, when you watch somebody.
I think you mentioned camos.
But
very exciting.
A lot's going on.
It's like over my face cam, so I'm just like trying to make it so that
because there's always that
it's
one
under
person
my
in the
face
group
cam,
chat like,
which
hey,
it
man,
is now. So
What's the meta?
I'm like,
Send me the meta.
I'm not going to send you all this information.
Prime game benefit reminder. That's
I'm going to send you a code. That's right. It's going to be great for people like you who no one's asking me for my weapon builds, but you guys should be. You don't know. But it's going to be really exciting. Content creators, streamers, folks in the community who are constantly sharing, you know, what their loadouts are. This is going to make things really streamlined. You'll have a code. Each unique build will have a code in Gunsmith that you can actually screenshot, send to your friends. They can, you know, put that in as long as you have the attachments unlocked. You can equip it.
That's great.
It's gonna be great.
That is a game changer, I think, for many folks. Yeah, that's going to be pinned at the top of group chats around the world. It's the code for the best stuff, right?
We can't forget zombies because we only got a teeny tiny little taste of what is coming to zombies in Black Ops 7 because the dedicated zombies reveal is just a few weeks away.
We can't just give you a little bit. There's a lot to give.
There's a lot to give. It needs its own. We had to make a zombies week out of it, basically.
A week of zombies goodness. But the original crew has made a return, and obviously the Dark Eater is flung up against some old pals.
Yeah. At the end of the Black Ops 6 story, we see, you know, a version of the Black Ops 6 crew seemingly in the Dark Ether with some version of the original crew. In the developer direct, we got just a peek at what we think could be the big bad of Black Ops 7. Definitely.
I have no idea what they're talking about. Like I said, I haven't played any Black. I don't think I've played any Black Ops games.
Yeah, and survival maps.
Jinx. They're back for the first time since BO2.
Is her jacket two different colors? I just realized her jacket's two different colors.
Look, I think this is definitely the
kind of looks stupid.
How long can you last in tighter spaces kind of vibe, and I think that people are going to be really excited for that experience to come to zombies. So more on that soon before I get dragged off the desk.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. But also, while on the topic of zombies still, we've got Dead Ops Arcade. That's also happening. So twin stick, top down,
Dude's got a cool beard and cool hair too.
Earning XP for your progression as well.
He looks like a kid from
there was a lot of hype in the chat last night when the Dead Ops
that
Arcade
movie called?
4 announce was there. And so this is
Jerry
so cool.
Maguire.
If you don't know what Dead Ops Arcade
Just a grown-up version of what
has
it
put
would
this
have actually
in
looked
the
like.
last, you know, some of the games. And it's a really exciting experience because it's a game within a game. And now you can earn XP for playing that as well. So more on that.
I get to hear the sort of Black Ops 7 rank up sound in every mode I'm playing now, which is going to be fantastic. Well, up next, we're going to be diving into the co-op campaign with our guests from Treyarch and Raven. But first is the official Black Ops 7 reveal trailer.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake
So what is Black Ops 7? Like a psychological game? Like a psychological thriller?
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Menendez is a terrorist. We're bringing peace and security to the world.
He refuses
Oh, so they got girl boss in the game who's fucking running the robot company.
This is what we do next. A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Bro, that girl looks fucking ridiculous. That fucking...
Inspector 1, report. Need a sit rep.
What the fuck is this?
This isn't real. The hell it ain't!
That girl looked fucking stupid as hell.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
What the fuck?
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
Bro, what is this game anymore?
Welcome back.
Yeah,
That
Call of Duty is
trailer
really
so fun to watch. I
different
never
from
get
what I
tired
played as a kid.
Of hearing Metallica and watching that, but I want to welcome in our developer guests. We have Miles Leslie, Associate Creative Director at Treyarch, and Natalie Pohorsky, Lead Producer on the campaign at Raven Software.
God.
Guys, you've been on a tour.
Let's go.
We're so
Let's go.
We are so pumped to be here.
Let's go.
You've been on a journey.
Yes.
We've all been on a journey at Gamescom.
What day is it? Let's go.
Yes, exactly. But how BO7 is out in the world. Black Ops 7 is here. It's out there.
I'm gonna end it after
It's
4
been
hours, I
so
think.
Cool to see
I'm gonna
people
wait
react to it. How does it
we're
feel
going
for
for
you guys
3
to
hours and
finally be able to
56
talk about the
minutes.
game?
That'd be 57.
Incredible. I mean, things have blown open at this point.
I don't know. This,
Eager to talk about this
I
game
don't.
for a long time. We've been developing it for a while. We
I
have
don't
a lot of stuff
play
in
Call of
store for
Duty.
you
I
guys,
don't
so we can't
have
wait to
anything
tell
to
you
do
more
with
about
Call
it.
of Duty.
Yes, let's go. I'm
I
so
like watching
excited.
Call of Duty. I
We
like
love it.
watching
We
Nick
can
Merckx and
talk
Tim
about
Tatman play
more
Call of
of the
Duty,
game.
but I don't play it
Not all of
myself,
it,
so I feel like me streaming this right
More
now
of
is
it. I think we're really excited
not
about the
very
reception already.
entertaining or
Super
value
positive.
to anyone
It's
because
a
I don't know what the
big
fuck's
game.
going on.
game,
I'm
a
just
lot
sitting here
of
staring like a
So, Miles,
like a
set the
lost
stage
puppy.
for us, right? We know that this game takes place in 2035. We know that's 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2. What kind of world are we, walking into in Black Ops 7?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna end stream here.
I love this question.
I got some other
So,
shit to do.
Ever
So
since we left Black Ops 2 and we left
I might come back
David
tonight
Mason
and
in
start
the
Resident Evil
world,
1. We'll
we
see.
always wanted to go back to it.
But
There
I'm gonna
was
end
a
it here.
story there to be told.
Guys,
It was
it
never
was
the
day
right
one of
time.
Gamescom
Black Ops
with
7 was that time.